Good evening and welcome to TCH Live. I'm William Lottie, the New York Knitt. We've got a bomb pot in progress.
Oh, hey, and I'm Sam.
Sam with us this evening, and Bones betting his top set and straight draw. Also, pair of kings on the bottom, dry ace. A lot of good things going for him. Kevin with the Broadway and the nut club draw, and kings up on the bottom. Doesn't feel so great when that heart hits. Dante with his six high flush, the best on the bottom board. Bones does have the dry ace and top set, so I think he hangs
My sister's
around.
realizing as well because she is going to school.
And he does bet again, 225, about two-thirds pot.
She's like, I think I'm just going to live with
Kevin's hand downgrades somewhat with the hearts getting there, but he does have nuts on top, but it's a straight. You can get quartered, but he does have a nut redraw that doesn't get him quartered. And he does have a handful of blowouts as well. So,
Yeah, I agree.
enough to continue.
Yeah, she's just going to be doing some gym
Over to
exercises,
Dante.
which is smart.
Gets rid of the baby flush.
Base
Also had a bottom set of threes. Bones fills up on the top. And Kevin's kings and threes good on the bottom. I don't know that he, well, yeah, the spades get there. So I don't know if he hangs around with this bet from Bones. 795, full pot. These were some ugly rivers for him, ugly runouts
It's
in
very
general.
unlikely to hang in there.
We don't really care that much about the jack of spades flush blocker on a paired board.
The nice part is most of there do all understand or care about our kind of mix. So there's not a super I guess rush to be going out as much, but people still go out.
Like anything with the king of spades could have gotten here as well. So we just don't really care about the jack of spades. I think.
Yeah, he's just trying to decide if King 3 is going to get half.
It's a custom tailored thing.
The jack does block the jack 10 straight, but we don't have any hearts in our hands.
You altered it, really? It's classy, dude.
That's the number one goal.
Bones knows Kevin doesn't have the nuts on bottom with his ace of hearts. He lets it go. Bones takes the entire pot rather than just half of it. And that's a nice start. Louis says that he's all in. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't be all in. It's pot limit. Bones bet as much as he could. I'm sure Bones would have liked to be all in with aces full.
Is that Kevin?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
haven't seen him
especially
in-
with
He says
a dry ace on the other side. You know, someone doesn't have the nuts.
Yeah, I'm just such a sucker.
And so one hand in, Bones is the big winner since he won the one pot.
1 for 1's pretty good.
Just growing up.
Can't win them all if you don't win the first one.
I feel like either really.
Huh?
Where you grew up.
See Dante representing his Eagles.
We were. That's why.
They're playing a big game this
I
weekend.
told him
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I
I
said, we were
hear.
just talking about you. It's so weird.
Honestly, I'm
It's so
so
weird.
not a part of the sports scene. I know that the Eagles are playing, but I have no idea who the other team is playing.
So I'm cheering for nobody to win. So I'm a Bronco fan from New
Thank
York.
you.
So I don't like Kansas City, and I don't like Philly.
Oh,
So neither, please. Can we get Buffalo in somehow?
So are you going to even watch it?
I'll watch it. I'll hate watch it.
Fair enough.
Another thing they advocate for.
Start betting the over-under on how many times they show Taylor Swift. I'm sure she'll be there.
Well, yeah.
You were ahead.
He's involved with one of the Kansas City players.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is Philly? I
Ace
gotcha.
Jack?
No. Queen Jack or clubs.
I love the Manny Dante duo. Those guys are so fun to watch, and them being next to each other is just a great.
Yeah, nice one to draw us full that way. We do randomly draw these seats before the show.
Runner, steel wheel, that was the plan.
Dante was just under the gun.
College,
I don't know how else to say this. The button's not right. Dante was
Button's
just
not
under the
right.
gun.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Button's right. Button should be good.
Is it?
Dante was just under the gun.
Or wait, I was.
Are you sure?
Oh, you went?
converted in shape.
Okay.
Yeah, Box travel.
Like,
Yeah,
fuck himself.
You are. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Really
Because
wanted
you,
to see,
I
like,
thought you straddled, but you put in
Come on,
five.
guys. Those bomb pod. Hold them. Come on. It's
So the
very
button's
simple.
right. Button should be on C2. We usually started on seat 1, and we had the bomb pot as they just said.
Yeah. It's not hard to count back from 3 hands.
Yeah.
We got there. Is that Dono? Is that how he says his name? Or Dono?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Dono.
It's like one short of donor, you know. So
Exactly.
I see.
Dante with the king nine of hearts going for the 3-bet.
He always mixes it up. Never know what Dante's gonna do.
Dono gonna push back.
Oh, he's probably seen some Dante footage.
Yeah,
Knows what's up.
he knows Dante is capable of doing this late. And with all that dead money in there, he is incentivized to 3-bet. And Dono does have the ace blocker. And I think Barber's got to go away with the 8s. He does.
I love that you call it an ace blocker when we don't even have like a reference point yet.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
blocking it though.
It is less likely that Dante has 2 aces in his hand. It is less likely he has an ace and a king in his hand. Dante gonna call the 4-bet out of position.
Do you need this, Doug?
Well, I mean, he already put some chips in there.
He sure did.
Heads up, 6 checks.
King Jack 7, Dono with middle pair, Dante with the gutter and backdoors.
9 bets, 225.
Dono
Thank you.
goes small with the C-bet and gets Dante out of there.
Thank you so much.
Button move.
I had an issue.
He's not gonna have
We break this, please.
king queen.
I think the 1/3 tells him everything he needs to know,
Yeah,
and it also
that's
sets
a
up
lot
a
of
turn
We
shove.
folded?
A lot of info there.
Full of jack.
Oh, okay. This is a king queen.
I put mine in. I thought we had
Ready? So, are all the players at this table, are they regulars for the most part at the live stream?
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces here. Bones, we've seen since basically day one. Dono, I'm less familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is that salad? There's Southwest?
We got Dante and Manny.
And
Doug.
Doug as well. Kevin,
Kevin. What a crusher.
Steady.
Cheese and a half sweet, half unsweet cheese.
And a lot of players wanting to see this flop.
Oh, yeah.
Check.
Steady with aces up.
Checks.
Bones, backdoor flush draw.
He does have the backdoor flush draw and the double down.
And the double down.
I'll take a Coke Zero, please. Yeah, thank you.
30 probably just does the
I
job.
don't have the magic touch.
Yeah, not a lot of hands connecting to that flop.
I'm gonna add 400. You gotta tell him.
Okay, seat 6.
And he takes it, and Dante going to top up. And
Doug, you want the straddle?
Yes, please.
Tom!
it shuffled up. Doug
Tom.
going to put the straddle on. Doug splitting his attention between his straddle and it
Is it
looks like his
5K?
dinner.
It's a lot.
I mean, they have some really good food here.
There is some
I
great
get
food
it.
here.
A lot of players won't. I don't think will. Yeah.
I was at Las Colinas 2 weekends ago for the Trailblazer Tour, and they've got a pork chop on the menu now. I don't know if it's on the Austin menu yet, but up at Las Colinas they got a pork chop. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I love a good pork chop.
Yeah, I've been to that kitchen too there, and
I
it's
just wanted to see
yummy
a
food.
flop.
They were doing a really good job at
You can
Texas
still see a
Roadhouse.
flop.
Well, I know, but I want to see it on the cheap. On the cheap.
That is cheap.
Yeah, I was like,
With
I
this
just did it on
mediocre holdings.
Her big thing is like,
You know I'm strong, right?
Yeah, he's talking. You got a monster.
here,
I check.
Garrett Edelstein poker. She's like, I know everyone.
10-9-7. Manny's got the open ender.
Yeah, everybody's
Gutters.
got a little.
I've only played with her
Gutters
Something.
around. Pair for Barber.
incredibly wasted.
Yeah.
Incredibly
Barber
wasted.
goes 70.
She said she lost like 5 or 6.
Manny's hanging around, and
I check.
so is Dante.
Maybe not even left. Like,
Checks dark.
Kicked out.
9 pairs on the turn.
She was like twerking on the table and like I'm not even joking. That was really odd.
Check through.
But she,
Big bet here on the rim.
And Dante spikes a pair of queens on the
you can't
ends.
really fault someone for that.
Yeah, it's probably good for her to buy in like short in that because it's actually in the game still, but then 5 checks on like punch value, which she buys in like short there.
Exactly.
Winner, winner.
I just assumed I was gonna win.
But without
Yeah, he had the tip money out before.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
If somebody had a 9, we probably would have heard about it.
Yep.
I told I never lie, remember?
How many more
I never
bullets that
lie
guy
when I found my hand.
I mean, he whipped out a pretty big water cup.
Huh?
That was a great flop for me.
I mean, he let everybody know that he had a decent hand, and
I
then
had a gutter,
he was
I guess.
allowed to get
And I was
there.
gonna fold,
It's
but
a
you
little bit
called,
of
you made it
floating.
Much more
Yeah.
interesting.
Overs and gutters, certainly can't blame him for seeing the turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he had folds.
Like you said, like it's in folds. You don't know when like they're gonna like tighten up or whatever.
Yeah.
Dante's range is so wide; he can represent anything.
I got lucky on him.
Yeah, that's what makes him so hard to play against.
Absolutely.
Manny.
Gets another playable hand.
50 for the fives.
I'm a Mavs fan.
It's just me and you.
My number
It's
2
probably not
Lakers.
worth it.
I hate LeBron though.
I mean, I was pretty proud of
And
mine.
God damn it!
I can't believe
It's
they
probably
did
not
that.
worth it, I said.
I can't believe the
I
Mavs
said it wasn't worth it.
Top
That's
side.
off.
I
There's no
like
money.
Anthony
There's no money.
You don't like LeBron? I don't
You don't
know.
like Anthony
Yeah.
Davis either?
I blocked
Not
the
really.
street as well.
No. I like scoring guards.
Yeah, I don't understand that trade.
So you
at
don't
all.
like any big men? I mean, like Shaq.
Okay, and
You like Jokic?
apparently the computer ate some of this, but
I like
Dante's got a set of 5s, and there's a lot of red cards on that board.
And
Jokic isn't
And
Barbara's
Barbara-
got top pair.
That's too good. Top pair, turn, flush draw.
So
So guys, we're in a hand here.
we're talking about basketball.
Ant's pretty athletic, though.
Barbara's turn bet sees a raise from Dante, made it 200.
Davis, yeah.
He is.
A lot of rivers Dante won't want to see.
And he was like a crybaby there.
The 8 of diamonds is one of the rivers he doesn't want to see. It looks like Barbara has gotten there.
I check.
LeBron, I hate when they stack
Oh,
teams
you
like
can
that.
see it.
450.
I saw it before seat 9 put his head over the board.
Nice.
And
How LeBron.
I fold.
Yeah, I remember. I saw
So you don't like
Pelicans
KD
game.
either?
I like
now the face-up fold to Barbara's bet. Yep.
It's like
I had you.
8 of diamonds is
I had you on the river.
one of the worst rivers in the deck.
For sure.
We can make some
Good
bets tonight.
discipline,
Let's
buddy.
put some
Huh?
games on.
Well, if
discipline.
you wouldn't have let out, I might have bet.
Yeah, that was such a weird.
But you can't lead out because
It's a bad move.
a lot of
I
times
don't
I'm
know,
checking.
like, everyone's
Do you think I called on the turn?
JD's cheering for
player.
phones.
I didn't- So Bradley Beal has a no
I
trade.
don't know.
Good to
I
see you in
happen
the
to have
chat.
the good.
And so,
But I had you till the river, I
Good to
think.
see
stuff
all
like
of you
that
here.
makes you wonder, like,
Mhm.
man,
I mean,
why
I had,
doesn't
I
most
had.
players have
Be
that?
sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so already.
Hey, would you hit a straight? Diamonds?
Let the algorithm know that you all enjoy this.
That's a nice laydown, Dante.
Totally free to do. It helps us out.
When he raised to 50, I think 212. Right?
I did.
Yeah, I was
My
like,
pocket fives.
Dante gets an upgrade.
So
He gets
$50
6s.
for fives, $60 for pocket sixes, and so on.
So we got to
I watched the film, man. I did my
It's always
research.
super fun to hit a set, you know.
No
Funny, he
range.
just said $50 for 5, $60 for 6s. Did you catch
Oh
that?
no, that's
But he didn't actually
so
make it 60.
good.
Maybe he should have, though, because then he would have made a set. He didn't make a set. He got an upside down 6.
Yeah. That's too funny. The viewers see that little snidbit. That's great.
Stories stand true.
We got to
I don't
see.
know.
We
I
got
don't
to
know.
see.
Spade draw.
Ooh, we got a
I
player.
wonder who they're gonna put in the stream suit. Oh, where that fucking
Coming in.
Huh? Who
Coming
they're
in.
gonna fill that seat with? There's interest over there. There's a list.
Manny has 17 outs.
That's a lot of outs. I believe that there are some chop outs among those. If you pair the
Yeah.
9 or the 4, then we chop it.
Yeah, get that guy in the.
You think who's the tightest player at this table? No. Oh.
Speak of
Yes,
the 9
Yeah.
or the 4.
I can't believe you showed a set,
Because
Dante.
the
What if you
showdown-
went wrong, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Pair of 9s with king,
Look,
king,
I actually
jack.
wanna
for
put
You don't
both
get
players.
bluffed, you're a calling station.
I don't think it would play like
Right.
that if he's on
So I'm not calling.
Hmm.
That
Chop
board's
chop.
way too
I mean,
connected.
Checking for showdown.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like
flush,
what the
straight.
straight means, and I could-
Yeah, like
I was hoping you were
mics.
more on the straight
and like
side of
characters.
things. Definitely.
drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, drinking.
I don't even know if I'd call it straight. Maybe another player I would.
Fun's good.
Pretty good.
They should get,
Those are all facts. Those are
they
all
should get
facts.
hammer count.
I'm not bullshitting you either.
Well, you can't because
I
I can just go look in like 10 minutes
Of course.
and then call you out.
And then maybe she has like 20 later.
I always get texts. You got
Yeah.
bluffed.
Obviously.
Like,
I'm
okay.
very proud that she hasn't drank this year yet, except for New Year's.
I think I called I call off more than I give
I mean, it's
than
just
I
a-
fold in those situations.
off,
So
We just saw a 5-bet.
It's a definite
king
weak.
queen off. Just get
Yeah.
2 hands.
Me,
Like, what
So you're okay with getting bluffed? Is that what you're saying?
Two folds. Or not 10.
I don't want to be a calling station, right?
All right. So
And
yeah,
I've been a calling station.
Full
So I don't
table
like
now.
it.
Full
There's a
table.
premium
Next time you
hand.
think
Trying
about
to.
I always know. Who's this guy?
It's a hand that I love to bash. Ace queen.
I've heard you're a pro.
I know
But
we
Ace
played
Queen
on
actually was
yesterday.
doing me solid this past weekend
Yeah.
at the table,
I know
so
we played on that
Yeah.
table.
I think Ace Queen and I are in an okay spot for now.
We're on the outs right
Like,
now.
wait until the summer. I'm gonna hate Ace Queen.
So when you
Ace
use a
queen
hand,
out of
you do
position is just
You better fucking have something good.
Scam.
giving me some trouble lately.
Talking about that last time. You make some big swings there.
I was all over the
Alrighty,
place.
that's a board that hits nobody.
Well, I started out by losing the very first hand. I lost 4K, and then I slowly came back and won 4,800.
It was pretty spectacular to watch.
Yeah, I was without a pair in my hand. I did a pair of twos and hit a set. You got paid nice.
That's a fun turn.
Yeah, a little bit for everybody.
One table. We were 10
Yeah,
handed.
top pair for bones, spade draw for
Why
Barbara.
didn't you come?
I was gonna come late and then just didn't have that. I didn't think it was gonna keep running either.
I left. I don't know what time. 11. I left after you. You left before me.
I left like around 10:30. Like 10 to 10:30.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah,
left
see, I
right.
was gonna come like it was gonna be like around 7 or so, 7 or 8, and
I just had too much alcohol and I had a glass. So
Dude,
I was arrested.
Jalen was so drunk.
Yeah.
Crypto
It's
Max
liquor
was
on
so
here.
drunk.
Well,
God,
cool.
You're
yeah,
gonna use
those
it.
movies are so
You're gonna
solid.
use it. You go walk away.
I mean, I think the only option here is to just flat this call, flat
Yeah.
this bet.
Yeah, like we have enough equity that we can see a river.
It's my birthday.
It's a bummer that a 4 flush is not going to get us paid probably.
Yeah.
But the top pair outs are good, and the ace high flush outs also good for Barbara on this 3 of spades.
Yeah, it
You know, it's
doesn't
10-20,
suck
right?
to
So
get there.
1,500 pre-flop, like 5 plus nothing. You'll show like 10-6 or whatever it is. I mean, yeah, it's just weird. I've seen. I do that at much
Yeah, I
smaller
think
stakes.
I had to check there.
You said nut flush? So then you can turn your hand over and win.
Huh?
Then you can turn your hand over and win.
You can just call out it.
good slow roll. Good slow roll.
Quad 3.
What do you think I was going to check back and turn over? I was going to beat the nut
I
flush.
mean, my reads are just not good.
He's hoping you'd bluff. He's not gonna bluff.
I know, I checked. And he goes, like he's going to block his hand like nut
I
flush.
took it from.
Oh, you were first.
I was, no, I was second.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of dialing in, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
Nice
And
hand.
Bones was drawing to an erroneous
I'm gonna
muck.
say that was a good
That's
one.
He's
what was
telling you
going
like
on.
that's a terrible play. You made a
No,
terrible
Erroneous
That was not a
nut.
good play.
That
Played
looks like
the
a
hand
good
flat.
screen
I was
name.
very curious.
Yeah.
What the value?
It was
An
a bit
idea.
conservative.
I had a
No,
great
he's
screen
being
name
nice. That was terrible.
thought
I respect
yesterday,
those.
and then I looked it up, and I was not the
You
first
are
I was
person
just
Yeah.
curious
thought
about it
it.
after the
Ah, too bad.
Yeah, I thought Muck Norris was going to be a winner, but no. I mean, it was, but not for me.
Yeah.
I just put the cards over this.
Come up with a clever screen name. Get yourself on Hijack Poker. I'll throw the promo up after the hands.
Okay.
Play a bit about that.
I wasn't going to.
I just downloaded it this week.
Probably didn't invite you.
Now, I
Splashed
got
a little round.
I got on there a while ago. I haven't gotten around to playing it a bit, but
I mean, we get a
I
lot,
shall
we also don't get a
get
lot
back
of
to the virtual felts at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised I was going to invite.
I can't flat call, then you're gonna flat
Ooh,
call.
I am
new
gonna
screen
flat
name,
call.
virtually felt it.
That's why.
But okay, there goes another
We're all
raise.
say, yeah, you fold.
And then
There goes $25. To the one player, I don't want to get any more chips. Hey, it's your
What are
fault.
they pouring?
It's your fault. We're just leading out. Maybe we are
That's
No.
the merch one. That's
Man, you know what?
Trailblazer.
Your raise.
All the things that we're going to promote tonight.
Bullshit. No one's
I'm
gonna
just
ever
saying them out
respect it.
loud.
Got a lot
This is a
for
great
them.
promo. There it is. I think. I think this is the right one
We
to
found
use.
it.
Hijack Poker
Triple strap.
through Texas Card House. Can't deposit or cash out at any of the 6 PCH locations. HijackPoker.com. Use this QR code, TCHL20 promo code for a
I really
$20
just saw
bonus.
the card.
definitely check that out. It is a good time.
Oh no, I forgot to use the promo code.
Ah, baby.
Oh.
I want to not look at it.
That was reckless.
You already looked at it.
Ooh, another a
60.
3-bet? Oh.
C2 call 60.
Alright, what are you
Ooh, another ace queen in the mix. Followed by another ace queen in the mix. Followed by another ace 10.
C3 raise.
The aces are going around.
Zato now in the game in C3, saying hello with a 3-bet.
Oh, we have a new player.
Yeah, it snuck in here.
That's not Cole.
Barbara's thinking, I wanted to see that flop.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dante. That's Kevin right there.
Introducing Kevin.
Wait, he's right in front of me.
Kevin's not gonna do it himself.
I won't do it myself.
Yeah, he did. He definitely won't do it himself.
That's not.
I wanted to call the 60 so
I didn't
bad.
see it called. I guess I saved myself $20.
Epic's running a little bit behind.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens here.
Well, I mean,
Dono, Dono releases his offsuit ace queen. Steady with the suited ace queen.
Made it like 100.
Can do a lot of things here.
I had a good hand.
He's going to choose to fold.
Not good enough.
A lot of viable choices.
It is hard. Whoa, was he the button?
That's even much worse.
He used the small blind.
Oh, okay. I mean, it is hard to play out of position, but you know.
Flops well enough that you
I
could
thought you
call.
raised. Oh,
If
you
you
were.
really want to confuse him, you could go for a back raise.
I know, that's what I said. I double
I
Yeah.
don't hate the back raise
A
unless
nice
you think
welcome
he's
to the
like really,
table.
unless you think C3 is really going to be face up with his 3-bets.
Makes like 200 something.
I think a 4-bet is also viable.
6 folds, 7 folds.
When it's a back raise, it always confuses them.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
Yeah, I
don't
have
think
to
I would have
adjust my
chose the
VPIP with
the
bones
fold
on the
option,
left.
but
Yeah.
all the
Don't let
options
me
are
go
on the
there.
table.
Oh, I just did.
Higher or lower?
Huh?
Higher or lower?
I get married to these
How can
beautiful
it get higher?
Broadway
70%,
cards, suited Broadway
60%
cards.
every stream.
Sounds
I like
you can get
the-
higher.
No,
see at
I'm
least
getting
the
lower.
flop.
I'm gonna be in that 20 to 25.
It seems like he has it pretty figured out.
You're shutting down?
How about $100 for whoever has the lowest VPIP between me and you?
He's a nice guy. He's really nice to me, at least. I don't know, like,
I can't
how
do
he-
it.
That's a great prop bet.
That is not the
That's
ideal.
a tough one. Yeah, but then what? You're not gonna play hands
3 days.
I mean,
Like you
yeah.
said, he wears
I would say not.
for $500?
Yeah.
1,000 maybe.
Yeah.
$500 now.
To get our defense to be 25% or less.
Well, no, whoever has the lowest
My
VPIP.
five
lowest?
possession,
Oh.
I fucking win that.
Yeah, we don't think
Like,
everybody
complete
knows.
opposite.
And then we play. I don't think you can do it.
It'd be hard.
It'll actually make you play better poker.
Yeah.
Besides, like, if you were getting like, all the big chips.
Yeah.
That's how we do
I
it.
gave both of them trip aces.
Yeah.
Well, I came from-
Oh wait, I'm confused.
No, the scanner's wrong.
Oh, I was like, I'm
The-
confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
the ace did
I was
pair,
just walking
and the
to the
scanner read a
table.
9.
Yeah.
That's probably burn card, or that's
Go
like the bottom of the deck, maybe.
That's great.
Sometimes the scanner picks up the wrong card.
I was like, I was confused if my eyes saw something wrong or
It
now
does that
I'm
a
back.
lot.
I mean, sometimes they're long sessions.
Well, you
they're
have to
like,
take San Antonio. They're in Texas.
pull up like a 6-minute tank.
Yeah, I mean,
They're in
they're
Atlanta,
playing in
bro.
Atlanta.
Huh?
They're
Playing in Atlanta,
They're
man.
playing in Atlanta.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about
They have
basketball.
they have that
So
big
neither
pot
player
there
has a
in
kicker
the-
that's playing,
It's a
so
red
unless
court.
somebody hits their kicker, this
Oh,
will
it's not
chop
San
it against the
Antonio?
showdown.
Stars are.
Keys,
Yeah.
check.
Barber might be
Oh, always
contemplating a
the
check
second
Where's
raise.
San Antonio?
That's all you need.
My AirPods.
It's Texas.
I bet he opts for the
No,
call.
they're in Atlanta, Georgia.
No, I'm
I
saying
don't have to use
they're a
my
Texas
phone.
team.
Texas team. Yeah, it makes
It's pretty
sense.
sick.
Oh, no, I never
This
bet with
feels
my
more
heart.
secure.
I do.
Oh, I always do. I always
Yeah.
bet with
I've
the
been
Eagles,
burned
and
way
I've
too
actually
much
lost more
betting.
money
If
than
I had a
that.
box
For the
score,
call,
but they have such
Yeah.
a
I don't know if you've
Should we
been.
see what games you're on?
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
not
And
recently, not
Yeah,
recently,
that's
but
a very
my
boring
lifetime,
rigor.
Yeah, that's a chop.
I always take.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
foresee anybody folding here.
That's a very obvious chop.
So much goddamn money.
Yeah,
No,
we're
the-
not
the
peering
board
quad
there,
jack.
yeah, we're not thinking, what, does he have ace
I'm
king?
sure.
Does he have ace queen?
I bet like $500 a game.
Celtics had a good game versus the
Barber
Yeah,
gives River
I saw
550,
that.
just in case.
came back.
Yeah,
Just in case he can shake him, and
yeah. Maybe he's got the jack, you know?
Steady is unshaken.
With minus plus 1.5 points.
So,
Yes.
wondering who's playing
And
tonight.
yeah, chop it up. Barber gets the extra chip.
Is the Magic in the playoffs?
As much PLO as I play, I think it's
Yeah, I
sometimes
know.
unfair when one
Magic was my
card
favorite team
can
to
make a
watch.
full house.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not good.
We were sticking around for
Too
that.
easy.
Makes it too easy.
kind of like, I think
Look,
the board
both
needs
of
to
them
take
have
it.
it.
There's not many.
Alright.
You have to be in Orlando.
But even then, I feel
And
like
never
Orlando
mind the
keeps
graphic, they
up
play in
with
increments
really
of
do.
$5, not increments of $1.
The fan base is
Moving
just
crazy.
terrible.
This is 5-5.
Yeah.
So
Almost got out on the
one
turn.
chip is the smallest one in play.
Not gonna get out.
I'm just limping.
Raise.
That was a great Tracy McGrady here. Oh, God.
I don't know if those whites are reserved for tipping or if they play in
Tracy
increments of
McGrady's
5
my
as well.
favorite player.
I like Vince Carter. I like his cousin.
Well, that's Tracy McGrady.
No, Vince Carter. I like Vince Carter.
Oh, his cousin. I thought you meant Vince Carter's cousin.
Did you choose not to read the Go Birds?
I was getting to that. We were in the middle of a hand.
Is this because you're against?
Casey cheering for the Birds. I'm against both teams. As a Bronco fan, I'm not allowed to like Kansas City. As a New Yorker, I'm not allowed to like Philadelphia or Boston. Neither of them are okay.
Yeah, you like
Like the high heart.
The Brady era was quite
7 off,
painful.
you fold it
I call if somebody else call. I'm not going to go against him.
Like,
Worst
Yeah.
position, just there's no money in the pot, and there's only two of us.
You're not going to bluff me with that attitude.
I know, right?
There you go.
Did we get a straddle, double straddle going? Love to see.
More straddles are better.
what's up?
Did your birthday?
Doug's trying to get in the mix.
Tonight.
Oh.
Like tomorrow. Or midnight tonight, yeah.
What do you mean? I thought yesterday was your birthday.
Yeah, sure.
You were drinking.
Early birthday. Water.
They were buying you. No, I was there. What do you mean? I was there.
It was mocktails.
Really?
Yeah,
I saw those.
Everything was
Everybody's
set
like
up
doing
before
shots of
you
tequila.
came late, you wouldn't know.
If I had taken one shot, I would have been on the floor.
Yeah, I was feeling it a bit.
Well, hopefully we're.
All right, and Barber's gonna
I don't bring my
see the
card out
flop
often.
with his queen 8.
Sorry.
No, I know.
Wow. I don't bring my card off.
No, it's just such a shit place to drive, in my opinion.
7, 8,
Is this
Jack.
considered Austin?
Jack, 8, 7.
The outskirts? Yeah. Because
Like
I live.
Or
I
we're
have
flopping Manny.
It's just right down yonder.
The West Campus parking situation is just really
You
bad.
live on campus?
Yeah. As well as like the on-campus parking.
I hated that part of college.
I'd rather just Uber or use.
You have a roommate?
Wow.
Ooh.
They have a
I had a
car, so
roommate,
like I
too.
can get groceries and stuff.
They have a what?
They have a car, so I can get groceries.
Oh.
And
Don't you still have a roommate?
What?
Don't you still have a roommate?
Did I what?
Don't you still have a roommate?
I can't hear a word you're saying. Say it louder.
You got to take the mouse
I
off your
really,
jokes.
I don't want to be
It's alright,
rude.
it's alright. I'd rather not.
I can hear you now.
Rather not press it.
yeah, I like Ubering around. That's why
I
we come
actually
like in
love-
packs of 4.
Well, I obviously didn't have Uber in the 80s when I went to college.
Dirty River.
They had like big yellow things.
I could think of a worse river.
with checkers on
Yeah, this is a bummer for Barber. Now he's going to have to pay Manny.
But no, I Ubered home.
You might even, well, there
I
are
actually took
straights
the
out
Uber
there.
for a while.
Oh, nothing that wasn't there already, though.
But there
10-9 was
might be
there on the flop.
there, yeah.
That's good. Turn
Oh,
set.
yeah, just get to the gate,
The
right?
quick call. That's good.
Barber, it was a setup.
Come on.
Oh, rough.
Easy.
Wow, Manny.
Come on.
You
Put you on
didn't,
9 sets.
How about you?
you didn't deserve that.
You
You
didn't
didn't
deserve
deserve
that.
it. That
Raise
call,
3-5.
I don't even know what the
Yeah.
action was, but that
Oh my god.
Unfortunate to get the river where you have to pay them.
Gotta get
I put you on 9
Dono, why
sets.
do you ask?
it
Why
ain't
do
that
you
Where's
hard.
the use of clubs when you need it?
Right.
Half the time you make a pair.
And Manny led the
I'll be able to go
every
lodge at
street,
midnight.
I
so
do.
You're going to the lodge every night?
very disguised.
That'd be
Manny.
kind of insane.
Yeah.
What do you think I had?
Did you hear the
Ace
bet
Jack?
B
You think
got?
I'm just calling you the pair on the river? I river 2 pair. River 2 pair.
Ooh, ace king, love to see.
Queen Jack?
No. Oh boy, oh boy. I call.
Kyle says Manny shouldn't be allowed to flop sets. Well, Manny turned the set, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
followed the rule,
Yeah,
actually.
They heard.
I thought you were gonna raise me on the turn. I was like,
That's a
God,
great
I
flop
hope
for
you got
Dono.
Wow.
Greedy.
So, question: if you
You wanna get it
open
all
the
in,
action
huh?
here, do
no,
you
you would've been happy to
continue
get it all
the bet if
Yeah,
you
but
flop
you
it,
would've-
or do you
would've-
take the
I
check?
thought it
Why
was,
wouldn't you like it?
If
I
I'm
didn't chase
Dono
that
in
shit.
this exact spot, I'd probably check for a little bit of deception because there's nothing I'm afraid of as far as runouts. Absolutely no runout where I'm ever going to get scared. And we could maybe attract a bluff
What do you do?
or an overvalue from Manny with an inferior ace.
Interesting. So Dono chose to raise Manny,
coordinated board.
hoping, I guess, that he had the king. That's it.
Mission accomplished. And now Dono has another king.
Wow.
He has all the kings, and Manny has kings full of aces. Don't lead. Oh, no, he check raised. He can. Okay. Never
I
mind what I
mean,
said. He can do
it's
that.
an interesting.
Manny calls. I forgot what happened on the flop. I forgot it was raised. The river is the deuce of spades, and yeah, go huge, Dono. Go huge.
Yeah, we're
I'd overpot it. He got called. Whatever that was, it got called.
675, 5 calls.
He's going to see quads full.
this hand was played very fast.
675 was the bet.
You got the king or the ace?
I'd have probably gotten like 800.
Yeah, the
Personally.
answer is yes.
I don't think Manny's holding an ace.
Yeah, it is. How much?
No, I would have never made that a flop raise, but making
like,
that
that's
flop
max value,
raise
he's
got
not
him
paying.
paid on the river
Yeah,
for
it,
sure.
it did build the pot for sure to
It-
be able to get it bigger.
It made the king less likely. Like,
500
even when the
you
king
fold him
comes
up
on the
there?
turn, it's just
500 was like.
wow.
Obviously.
Poker is pokering.
500 was normal.
Yeah.
You get an extra 175
Well,
on
the
top.
texture and
That's
how
good,
he's
though.
betting.
The only way Manny can ever fold is to say
I
that
mean,
he
I
has
mean,
exactly
I
a
called
king
the-
and never
I mean,
anything
I bet the
else.
flop.
Not that it feels great to call for a chop.
I checked.
Right.
Like if you want to make the case for not hanging around,
I threw
You didn't bet
25
the
like you're
I threw
calling for a
25
chop at that
So you
point
bet
with
the
the
flop.
ace. I feel like.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my God! Dono with the blessed life here. Oh, well, he's straddled, so we're gonna get back to that.
Ooh,
Like
fun.
he actually has an even better hands.
Call.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna call.
5 calls. 6 folds, 7 folds.
Robert with my favorite messing around hand, 7-5 of clubs.
9 raised to 200.
Dono with the red
Three
aces.
folds.
What about this guy from the Kings who was traded there?
He's really good.
200.
Big
Fox,
bet, and I
Fox
don't
is really good.
see.
Damn, wakes up with
Fox is
aces.
the hands.
Damn,
He's
18,
okay. It's like a number 3.
What can I do, man?
I
I
folded
feel like-
What's
6-9
next,
suited to you.
Dude, he's great
He
for,
showed the aces.
Hold it,
for,
king.
first.
It's always good to run.
You got
You got
aces.
Chris Paul running around and fucking. Long ball.
He fits.
So Kyle's watching from the car. Don't chat and drive.
They get one more.
Yeah, be
PSA.
Yeah.
So how
Car
many
passenger,
straddles?
Ready to
right?
go. Like Jimmy Butler.
I can't be doing a solo show next week. Kyle's supposed to be with me next week.
I think they're gonna like trade.
I
Butler
have
to,
yet
like,
to
New Orleans or something
commentate
like
with
that.
Kyle, and this is my first time with you, which is exciting. It's just been me and
Yeah.
Tom. That's my homie in the box
Tender.
of the camera booth.
Yeah. And it'll be a big game next week. It'll be a 5-10 next week. And here we've got a pretty good lineup. So definitely tune in next Wednesday.
We can take a break.
Nice big 5-10 game here, TCH
Hey,
Austin.
Will, I'm only
Yeah,
going to
I'm
play
excited to
good
watch
cards.
Ace king plus.
Is that who's commentating?
You know?
Kyle and
Will
I.
and Samantha.
Nice.
As long as you get those hands consistent.
Ooh, another
you
ace
straddle
king.
one, right? You know, like if you get ace king every other hand. That's all you
And
have to
Kevin put in the 4-bet in.
I got ace king twice last night.
How many?
Twice.
That was my best.
I was with my hand this
I was
time.
incredibly card dead last night. I had ace king.
So was
Move it
I.
around.
Can you just stop shuffling for a half second? Green's on the other side of the black.
Straight on a 4-liner and got 3 streets from 2 pair.
Thank you.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if you bet small.
And Bones has buttons, so
It was really.
Yeah, he also has 7-5, and it's a 4-bet pot.
gotta be a believer, you know?
Not quite deep enough to
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
try and flush him.
And that's what
You're
Bones was
left.
evaluating before making the
Yeah,
fold.
you're in a bad state.
It's like, how much would I really be risking?
And if you flush him, can you actually win a big pot?
Yeah, yeah.
Or do we win the small pot and lose the big one?
Australian mark.
And he somehow checks through.
That's the thing about playing as deep as we do in Texas,
I always
playing
call
like
them
400 big
Australians.
blinds plus.
And he calls pot pot.
Like, to actually get 400 bigs in the middle, you've got to be pretty nutty
Not gonna get ace. I was like,
in most lineups.
this wasn't
or,
turn over.
or inebriated.
That too, yeah. Or just plain
Yeah,
crazy.
well, I was gonna fold, but you called, so.
Yeah. Just keep that deep.
Sucks squeezing his 18.
150. 9 folds, 1 fold.
Barney 28.
Oh. All right.
3 calls.
All right.
This again.
You get in there. Yeah, fun.
6 calls.
Well, just one of you called.
So do you play in Austin maybe?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Players.
Wow, there's 2 queens available, and one of them found the flop.
I don't play too many streams, but every once now and then I'll play
Are
one.
you like fully private or like you play only public?
Mostly PLO these days.
Ours is really good here.
8 bets. 170. every year is worse than the previous year, but it's still good.
So going a little under half pot.
You're there. As long as the well's still there.
Yeah.
Dono certainly not going anywhere with top pair, top kicker.
What do you study at UC?
Sevens go away.
Minor in poker.
Definitely stick
Steve turn.
Yeah, that's my goal. I think like prioritize career, poker on the side if at all, post college.
It's a fun hobby.
Yeah, it's really fun. All my friends play, so it's a good way to meet people and work in a full way.
Yeah.
Or some campus job. It's cool.
Ooh.
Doug effectively puts them all in.
Good luck.
And there's the call, and we're going to chop.
Oh. Did you go to school?
That was entertaining.
I did. Went to Baylor.
Oh, so I'm assuming something.
I also went to Baylor.
Political science.
That's
and dropped
cool.
out of
I was also a political science major.
But he went into business.
Small world.
Wow.
Pest control company.
I'm gonna
It's a
add
small one in Dallas.
Me and Dono got a lot in common.
600
C5 is adding 600. Thank you.
And I'm kind of the outsider here, not being from Texas.
Oh
You
yeah.
hear everybody what Texas area institution they went to. Nope, I went
You're
to school in New York,
Real good fake.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm surprised he like.
and we don't really care about college sports up there so much.
yeah, it's too cold to care.
Yeah, yeah, that and we don't exactly have many premier programs up there.
Got my grandpa's pest control.
Like
Yeah.
the biggest name would be Syracuse, which is like middle of upstate, and I'm from Long Island, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, yeah.
We mostly joke about upstate.
My mom is from upstate, and she does not consider herself as like a New Yorker. She's like more of a country girl.
Yeah, upstate is a very different pace from
He works
from New York, New York City, and Long Island, Westchester.
My mom is from Binghamton, where they had the cop fight and rounders.
Yeah, that's right. That was
He
Binghamton.
doesn't understand poker. When I started playing poker, he thought I was going
There's a
to
pretty big university there. I've driven through that area exactly once in my life. Like, that's as much as I've been over that way.
That's like basically Canada, right?
And that's I'm not sure how close they are to the border, but they're like fairly far west, as I recall.
5 call, 6 call.
New York is pretty white at the bottom.
Yeah, fair enough. Man, I love that we're keep trying to make 3 deuce happen. Now we got it. We flopped a chance.
And Bones has a chance here.
7 bets, 125.
I get like this like real satisfaction about making more obscure hands work.
Yeah,
Especially when I show them down on the river, and then they're like, "How did you?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
still running after this.
Dante's float gets rewarded again. Top pair for
He
him.
doesn't take all his money. I wonder if that lady will come back. She's still clocked in.
350.
I'd imagine they like figure out after like it's either revolution, they're not going to hold your seat any longer.
Yeah, as long as they're making money off it.
All right. Well, the king
Just
is
want to play with like a full
leading
I feel
and
like
probably
the
gonna
bluff will
take
be
this
back
one
in,
down. It's
like in the future. Or
Does
like,
Bones go for a
necessarily
bluff?
in 15.
Yeah, that's fair.
He is playing the board. He has the literal worst hands he will ever have.
Previously,
Yeah, I've played a bunch.
So this is a bluff candidate.
were you on the same live stream as her?
Oh, but we're going for it.
I played a lot. Asked a lot with her in like bigger games. And there was a time when she played like 2-5 here, really regular.
775.
She punt like 30K or something in like 2 months, and then just like be gone for 8 months because like she doesn't have any fucking money.
Oh, Bones
the
hates
call.
it.
Nice try, Bones.
Yeah.
Nice try.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
gonna play that hand. You gotta go for it.
But she knows she's like fucking herself financially, and I don't think she's really, like.
If you can't triple off, don't play 3 deuce.
Literally. Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to write that down.
I think all these stories are like call.
I think we've got a bomb pot happening. Or no, we just have straddles happen. That's just a straddle.
I
That's not
floated
a
it.
bomb
Yeah, it was
pot.
like 2 overs.
Yeah, that's
Even
what I
like,
was-
I
I
think
was
she just
serious.
like
In my dreams.
but I'm not fully sure.
I mean, not many people can just like pull out 50K. and play.
Ooh, Manny under the
So
gun
she has to be doing something.
I mean, should
with
have
ace
divorced
king
and because of the kid,
Maybe more than I think.
under the straddle gun.
half whatever the guy's net worth is.
One raises to 85.
Do you know who we're talking
The
about?
old King Jack of diamonds for Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, we did the same thing 2 years ago. We played big games. Played awful.
I was like, are we getting a raise? Yes, we are. I love the raise because honestly, playing out of position sucks.
It does, especially offsuit, not flopping quite as well.
Mhm.
Stay out of people's business. One fold.
Kevin
That's fair.
thinking Manny's wide enough that he's not always going to be dominated here.
That's a pretty good read.
Does have position. So the flop we go. And eventually we'll find out what the flop is.
The suspense.
Last time I seen her, she was balling.
Okay.
King 10-6. Open enter for Kevin.
Yeah, obviously.
So
So Kevin picks up some outs here.
Manny C bets to 200. Kevin flats.
Like cartoonic.
She said,
They both turn top pair.
she said some
What a card.
anti-trans stuff. Where it was like I don't know split.
And Kevin's probably got to really like his hand right now. I mean, he does know that Manny did raise him on the pre-flop.
Yeah. And this king is like a lot of these cards are good for that 4-betting range. The king, the queen,
Exactly.
those are all good. That said, Kevin's never drawing dead. Like he can make the nuts.
One call.
So he will continue.
I need to find your live stream. When was that?
He does not make the nuts. Ace king gonna hold, and
Manny's going to put him all in.
yep, less than
Or
half
is it-
pot.
I watch all the live streams.
Not quite all in. He's
Okay,
gonna
bet
lose
him
some
400.
bus money.
Yeah.
Kevin's gonna release the top there.
What a disciplined fold.
I don't know. I
But
think
yeah.
Shows the
it was
goods.
like mostly 25-50, but I think it was like, yeah, it was bigger. than
Kevin
I
knew he needed to get there.
That's
You're
part of the
not
reason
playing
Pain on
next
the
week's
turn.
stream.
It's true.
That's what happened to me.
It's that big stream. It's
Dante gave it to me
10,
straight.
25.
And he's like at 5, 10,
Not
20
anymore.
plus.
adding
Yeah.
1,500.
What did I play on? It's not
He's adding 15.
C8 is adding 1,500. Take it from
Dante gave it to me straight. He's like, it's 5.
We got TCH merch now available online, TexasCardhouse.store.
Oh, no, it's 5.
Or
It's
follow
5, 10,
that-
20, 40.
follow that QR code.
All night.
Texas Card House,
Triple
TCH
straddles on.
Social,
Except for me,
and
I stopped
Hijack
at 40.
merchandise shipped directly to you. You don't even have to show up to one of our 6 locations.
But
I
he told
just
me
got
5-5.
a
Yeah,
new
he said 5-5,
TCH
two
hoodie.
kicked
It is so
It's
fresh
actually- it's a
looking.
5
He
kick
said
now.
match.
It's
Nice.
the white
Okay,
one
yeah,
with
no.
like these raised letters in white.
I'm not
I saw it
saying-
at a TCH
No, I
Dallas
mean,
and I had to
think
have
they said
it.
me the first
And
time.
now everybody here has
I
seen
assumed
it
it
and they've
was
been
like
ordering it online. It's a good look.
Yeah,
It
he's
was
like
really happy to be sporting it.
I was like,
not
fuck
one-
it, you know?
Only David Pratt had.
All right.
I'm always happy to rep the club out on the road.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna play it again, right?
Yeah, I'm coming back next week. Just for
They
you.
both make a pair.
I'll be on a bunch
I'm
of
buying it for
vacations
500.
after
I'm buying it
that.
for 500 though. I'm not trying.
Yeah, you're gonna Bertrand that?
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Yeah, but Manny has the backdoor 9 high flush draw.
500
Yeah.
and he jams.
Oh, you played in that game?
He plays all the time. I mean, he just wasn't the last couple of bottom pair. That's he buys 500 each to do that on the street.
Better than you
500
usually flop. I feel
Which
like
We
is
did
a
just
strategy
the other
for-
day wrap up the
You're
Dallas
not gonna get
Las
paid.
Colinas Trailblazer Tour stop.
That's why
Congrats
it's
to our
not
friend
fun.
Mallory on taking down that main event.
he's doing
Oh,
that with,
that's so
King Jack or
awesome.
anything.
Good friends of the show and makes the lineups up there on those Dallas streams that you see every Tuesday.
Post stream talk.
Yeah.
And if you want some more Trailblazer action,
Pop out, guys. Any up
Trailblazers making its way to
Oh, yeah.
TCH Houston. That would be the one on Westheimer Avenue down in Houston from February 26th to March 10th, including a $500,000 guaranteed main event, $100,000 multi-day hold'em tournament, the first weekends of that,
Count it. Count it.
10 events in total, and all the details at TexasCardhouse.com as we go to a bomb pot.
Thank you.
Wish I could have fired more Dallas. It's been really busy with my actual job, so was only able to slip up there for the first weekend and then for the draw tournaments last week. But it was a great time,
Check.
even if I didn't cash.
No, I angled you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dallas rooms, and I've been to the TCH Houston one too, where the next one's going to be at, and I liked it as well.
Yeah, I had a nice score there last year, and yeah, so I like that room.
So yeah. Well, if that's how the scoring system goes, then
Yeah,
I hate Venetian.
Yeah, that's one of many reasons. Like if we're going by high scores, then definitely spring is the GOAT for me.
Oh yeah. Was it a hold'em event?
Yeah, it was a hold'em event like 5 years ago. It's still my high score.
6 players.
I was hoping to top it by now, but not quite yet. But yeah, over at what we now call TCH Spring. We didn't call it Spring back then. And Bones has not hit either of his flush draws yet. He does have the spade draw on both sides.
And nobody has that king. But we have
Set of eights for Doug. And we're pairing all the things. Doug has 4 8s now, which is all the 8s. Barber has 10s full of 9s, which that should win on the top board. Unless Steady has the case king. I think we would have heard about that, though, if he had the case king.
Unless he's flying way under the radar here.
Doug should be betting here. He's got quads. We see a pumpkin out there. Well, those orange $1,000 chips. That's only $435. This is a pot limit game. And Steady does not have a bet. Clearly, he folds. Barber, 10s full of 9s. It's an underboat.
That's a tough one to call because
That's
he
a-
has nothing on the other board.
Yeah, it's a one-way hand, and it's a 6-way pot.
Yeah, you don't know what's behind you.
He does call.
Really got counterfeited twice.
He had a good feeling though. There wasn't a lot of action on the board, so it is likely that's one of the
Nice
the
quads.
hands.
And chop it up. Good call by Barber.
I have the last king.
Had a great kilo opening hand. Nice fat flop should help, but it doesn't. I don't understand why it doesn't. I don't understand.
So we'll get back to Hold'em here. So how much 2-card versus 4-card do you play? I know you play a lot of 4-card.
Cash, I play as little 2-card as possible.
trying to get my
I really am trying to get into cash or tournament hold'em. That is what I've been playing a lot of lately.
100%. Not
But
100%.
it's not
100,
anything
but-
like cash hold'em. It really isn't. They're way different types of poker.
Definitely considering that the tournaments play a lot shallower than especially the Texas cash games tend to play.
I try.
Yeah, Hold'em tournaments are my first love. I keep trying to make myself play more PLO cash.
Yeah, me too.
I played like 3 hours of it so far this year.
That's well. I mean, we're only into month 2.
Only in
so-
February.
I'm loving that we're spreading Big O in the rooms now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
how often
following
does
his
the
ass.
Big O go off?
At least a couple of times a week. Plus, we're having a Big O tournament on Tuesdays here now.
Yeah, I'll put that promo up after this hands. I saw that we're doing that now, and
I think it's a 3K guarantee, which is pretty fun. Get to splash around. If you haven't played Big O before and you want to know that.
yeah, you get the feel for it for cheap, and yeah, great way to dive in. Queen 5-3 gives Zato top pair.
8 checks.
This pot has been inflated already with all these premium hands and calls.
3 bets. 225.
All right, does Barber float the 225?
With a player behind him and 2 hearts on the board, this is less appealing to me.
If I make this call here, I want Dante to call to give myself more pot odds, but I don't want him to call with draws.
we don't care.
That's the problem.
I don't want him to have those hearts.
Yeah, hearts not, yeah.
Even this gut shot is like a little.
He does let it go.
Watch
He
basketball.
does let it go. There's only 4 outs that we can count on.
I'm rooting for a
And
Dino.
Doug
I'm
does
root-
fold as
yeah,
well.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Not
Well,
Well, I think the Cowboys are my
That was
second
what I was
hatest
talking
team.
All right.
Patriots.
See how quickly I can find. There it
Well,
is.
because they're.
Time to click.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm just
Big O, 3K guarantee, as Sam said. Tuesdays at
Basic,
7
yeah,
o'clock.
I was like, how did they win?
120 hours gets you in there, 50-hour rebuys, 20-minute levels, nice quick structure for your Tuesday evening. There is an add-on available, 20K starting stack. Poker Atlas or TexasCardHouse.com for all the details there.
Third Super Bowl in 7 years.
Hope to see you there.
And I'm sure it's likely that the day that the tournament is going, we're likely to have a cash game to follow or before.
Yeah. Yeah, usually you get some kind of a more niche game, and a cash game will sort of the tournament will spill out into a cash game as
I loved it.
players
Love
start to
it.
bust.
Definitely my favorite game. Well, I want to say PLO8 is my favorite game, but I haven't seen it.
4-card PLO8. I don't see that nearly often enough. I prefer the 4-card to the 5-card. The 5-card feels like there's just too much nut peddling to 5-card.
1.5.
Yeah, with the
So
wrong
that's great.
table for sure.
And they're always suited because it's 5 cards.
If it's a tie,
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, 1 point game.
Well, always
1 point
should be.
game.
Or block.
Right.
Or, you know, you can
No,
always
1
do your
point
drive
game,
guy.
And I mean, like, you're guaranteed to
27,
have a
10%
suited
push.
hand. So, you know,
Yeah.
people chase their
If you can win, I
flushes,
could still win.
even if they're not good
I would
flushes.
rather give the money away and take the win, but
And somebody just shows up with like 9s full of 10s somehow in Big O. Which is exactly
You're
what you
giving
want in
me
a high-low game.
anxiety. You're like, well, I feel really good about my top boat, but you know, 5 cards, someone can have quads.
Yeah.
I think Andy Reid's going to retire. He could
Yeah,
be
the
one
only
who's gonna-
4-card PLO8 I ever get to play is at the series.
Close to Belichick.
It's one of the choices in dealer's choice. It's part
Yeah,
of,
but he was talking about
well, it's its own event. It's also part of the Omaha Mix.
Yeah, the Omaha Mix is my favorite tournament,
interviews.
like ever. And I used to play this, or I occasionally play this tournament in Hollywood, Florida, where they have 08, PLO8, and Big O, all the variations of high-low Omaha
In game, he's
into that.
pretty damn awful in front.
Everybody has an ace.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the last couple of years.
The clock management.
No
stuff,
aces available.
Timeout.
I see a paint card on the turn. The scanner hasn't scanned it yet.
We went to the NFC Championship 4 straight years.
Yeah, that was a king. And Manny hits his 5.
And he probably thinks his 5's good, and is right.
When nobody bets, it's probably good.
Manny makes the bet, but I think even if he could have checked for the same result, probably.
Do any of these aces want to call the chop?
We're going to be better.
Nobody's kicker would be playing anyway with the king-queen paired board.
Correct.
Max value masterclass.
Nice hand.
Oh, he got the
okay, Kevin
call.
calls on
Nice. That's bin value.
I thought the ace was good. If he didn't call you, I would have called you.
That's how you're
Worth stabbing out in the bluff scenario as well. And, you know,
Nobody believes you, Manny.
I believe in
yeah, you get a loose image, you get paid sometimes with a thinner value.
It's true.
It's fucked up.
Nice job
I
by
always feel
Manny.
like I can get him off the hand. I always say he never falls.
Like if I'm going to
He's
get
like,
caught
never
bluffing, I want to get caught early in the session so that people know I can do that.
Yeah, you don't want to work on your image towards the
Hell
end.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
And maybe I can get away with some thinner value later
That was
because
fine. It was $8,000 or whatever, $7,000.
yeah, they know I'm not. I don't always have it. I'm not face
It
up.
was 2,600 on the river. That doesn't count the bets beforehand.
Yeah.
It
It was 26.
was 26 on the river, yeah.
50, 20 something. Yeah.
8 raises to 40.
You said you were gonna raise me on the river, so I bet 250. Then you made it like 500 or 600.
Well, I had a boat.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a pair. I had a boat.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a boat.
Yeah, you flopped to bet 10-3.
25.
Just a nasty
then-
one for me. That's all.
And then a queen came
All
off.
right, they're both floating with their ace high. That's fun.
and then a 10 came
Bunch
on
of
the river.
non-believers.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
on the river.
And this is
I could've
another
folded
mystery
two
Dono.
pairs.
Okay, now it's right.
I could've
Dono's
folded
going to
two
win.
pairs easy.
With
His
the
kickers.
8th kicker.
Yeah, the 8th place.
Pip, pip.
And the only thing that could beat you there is, which I first thought, like, there's no way you got pocket 10. And so, King 10 was the other 10 that could have got you.
Not good. I mean, I raised, didn't I, in the beginning?
I checked
I
dog.
was like, please
And
don't
you
have
bet
an ace
25.
Yeah, I think I raised. And you re-raised to 80. I remember that. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
called.
3 bucks, yeah.
Sometimes pocket I could just call.
And then I checked dark. Yeah, you made like 30 or something pre-flop.
You need a moment. Can you
So when you and Kyle commentate together, are you is one guy like the more jokes and humor, or y'all both just like analyzing each hand?
I think we both give a good amount of analysis. I tend to be the one laying on the sarcasm.
Oh,
No matter who I'm paired with, I seem to be the one laying on the sarcasm.
I think it's kind of just implied with your accent. Like
Maybe.
sarcasm is New York adjacent.
Yeah.
The games I'm playing to play because I think I'm so good. You know how you get certain guys like, oh, he's playing? Yeah, let's go over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it happens to be me.
Only one person touched this
I
flop.
don't want to be that guy.
Barber flopping top
Right.
pair.
It's more fun.
Not loving his kicker. Seeing a check.
So I was like,
No, Manny's got a pair.
I mean, I'd still play like fighter than them, but like entertain them.
60.
Be social,
I
like,
don't
give
know if
them
that
a
was
shot with
60. I
them,
think that was like
give them some entertainment.
35 in the play. Try and steal 25 in the
Manny says he preferred $35 bet over 60, but he'll give it a call anyways.
Yeah, if only you got to name your own price.
Right?
Hero folds or like
Check.
don't show
Have a king.
like your betting for value just always fucking
Check, check. Barber says no kicker. He doesn't need the kicker, though. Lucky for him.
Oh, excuse me. I'll take another
I'm
Coke
gonna
Zero.
get out of control there.
Coke Zero, please. Thank you.
Actually, can I
Keep it
also
reasonable.
get a Dutch pepper and then
Yeah, you don't get called if you don't. If you try to go big, he's just gonna fold.
Can I do like the a skewer of those
I mean, I call.
grilled shrimp?
Dante's leading the pack right now.
He sure is.
How do you win on a Coke?
I don't like those skewers.
Coca-Cola.
Right place,
was
right
recalled.
time.
Like
He
last
had
week.
it when Bones was in a
Like
bluffing
a-
league.
Oh,
like the-
yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Really?
Three deuce gone
RFK?
wrong.
the health expert, RFK. He
Not
recalled.
RFK recall. It was pre-RFK.
I noticed everything's about 25% more expensive now. That sucks.
Barber limping his
Luckily, Coke Zero's
fives.
free here.
Huh?
Luckily, it's free here.
Yeah,
I've been trying to bring Limpin back in tournament poker. Limpin is pimpin'.
That's what Negrano has said. I don't do a lot of limping myself.
It's definitely it's an art form.
Alright.
I think there's places and times, and you have to have the right table.
You got to have the right table. You nailed it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if we're trying to balance it, it's hard to balance there, and it will have a certain number of good hands, a certain number of weaker hands. But
Yeah, if you're gonna limp your fives, you should also be able to at times limp your kings.
exactly.
But oh, I don't want to do that.
If you also though have opponents who will just never fold, regardless of the size, let's see some cheap flops.
Yeah.
Or if you have somebody who always likes to raise just to,
I'm pretty
you
sure
know,
it's gonna be
Yeah.
just to say he's boss, then
Pot control.
yeah, exactly. Let him raise to a normal size, and you're still deep enough that you can chase your draw.
Yeah. So how much of a stand are you really taking?
Yeah, I've started to think of like pocket tens, pocket nines, even jacks, kind of like pocket fives for me. I'm just gonna let them see what becomes of them. I'm not gonna put all this
Like a really Republican.
this
thought.
reliance on them. Let's see what the flop brings. Then, then go from
Depends on the
there.
spot. Like on Saturday, actually, like I had a hand that ended up being a key hand in how I ended up doing in the tournament, where I had queens against aces and I lost the minimum.
yeah, I thought about.
Like I had opened the queens under the gun, and
Not against you two, it doesn't make
big
sense.
blinds, older guy decides to go for a fairly
I
large
would've-
raise. It
yeah,
just
but
felt
it-
weird.
in a
I
different
ended up
player
flatting
dynamic,
him.
it's not gonna work.
I only have to call one street
Usually.
of betting. He ended up
I mean, I
having
thought
aces.
he had
Like,
the ace,
okay,
even though I had the
Yeah.
ace.
okay.
I
Well,
saw
I
one of
could
you
have gotten
definitely-
stacked. Instead, I still had a good number of chips, and then I turned it into some good things.
Can
So
I grab
that-
it?
Yeah.
that's the thing that people
no.
forget in the
I
runs
could-
sometimes. It's like where you didn't just lose your shirt.
Yeah,
When you
no,
could have lost your
sometimes
shirt.
losses are like you're something you're grateful for because it could have been way worse.
Well,
So yeah, I definitely hear you on not
We had,
putting
like,
your
two
foot on the
back-to-back
gas all the
in this one.
time,
Yeah, you just
even with the good-looking
We
hands.
had, like,
Yeah.
Because like you
There-
certainly could never blame somebody for 4 betting queens.
yeah, but
I'm already
sometimes
in there.
there's just
Oh shit.
there's just not a rule book
Revised game
for how to play
Actually, it
every
was
hand
full
every
fold or
time.
call.
It doesn't say
So
that.
Yeah.
mixing
I
it
had not
up,
played for this.
I think allows you to be a more versatile player. A lot of bobbing and weaving in poker.
Dante and Bones going at it again. They both have a pair.
Jesus, right.
And Dante
That
quickly
was an
check
interesting
raises.
CN, I'm not gonna lie. 2-3 in between both of them.
I feel like Bones wants to call.
One's not talking to you, the other
Yeah,
one-
my feeling was right.
One's not talking to you, the other one is like, bro, I'm just trying to play.
I think he was wanting a different black card.
Yeah, right color at least.
Holy shit.
One too many pips.
Who? Yeah, Jews in there.
I have a feeling Bones is gonna let go.
He'll try to what?
And obvious drug out there.
Monster, man. You have
Could just be dead. He's gonna show.
the spades, man.
Turn nut spade draw.
I feel like I just feel Bones wanting to get Dante in a hand. I just feel that energy on this table.
Well, that's a trend. I am.
I just don't think it's going to be the end of their battle.
With you.
Yeah, I think that we see at least
So it's 3 times.
3
but
more
he
rounds.
didn't
I'm
play
gonna
the other-
say.
Yeah.
Pretty aggressively.
No, that's what I'm saying is I'm like slowing down when I.
What about against me? What are you doing against me?
Almost the same thing sometimes. If you're sitting like here, yeah.
I'm not.
Well, it's different. Well, you're so far away, it doesn't really matter.
Ah, nice.
Barely, I
Let's
can-
see how Manny plays
Got
these.
Oh yeah. yeah.
I'm gonna raise up the straddle.
Me.
Yeah, you don't matter, Kevin. It's Bones.
Doug 3-betting. Doug has been pretty card dead. I think he's just trying to get in the mix, like
Yeah.
try to make something happen.
I didn't think it.
You said mid raise?
No, he mid raised, and I'm betting in the dark.
Manny
Thank you so
quickly
much.
calls.
Manny bets in the dark.
And Manny has a set.
He bets 50 in the dark and flops the set.
Oh my god.
He's on
How do
How
you
you
just
doing,
flop?
buddy? Bet in the dark
I'm gonna
and
bet in
flop
the
the
dark
sun,
with
you
my perceived set.
Oh my god.
That actually probably
it's a
worked
pocket
against
pair, so
him.
just throw the cons.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you check the Doug, he probably stabs at it. And then you check raise and the hand ends.
And if he does check, Doug checks, he could
That'd be a long
then turn a 3,
Get out of there.
and then
Yeah.
all the chips would
On
be
a blind
flying.
raise too.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario for Doug, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
normally
mid-raise.
I'm hoping that my opponent picks up top pair when I have a set. Not on that board.
Yeah.
Like
don't know what
the
just
big
happened.
cards
And then I
also
bet the
straighten the
same
board.
bet.
So like I think if it plays out normally, he probably check raises flop because he
'Cause it is
wants
pretty
to-
wet
He
still.
wants to attack the straight draws.
Yeah. Dante, King Trey all day.
8 raised to 195.
Doug undeterred.
9 folds. 195.
No way, he folded tens.
He says he wasn't in the mood. Aces or nothing.
195. 3 folds. 4 folds.
You can make quads with tens though.
You can get quads with just one card in this game. It's
You
wild.
can.
Steady Eddie with the call.
And graphics running slightly behind. Apologies for that.
7 calls.
Oh, Kevin, it says Suns Thunder tonight's playing.
You don't like betting. You don't like betting on the Suns, though.
3 players. 7
No, I'll take
checks.
the Thunder.
Oh, you'll take the Thunder.
I'm thinking Dante folded.
Yeah,
and
I was
Bones
about to say
calls
3
probably.
players. That's
Sure, I'll take
Bones,
that.
Doug, and
It's fine. Let's see what
I don't
Eddie
feel
still
great.
in
I
it.
think you got the better team. But
Oh yeah, that one.
it's fine. I'll give that one to you.
140.
Let me see what the game.
He's queen deuce steady with the
I'll
best
also take
hands on the
Thunder
flop.
against Suns if you want some action.
Doug continuing though. He can certainly have a lot of that board. He was the 3-better.
He's gonna give me a good one
Oh, okay.
to make up for that one.
Ooh, a little min click.
That's how it works.
7 folds. Cavs Wizards. You can have Wizards.
Min click plus.
The what else is playing? Celtics Bulls. You can have the Bulls.
I think Doug's gonna eye roll fold, but guess I'm wrong. These chips look like they're going in.
So it's feeling a little stubborn, and Stack to Pot suggests that Steady's probably going to be all in on the turn, which is a 9.
Unless he feels strong and just gonna milk him a little more. No, check. But Doug. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I'm going on vacation.
Not quite all in, I don't think.
That's not
Maybe,
I don't think he announced all in. I think he just pushed out a bunch of chips.
Think of February or first week of March.
I'll be around, so yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Let me see if they're making this schedule.
You're saying not
There's
with
the
you, but
folds
instead
from
of
Doug.
you?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Adding 500.
I'd be down, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Would it be this
Karen, you
game?
get that? Adding
Yeah.
500.
I mean,
No,
if it's
I
anything
oddly
besides
like-
limit, I wouldn't.
I mean, just
know,
because of like
I don't know.
tournament
I don't know what
trauma,
I'm talking
I
about.
oddly
Me
really
too, I
like
just-
King Queen
Yeah,
over Ace
yeah.
Queen.
seriously.
All right, I'll ask.
Really?
I know it doesn't make that much sense, but I just like I feel more comfortable with King Queen.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have many expectations from me.
I did bust the final table with King Queen the other day.
So you're
Sad.
not like a favorite. Y'all aren't besties right now. You and King Queen.
Not at the moment.
I don't know how much.
There was also the time that King Queen beat my Ace Queen all in for a ring. Haven't quite forgiven it.
Rude.
Yeah. Haven't quite forgiven it for that yet. It was a couple years ago now, but I haven't been heads up for a ring since, or for any kind of trophy.
King Queen, you're on the out.
Maybe.
Damn it.
Wow, there is a lot of.
I am scared.
What's the opposite of premium hands?
Oh man.
Rags.
There's a lot of rags out here. We
Kevin
gotta,
smashed this.
Well, that's why.
Top pair, open ender for Kevin.
it is hard to get a caller though. There is nobody. Well, yeah. There is nobody touching this board besides Kevin.
Manny with his crappy open ender, the 10 deuce, the Doyle.
I didn't even know Taco Bell was still in
Kevin's
business.
gonna raise Manny.
Wait, Subway that's closing them.
They're fucking. I know, dude. I'm just trying to leave.
Manny calling to chop right now.
Go to the lodge. Never look back.
You going to lodge after here?
I'm just saying because I'm negative an hour basically.
Yeah.
No, I'm interested.
old
I'm
enough,
interested to check out the
Manny
lodge.
checks, and Kevin.
They're 1-3 games.
Kevin probably feels pretty good about his hand, so he's gonna try to extract some value.
Too
But
far for me.
like-
It's only 10 miles, but and there's no handicap parking. There is. There's only 2 spots.
What did you do?
Third
And it's
pot.
always filled by one by the owner.
It's not very woke of them.
And yeah, so I always have to walk like
Yeah, that's why I've never played.
You have to?
Yeah, yeah.
This platform is also
This
not
TCH is
wheelchair
18 plus. Yeah.
Alright, let's go over there.
And I don't believe unless
Yeah,
Manny's
I
gonna
already
try to
talked
pull
about
off a
this.
bluff.
Could be down.
Yeah,
getting
this
some
is
sort of
just getting
reward.
checked
I just turned 21.
out. Manny's checked out.
Queen 10 is
How's it
such a
feeling?
good hand.
A little better today, or
to
no?
have.
So you don't think it'll happen
Start
tomorrow?
on the D.
Dude, I want to see Josh.
I mean, it might
Still
have
Just no toe.
Could've gone dicey, huh?
We got any like
Could've gone dicey.
food banners for them? Want to make anybody hungry?
Do I have any food promos? I don't think I have any food promos.
No, it's because we
Which,
got so much good stuff on here.
Wait,
Gotta-
wait, that one's called pork.
Pork.
That one's called pork. Pork belly
Ooh.
sliders.
I do want to see
Seared pork belly.
Hope he's doing well.
Gochujang. Please, I don't know how to say that word.
You
This
said it
word-
right. Go Shang.
Gochujang. Okay. Napa cabbage, spicy mayo, house pickle, moss bacon.
I voted, but my vote doesn't
Didn't
count.
go according to
Yeah,
plan.
that
All right.
sounds yummy.
Everyone was.
I'm not born in this
Didn't
country.
go according to plan.
There's
I got
okay. There's
something
actually a
real
few
me.
food banners here. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I know.
I'm gonna show us some food banners. We got a bomb pot
Man,
first.
quad.
Then we'll start making people hungry.
quick. That's it.
Jack.
I think I'm gonna have my dinner here
I
tonight.
mean, that's better than I deserve, I guess.
I think my dinner might be breakfast.
Pot?
The French toast and the bad beat bacon.
Man, I wonder
He's
what-
rubbing
It's
your
just a
hand.
I
power
wonder what he
move.
has.
Yeah, that bad beat bacon. There's quite the kick to that.
For real. Well, look,
That's
that's
the
got a
four
little bit of
fours.
quadskis over there.
I think that's the second time we've seen Doug with quads in a bomb pot. I think he was the one who had the eights earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
It sucks. I was like, yes.
Shoot the hand the better it is.
So,
Barber has a boat, sixes full of tens.
yeah.
What'd you get?
Some shrimp.
Kevin has top trips, has an open ender on top, so he's on the hook. Deuce of diamonds, that does get Kevin the straight that's no good.
Text message here, so I'm gonna step out.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad board so far for Kevin.
And Barber turns the diamonds on the top. That makes him think he has a chance at the top.
540.
And I think Doug's just going to come along, flatting every bet,
540, yeah.
trying to keep them both in for sure.
Well, no, if I'm Doug, actually, I think this is the moment where I shove if I'm Doug, because he has none of the bottom board. And if you call here, there's not going to be enough money left behind to push him out on the river. The only way we win this whole thing is if we get him to fold.
Oh, I just don't think we ever win this holding. I think I'm still just flatting and
You're gonna
trying
pray
to keep both
You're going
of
to
them
pray
in.
that Kevin. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where I would go with that.
Another very sound move as well to keep it multi-way. You keep making money as long as it's multi-way when you have one-way hands.
And Kevin, he must like his hand and hate his hand right now because he wants that to have a boat on the bottom for sure. And he doesn't. And
it is very, very easy to be scooped.
Straight on a paired board is just never.
And yeah, he's going to get chopped by Doug and Barber. Doug first to act. He has one more chance to blast it if he wants for half pot.
This is the blast for me.
A little bit more than half pot effective with Kevin's stack.
Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Because if you blast, you get max value. But you want both of them in.
Yeah. Okay, there he goes. He's going to blast.
So he bets basically pot.
Yeah, he put out 2,000s in chips. That covers them both. So the graphic will show 1550.
I think Kevin was always folding.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great move by Doug. But I'm seeing the cards in the booth, so it's a lot easier.
So Barber is only scooped by 10-10.
10-10 or 3-3.
Jack 10 quarters him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No,
Jack 10 quarters him, 10-10 scoops him. He calls, and they will chop. There's no quad threes available because of the top board.
That's true.
Quads again.
Quads again. Is that even fair?
Oh,
it's not. That's not fair.
Nice hand, buddy.
Okay, let's make the people hungry.
The French toast is so good. And that's the one for $3 more. You get bad beat bacon. It is a move.
I've not tried the French toast here yet. One of these days.
Me neither.
I usually have dinner before I come here. That's not GTO for me. But I gotta be having my food here. There's dirty fries, crispy fries, jalapenos, chorizo, queso, pickled onions, tomatoes, cilantro, lime crema.
Yum. Oh, I haven't seen this.
This sandwich. Crispy beer battered fish, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, dill tartar sauce served on a hoagie roll.
You gotta be afraid of Thames there.
BLT.
I mean, I just didn't want to see
you can add the bad beat bacon to that.
Yeah.
Elevated.
Yeah, there's smoked bacon on this. Yeah. So yeah, some of the food options here at TCH Social Austin, and that's some good stuff. There's something for everyone.
We should play more fun. 4 calls.
Barber getting a small pair on the button. He's calling a raise from Kevin with ace-5 suited.
I was gonna fold. Oh, you're in there. I wanted to play.
Bertrand, I'll tell you about that big game after this hand.
Woo! There is. Oh wait, that's not a set. Wrong pair. Let's see. We got a jack for Manny and a 5 for Kevin, and an open ender for Doug.
5 check, set 100.
And now an open ender for an open
Yeah,
ender for
Dante's got
Dante.
one with his 9.
So basically, well, Doug doesn't want to draw for his low end of the straight.
I just don't believe you, Manny.
Heads up.
Ace of diamonds on the end. Hello, Barry Greenstein.
Oh, wow.
So Dante
I was
calls
open-ended.
Manny's
Don't
bet.
judge
Yeah,
me.
you were-
Don't judge me. I feel like there's judging going on.
You had more outs
A
than you
little
thought.
bit, little bit,
A
little bit.
little bit. I didn't think the ace is the one that was going to save me.
You got some good cards that could come. For sure.
I get already sensitive.
Yeah, so my unofficial schedule to appear lineup right now: Stash T1000, Motello Poppy, Crypto Max, Jalen, Kiki, High, Rick, Mosquito, Josh.
Ace high either.
Those are the names I've got right now.
That's a fun lineup. Mosquito
Yeah.
Josh is fun to play
He
with.
is.
Yeah, that line
Ash,
could only
I
have
don't
the nuts.
know
You know?
if
Could only
he
have the nuts.
gets that name anymore. He no longer has a mustache,
No.
right?
Right.
I haven't seen him in a bit. I wouldn't know. Like I haven't been around as much as I'd like. Yeah, their schedule to appear lineup is subject to change. Kyle and I in the booth for that one. Definitely check that out on Wednesday. Pez, good to see you, longtime friends of the show.
Pick him this value here.
Has a rag up in the Dallas area. I've done a couple shows with him as well.
Oh, cute. Ooh, Dante with the king.
Designed to be, after all.
And that's where it ends.
Yeah, nobody else had a hand.
I was like, let me see what the hype's about.
Hope you're doing good, Pez.
Oh, let's get the Skittles.
Getting close to that racing season next month.
That's fair. I kind of like the.
Oh,
Skittles.
F1 fan.
And like,
Oh, yeah, that is coming around.
Isn't there a bag that ruins your palate? So if you're
Yeah, they
like,
start up
in
again
there,
middle of
after
March.
you're, like, boozing and shit, like it's hard to do that.
Call
There.
last round.
I think they're
And then
good,
by May, they'll be racing at a reasonable hour for Americans.
like an icy or
A lot of overseas stuff to start.
that's like a pretty good
Four,
two
two
combo.
full time. Actually, let's see. 4, 3 races.
Wow,
third.
very, very solid though.
5 folds, 6 folds,
Hello? Hello? Hello?
7 raises to 140. 8 folds.
Finally, Bones getting good cards.
Yeah, but then you go to the movie, you get sour Skittles, like buttered popcorn, soda.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
feel
don't
like
really get the popcorn. I
Zada
just
wants
like
to get in.
Like, take a few pieces.
I think he made the call.
I
can't do it
don't
with
think
popcorn.
he's been active in a while. So he's going to take his opportunity, and
Popcorn and like a Coke.
they both have a pair here.
Solid combo.
So since Bones
You have
raised
to go like one route.
pre-flop, he has to c-bet. That's the standard,
10. Made you open ended.
especially when ace flops.
It's like, yeah, you can have the ace, but I have a pair for once in my life.
It's like, but I did connect to this board.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens.
7
I don't really buy
King.
anything else,
or 8.
especially in high school.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was thinking.
I wasn't really eating in high school though because I had to cut weight constantly. I didn't wrestle. I played, or I did powerlifting.
I like it. I like the
I
check.
would naturally sit at like 180, and I go down to 145.
I mean,
So
there's a very draw-heavy board, but I feel like
on the agenda.
he feels good about where he's at and not really afraid of that
So much good food.
river too much.
Everything, like, and Austin's like such an excellent.
And also, he lets him
So after 10 ounces.
possibly gives him the option to check raise here.
11 ounces.
Great food for like diet restrictions, healthy
Yeah, they're-
food,
Get out.
unhealthy food. Just
Check, backdoor diamonds, get there.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm going with I have everything open to me. 11 ounce.
All of them.
I have all the.
Bones is going to make a smaller value bet.
Friends, you know, like,
Maybe even 9.
Oh, we went
Yeah,
for the
even
bigger
a-
size
yeah,
to see
nine
if
might
we
have
could
been
target
good
an
too.
ace.
Well,
Or a queen.
I checked it because the 2 diamonds came out on the flop. Do you have ace of diamonds? No, no. Yeah.
Ace of diamonds on the river.
Ace of diamonds
I
on
have
the river.
the ace
So
of
the
I got
flush
seats,
got there.
man.
Flush
Like,
got
one of the
there.
middle seats 'cause I
What'd you bet on the
broke my
river?
boxes.
100.
It's been a little fun playing
Easy,
poker
easy
about
call.
it.
Yeah, I had to see. Yeah.
One is
You may get 300, he has to
right,
think a
so
little
my
bit.
red eye is like-
Still call.
Does Zada want to do anything here?
300, I call 4 or 5. Make it really
like,
beefy.
almost-
But there's no
He
money.
can have some backdoor flushes. I don't know that you want to bluff here, but
I don't think this is the time.
This is a wet
But I'm also in the booth watching everybody's hands.
Yeah.
Then why'd you bet?
I can like see, but
Maybe I'd take it
Hasn't
down.
been all that active, so may have some more credibility.
If you didn't
Do you
spike
think
that
he
in,
ever just calls?
He's cutting out chips to bluff catch,
I don't
and
know.
now he's cutting out more chips. He's gonna raise.
Yeah, I never thought it was gonna be a call.
Good job, Zato.
I mean, do you think Bone snaps or he folds?
Him.
Wow.
He did fold. He did fold.
Interesting one.
And yeah, Bones could have called. Yeah, he did it. He folded before we could answer your question. But
Yeah.
with the missed spade draw, you could
Contact.
definitely consider bluff catching with the
Curious what you
ace.
know was interesting.
I'd actually be annoyed.
What about
Yeah.
You two beat a missed obvious draw.
No, it's kind of the
But Bones did 3-bet pre-flop, right?
kind of the tempo.
Or is it-
Yes.
yes.
Yes, he was the 3
It would have
better.
been more interesting if you went all in. I can
Interesting. I mean,
And you have Zato raising a range that has some aces in it.
exactly. It's a good line there. I mean,
we would have had a long decision.
that's a fun story that just was
We would still be
told right there.
Yeah. Bertram, if you're interested in being an alternate, just get a hold of
Yeah, like 400
production,
back,
or
I'll
maybe
still be here.
Uncle T's putting together the list. I'm not sure exactly who's putting that list together. And honestly, this is the first time I've ever had a list this far ahead of time, so I had nothing to do with making lineups.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game next week.
But sometimes I've been really strong and just limp.
Rebel Poker, yeah. Congratulations to Mallory winning
Remember
the
that.
Trailblazer Tour main in the very early hours.
Yeah, I think there was like 1,900 entries in that.
Probably.
That's pretty baller.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a $1 million guarantee, if I recall correctly. $800 buy-in. Definitely. Speaking of eights, Doug has 3 of them now. Definitely worth checking out the next stop. I'll tell you about that after this hands.
I really
75 from Doug. Undeterred by the saturated level of wetness on this board. Dono comes along.
I really.
He's got the straight,
Yeah. What do you want?
queen high straight with a diamond redraw. And Doug has quads again!
Whenever you feel like. Thank you.
It was interesting, Bones, because you made a big pre-flop.
Doug has quads again!
I put you on something like 10s. I don't know, something like that.
I was
Not a weak
Red
ace.
one's in his hand, black one's on the board.
Tens would be a pretty easy river decision.
That was a good hand that one time.
To call that? To call the raise?
I'm trying to be more.
Or to
Doug's gonna
fold it.
check it over to
Yeah,
Dono.
yeah,
Pretty easy
yeah.
fold.
Yeah.
Jacks would probably be an easy fold. Kings would probably be an easy fold.
You had this tiny raise, then you made it big. I don't know. Yeah.
9 bets, 175.
175 to bet.
I would have crushed that. I had that results of that hand.
I plan on spending
Yeah, that's what I was
45
kind of
minutes to an
hoping
hour
for.
afterwards. I'm gonna go over and watch.
Is there a
my-
raise that you get paid?
Fine. See if they get a shot at Kevin. See what Kevin's reaction.
Six, seven.
Yeah, that's,
Maybe
you gotta,
that-
yeah, you gotta
Oh.
zoom in.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Even 1 gappers I love. Even 2 gappers. Listen, I mean,
Hopefully,
we can't.
hopefully. Bart Hansen will come out every time and do like a podcast about the hand.
Actually, I don't play
That would
like
be
the
sweet, right?
All over
3s,
that.
the 9.
I'm
You know,
gonna-
if it doesn't connect.
I'm messaging him on
9-5.
Get him
I'll
on it.
play. Yeah.
There.
I play 9. It
Yeah.
connects.
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Doug gonna go pretty big. Gets the snap folds from the straight.
You got
Even
that.
check raise.
What?
Quads
Wow.
again?
Doug, you're out of your mind.
God, 3 times. I haven't had quad. It's been years.
That's
It's been yeah.
This is the first time in your life you've gotten quads 3 times inside of
Nice.
2
Wait, you did
hours.
3 times at this table.
Dude, 3
yeah,
times.
no. On the ball pops, it's like top that.
Bomb pots, yeah, but it feels like it counts.
What is this, 7:15?
Quads are quads.
So it's been like an hour and a half.
Pretty good.
Quads 3 times in an hour and a half.
Checking this
True
back.
quad is just now.
Only thing better than having quads would be getting paid extra for those quads. Big Game Bash here at TCH Social Austin on February 9th.
No straight flush.
I hear there's a big football game that day.
Possibility.
$599 high hands every quarter.
I thought it was so good.
$100 hot seats, 4 winners during halftime,
Maybe they'll
I was like,
and
I was like, dude, bet 2
some
pair on the
potential
turn and then
discounts if you
whoever
pick the
votes
winning
just, like,
team.
knows I'm never gonna check back a flush. You know.
It's
So,
like
like,
$8 in the
about to
pot.
check- I was like,
I promised I'd tell you about Trailblazer, but I'll tell you next hand. I just had to
Yeah.
I had to get the
Like jack.
high hand in there.
10, 110.
Donovan,
There's
did you have a strong hand there?
It was ahead
Eric,
of the
good to
turn.
see you.
10. There's like
Hit
30
that
on
like
the
button. I
flop.
like your
Here you go.
idea.
It was an action turn.
This is
That
my
was an
hand,
action
but-
turn. That was a chaos card.
God,
Look at the 5.
I was ahead.
Has the other card ever not
Okay.
been the ace or 8 cards there for you?
Trailblazer.
It's gonna get quad.
February 26th to March 10th. TCH Houston. That'd be the one on Westheimer.
That's pretty crazy, right?
We've got the Trailblazer Tour
Lottie.
making its
Right now, I
fifth
think it's
stop
Lottie
of the
and Sam.
series. 10 action-packed events highlighted by a $100,000 guaranteed multi-day hold'em tournament and a $500,000 guaranteed main event. TexasCardHouse.com or Poker Atlas for all the details there. Can score some points towards a spot in the free roll or perhaps even an actual Trailblazer, a Chevy Trailblazer.
Now he's gonna raise to 50.
Going into Dallas, I was in one of the free roll spots. I put some points on the board for participating, none for cashing. I hope I still have my spot.
Jimmy Butler's going to the Warriors.
Who? Really?
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler's still in the league?
Some breaking NBA
For
news.
Wiggins, Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first.
Wiggins,
way.
I remember him in college. He was like,
Nothing like
he's in Kentucky, right?
nothing like Doncic going to the Lakers, though. Not that big of a bombshell.
Two coverage.
Overall, where was he picked?
9 bet 75.
You mean where was he drafted?
No, Wiggins. I thought he was like 1 or 2, but he was
Wiggins
in Kentucky,
was-
right?
No,
He was
Kansas.
Kansas. Same thing. Yeah,
There it
Kansas.
is on the screen.
Jimmy Butler's like old, right?
I
He's
know.
young. He's like 35.
He's
That's
old.
not young, man.
He's old because I used to watch basketball with Jimmy Butler. Never watched basketball in 10 years.
Jimmy Butler's good.
Well,
I
yeah.
put him as a top 20 player right now.
Yeah, he's a two-way
I think he's the best player to ever play the game.
Dante's still our big winner.
got a
Zato
lot
That
and
make you
of
feel?
oh no.
I'm
Both
just
up
gonna
four
double down
figures.
on that.
Golden State's already going to suspend him.
He's no Tracy McGrady.
So as right before I left, I saw
My
Doug
favorite
got
player.
quads for
Is
the
he
third
really?
I'm
time.
gonna
He
win the
did
Magic.
quads for
What a
the third
life.
time.
Yeah.
His river check race did not get paid by the straight, unfortunately.
Wow.
Always hurt.
Look
We also
too
had
strong.
Stevie Franchise.
And he went bigger than can probably get heroed by a straight, probably.
Underestimated.
He made an offer that they had to
Scott
refuse.
Skiles at one
I
point
missed
was
the
a
Yeah.
straddle. Put in a straddle.
9 fold.
Pretty good of our players tonight, though. They're able to fold sets, they're able to fold
He had
straights, and
29.
be correct when they do it.
I know he had the record.
Maybe it's for the
Raises to
best.
250.
Dante, he put in 60 with sixes this time. It wasn't his thought. It wasn't his idea.
He didn't say it out loud this
Yeah.
I
time.
know, I'm like, yeah, no harm, no foul.
I think the biggest incorrect fold we've seen so far tonight was Bones when he got raised on that river.
5,
Yeah, Bones has had a rough go this session.
One more. Or, yeah, 5 more.
one more nickel.
Trying to make bad hands work, trying to make good hands work. But he's such a strong player that he could easily come back.
Go.
Having a box.
Yeah,
I will
for
not be
sure.
going.
Carry money with me.
Definitely way to have a box.
I'm trying, but they have a fucking wait list.
Ooh, Ace
They
King
have
loves
many
to
boxes.
see.
They're trying to build more, but
They just need somebody to get robbed again and they'll open up more boxes.
Steady checking.
someone got robbed here. A while back.
5 bet 350.
I've heard that's happened a lot in Houston, and it happened a little bit in Dallas.
Someone got
I just didn't hear that happen here. I know it happened at Shuffle.
it's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The bet from Manny.
I wasn't even
A
playing poker here, yeah.
good thing for Steady.
I mean, that's
I was
like a
like
huge
concerned.
mistake on there, and like Lodge has like 200 boxes. Here they make fucking 30 of them.
Here's
like,
the call.
they have, like, another
No, there's the raise, actually. Steady's going to click him. 850.
I'm gonna start keeping it high.
He's not messing around.
Get more boxes.
He wants immediate results on this street.
Doesn't want to see any more cards.
No, does not.
There are a lot of turns that are uncomfortable. Like anything 7 or higher is going to be an uncomfortable turn for Steady. Apart from another king,
There's none left.
probably an
I'll
ace.
sell you mine.
We can share it.
No, that's not going to cause problems. Doug, I had 12,000 in here.
Let's go.
You had 12. We lost it on the stream, buddy. Sorry. But my 12,000 won.
I think often when you're playing against players that can have a variety of hands, sometimes it is the most like satisfying thing to just get the hand over, get your get your value out, and not have to face the unknown.
Definitely. And I think he sees Manny as somebody who will just bluff randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to get paid is to try and get a donation out of him.
First world problem.
Definitely a few players where I'll do that. I'll just let them do what they enjoy doing, which is blasting.
Mm-hmm.
I took money out. That's why I was on the phone for Dante.
And then just know that we're not folding.
My dad was pretty pissed.
Because we underrepped ourselves so that they could overbluff.
I took out a bunch of money to play in that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dante with the ace king.
That's what, like, the reason I can play so frequently though is like I'm pretty open with them about like results.
Dante has definitely tightened up his range later in this session.
How are you?
I think the last hand he played was also ace king or sixes. Still.
Card distribution hasn't been so nice to him. Does make top pair here. Hands a gutter. Steady with the 7 high spades.
Nothing like
Doing the
tournaments
betting.
to build up that bankroll.
Manny calling with just a gutter. Steady picks up a pair of 3s.
Yeah. Nice place, huh? I don't know if I've seen you around this new place.
Now Dante going to take control. 325 it looks like. 3/4 pot.
Does that 3 give him enough pot odds to stay in there? Probably not, right?
I think he hangs around. Like he fired the last street,
Like he moved back home.
and now he. Okay, no, he's going to fold. You're right.
We're all sad, man.
Yeah,
I mean, every
those
Sunday
additional
we're-
outs just aren't enough. Unless you know Manny is going to stay in. If you knew Manny was calling after you, I think you don't fold.
I wonder about betting the flop if we're not going to hang around on the turn. Like a 7 high spade draw is always risky business.
I just missed the vibe of that game.
I don't
It's kinda
know.
like-
In Hold'em, when I have a flush
Well,
draw,
I know
I think it's the nut flush draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the turn out and then be
Until it
aggressive.
becomes
Oh, yeah,
a 4
God,
flush
damn.
on the board.
Yeah. Or until they let you know they have a better flush.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it.
You make the 7 high flush, and then you get raised. You feel sick.
You're like, wait a minute, I'm the only one supposed to be in this.
There's only 13 spades in the deck, and 5 of them are accounted for. How do you have 2 of them?
This game is unfair.
There's only 8 left.
I'm the one that raised it to 50.
Okay.
Don't you be calling me out like
I
that.
thought he did it, and then you.
No, I raised.
Raised to 20.
Insult.
Nah, man, I got another ace deuce off suit.
9 raised to 8.
All right, that's a more realistic bet size with queens. Last time we had a big pair. We went
Flatting a
whoosh.
$20 raise.
A pro before you got the set.
Oh, I thought he raised it.
There's
Wow.
a double straddle that went on, apparently. No, Bones min raised it to 20. Bones probably double straddled it.
No, he raised it.
Yeah, it showed a raise of 20. And then Dono with the ace king goes for the raise, and I think he's about to get more than he bargained for. Or maybe he's going to
Or
get
exactly what he bargained for.
Exactly.
I mean, queens versus ace queen is a flip. When an ace flops, you don't want to be the queens.
Enough is enough.
Hello, back raise.
8 raised to 650.
650.
We saw him fold a hand.
Ace king lost it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Free-bet me.
He folded ace queen, I think, earlier.
Doug's celebrating already. The hand's not over yet.
I think it is.
It should be.
Sweat?
And it is.
I want to see.
Imagine Manny
show
with
us all.
7.
I've never seen
Oh,
I've never
anyway.
seen cards that pretty.
They try to bait me into getting banned.
Give Manny the ace king, and the hand still goes.
If I reached over and grabbed it, I would have been instantly
Probably.
kicked off.
Adding
Yeah,
1K.
king.
Oh yeah. I have to like. I should have grabbed it.
Yeah, you could have grabbed it.
I said I'm adding
7
1K.
deuce of heart.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think Dono is definitely playing on the more snug side tonight.
Everything just come in here and squeeze left and right.
But also, ace king is a drawing hand.
It's not great at that point.
Unless you're in a tournament, then it's an
Yeah.
all-in
I
hand.
mean that flop.
You bring up an interesting point, though. Like, what do we think about Doug's range? If we think Doug's range is a bunch of nuts when he back raises, we don't love the ace king offsuit. If we think he can get frisky, or if we think that he can't call off the rest of his stack, you could 5-bet the ace king. You do block aces and kings.
But as we've seen, Doug has only had quads, so we're not really
he's
winning
gonna
the
make
fight,
quads.
pet fight.
9 folds.
I played a lot different tonight than I usually.
Okay, Dono versus Steady in a 3-bet pot.
Yeah, stacking the table.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Different vibe.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna wake this table up. Y'all wanna go to the beach?
Jack stay in the lead.
I'll buy
King
everybody
Queen
a
has a
shot. if they
back
want
door.
it. I just won't take it. I'll buy everybody a shot.
That's his beach mask. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Now, does he
I
float
buy it.
this?
But everybody
Well,
has to do it.
since
not
he
just
folded
you.
ace king, I'm
I'll
going to say
buy
this
it, but I'm
hand
not
is
drinking
here.
Yeah, that's it.
Why are you in there?
That's all right. I don't need a drink.
No, then,
You wanna
then I'm
got
not
like
buying.
a
Everybody
red
has to
six
drink.
Y'all wanna take a shot?
I had 8-6.
Right there, right there.
Dante buys. I was gonna do that.
Everybody has to
But
take a
then
shot,
he
or I'm not buying for anybody.
He's not 21.
Wow.
You don't have.
He is 21. He's just today, right?
tomorrow.
No,
Midnight tonight.
He's fine. He's
Happy
fine.
birthday, man.
Oh,
Alright,
so
besides him.
cute. Dono
That
turns
one, first of all,
21
we already did
tonight.
that last night.
All right.
So no
Wow.
shots till then.
Not yet. Not until midnight.
They gave him all drinks.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Well, happy
They're
early
hunting down the
birthday,
well.
Dono.
Happy birthday.
You broke the law?
9 folds.
I like to always use my like birthday heater when I play. I'm like, I just assume I'm going to win.
People can actually win on their birthday.
Oh. People don't win on their birthday?
Yeah, sometimes you don't win on your birthday.
Wow.
I think I had a small win the last time. Like it was on stream, I want to say.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, back at the old room, and I think I had a small win that night.
If I played on stream on my birthday, I think I would have like a birthday sash. Maybe a tiara, just to
Yeah,
feel noticed.
yeah, but definitely a differing amount of like difference in sort of what sort of attention people draw to it. like for me, like we called it a birthday stream. I tried to get a lineup of like old school TCH live,
Mhm.
and like we did our best to make that happen.
Time for friends only.
Well,
Bomb pot on our way, and
yeah.
50K.
yeah, like that's as far as it went. And like we got some pizza.
So just
Aw,
like,
that's a
going in.
present.
Then they're just gonna
Yeah.
make it wild.
Well, is it insulting to get
Yeah, I know,
pizza
I mean,
here as a New Yorker? Does it just like, does it not do it for you?
last night it was
It's definitely not the same. Like there are some places that know how to do it the right way.
even bigger.
Mhm.
Well, it's probably the same.
Did you win again, Dante?
Sometimes
I
like
won
run by ex-New
$885.
Yorkers.
Whatever they want.
Mm.
I
Um,
was felted with 4K. I lost 4K in the first hand.
Yeah. Now, personally, like, I'm not the guy who's going to be getting a big song and dance like, at the Mexican restaurant like I saw the other night.
35.
Like, I went to dinner the other night at some Mexican place in Round Rock.
Where they
and,
put the sombrero on you?
there was no sombrero involved, but there was a lot of loud singing involved.
How much are you playing?
I got a few booths over. It's like, I don't want that. I got
$8,000.
And I get a whole little
Oh, I saw the
and,
500.
what, three's full of tens.
Like $9,000.
Then
Oh,
I
no,
also
Barbara
saw
with
the
10 full
10
threes.
Yeah.
Potential problem for Kevin here. He calls Barbara's bet,
Doug the biggest stack.
and Kevin has a 3 on the top board that's no good because Barbara has tens. Steady
It doesn't matter.
calls with a dead diamond draw.
Equity wise, but it
Zato,
wise, it has
ace
its
8
benefits.
7
Yeah,
6 is
those are the factors.
kind of
that you should
folds.
Eddie, would you have that one hand? Ace
Well,
king?
my
So
feeling
just
was-
Kevin and Barbara now.
Wait.
5 of hearts on the turn. 5 of hearts, deuce of
Ace
hearts.
king?
So the only way Kevin
Kevin
can take any money away from this pot is if
What did you have when I
This
when I
top
bet
board.
that with that ace?
There's people.
a
Like
king or a
top,
queen
whatever.
comes. Or
The case 3 on the bottom for quads.
Oh,
they're all
fine.
accounted for.
Oh, right. That's right. The top board has a 3. You're right. No quads for
Yeah.
Kevin.
So
So, yeah, he is going to have to hit one of his overs on the top board.
gonna check.
and that deuce
I was
is
gonna
so
check, but
unfortunate
hopefully you
because
bet
it
again.
keeps Kevin
I feel like I
still
was
in
ahead.
because
The only thing I don't like is like
I had a monster.
there's
move,
nothing
but I
beating his
decided to
kicker at this
respect it.
moment
Oh,
besides
I had ace king.
10-10.
That's all right. But I had 2 spades and I had a pair.
I do bluff a lot, but usually not multi-way.
It's just annoying.
405, the bet from Barbara. Kevin can't win the top board, though. He doesn't think he can win the top board.
Yeah, then I always go.
Like, how many times is there ever not a straight for the other guy? especially when you're blocking all the good stuff on the bottom.
They weren't suited.
Which
right?
is the real problem
The
with
ace
having
queen
10
wasn't
3. You
suited, right?
block all the good stuff.
Yeah, and he even knows his 3
I don't think
is
so.
He
never
folds.
going to
Too
pair.
hard.
How
Your
big?
king was hard.
He folds, Barber.
Yeah.
It's
I'd-
going to
I'd
have
full house
to
with
settle for
the
what was
ace.
already in there.
Adding 2K?
Yeah, 3
I
4.
remember because you
Yeah.
showed it, right?
Yeah.
So good
I
fold
think
for you. If I had a
maybe
full
going
house.
for a smaller size
Yeah, you might get a quarter.
on that turn and then launching it on the river,
You
but
don't know how to find
also
a
it's
full
really hard to find the fine line because so many times this is just a chopped pot.
Exactly. Like, when do they ever not have a straight? Like, it's the same for both players. When am I ever not against a straight?
And that's why it was so easy for Kevin to get out of there with what was at one time seemingly the nut.
Like,
Either-
no
Nut hands.
stability, though,
Yeah.
is the thing.
And if 10-3 was the best boat on bottom,
Otherwise,
it's still very vulnerable to the river card.
So
Definitely. Nirvana Luxury Images with a basketball take. We were discussing that a little earlier tonight. There was a big trade in the NBA the other night where the Dallas Mavericks shipped their star player to LA in exchange for one of their stars who's older and more injury prone. And people wonder, but yeah, we'll see. Doncic is good, but now he's alongside a broken down LeBron James.
you want to play that game?
There's a spicy take.
I'm kind of like you.
I'm nervous, man. Well, because they're gonna buy it's gonna
Well, you
be
got some hands in this one.
gonna be
Ace,
pretty
queen,
much
and jacks.
uncapped.
And
Yeah.
3-betted
And
fives.
then, like
5, 10,
it's like
25, right?
JC, they're all gonna buy him for like 20K.
Yeah. They're gonna
I'm not surprised of the
I'm
ace,
25
queen
20
flat
in a
here.
10-20 game?
Zato has
So
flopped
5-10.
extremely well,
It's fine,
perhaps
but
too well.
It's gonna be they haven't decided the stakes yet, but it's gonna be uncapped.
Who
Or at least match
made
the
it
stack,
100?
right? And so there's gonna be
Was
be a
that-
lot of action. There's gonna be a quick double.
I think
ups,
it was
and it's gonna
Manny,
be-
Stakes
actually.
don't matter in that game. Let's put it
Yeah,
that
that's what
way.
I'm trying to
Manny.
say.
The,
Thank you.
the blinds don't
Think
matter.
The blinds don't
That's
matter.
Manny.
So I'm trying to-
Wow,
so
that's
you
gonna
have to go
be-
in thinking, well, I'm gonna burn, 10K or 5K buy-ins. That's kind of.
Do you get excited for games like
I
that?
get-
That's such
I
a
love
good
it.
size bet.
Yeah, I get it because I get nervous, and that's the juice, right? So
Hoping he hit the king.
I like playing a little scary.
Probably won't get called here.
Well, Zato's calling. Zato has
I'm nervous
both.
just for you.
Oh, I was
That's
thinking
when
the
you
other
go
way
gold.
around.
That's when you
I'm
gold.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Zato's actually raising. No, Zato's going to raise,
because
which
I can lose. Yeah.
out of position, I don't blame him for raising and taking
Huh?
control, hoping to fire the river.
No, I just not. I'm just-
Hoping Manny hit that king.
I'm retired.
Or even better, have a 3.
I
But
think he's stacking a 3 no matter what he does, especially against Manny.
for sure. Feel like this is just a Hollywood here, and Manny is
And
going
lets it go.
to
Yeah.
try again later.
Bang.
Good stuff, man. Wow.
Dude, you should have repped the pocket kings, man. Jam
Was it
on
on the flop or was it on the
Do you think Manny's bet there was more of a block bet, or do you think it was a thin value bet?
I had claws on the river.
Or like a just see where I'm at kind of bet?
It feels like a steal where I'm at kind of thing, and Zato told him,
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
yeah, you're nowhere good.
Yeah, bluffing all in, right? That probably wouldn't work.
Like, I don't know that 150 gets any folds from anything that's not complete garbage that probably would have folded flat.
150 sounds like I hope you just call so I can hit my 5 on the river.
Yeah. Or please have ace queen and not believe me. Please have a flush draw and not raise me.
Yeah. There's a 2 pair being flopped.
Manny has the best hand this time around, at least so far.
That's me. You might, yeah. I haven't seen you on any streams recently. It's true.
Well, that definitely is going to keep
He still plays a lot.
Kevin in the mix, having a king high flush draw here alongside the
Yellow.
gutty.
I just started playing a lot, not a lot, once a week.
Mostly just home games.
Oh, yeah, I play
100
2
for
games a
Manny.
week myself.
Do we call or do we
Where
raise?
most of the bankroll.
I think playing, especially playing
just
against a
saying.
player like Manny, we're just going to flat here.
Yeah, I don't see Manny folding 2-pair.
Yeah, public poker and Austin.
And raising
Did you ever want to play a Jay wins game? Like some
is just going to
I mean, I haven't.
put more chips in this pot, but you got to get there to get there.
There's the
and
call,
he
and there's the
did.
king. Not how Kevin was hoping to get there. This is a pretty straight board. And never mind what the scanner says. It's a king. It's not a 5 of hearts. Either way, Kevin wins.
So that was an interesting
The
hand.
check mark is right.
Yeah,
we got that part.
The king is slightly more likely to get him paid, though.
Like 10 queens, 10 barrel.
Only slightly.
What do you think? So there's.
You moon in Hawaii?
Kevin's leading
I
river.
will eventually.
Okay, so I gotcha.
Bought a house there.
Really?
Well, it's
Is that
cabin.
125?
More a shack.
225?
I was debating.
It's on,
but you let it
it's
What's
on
more, I
22
don't see
acres.
a
Under
purple in there.
punch or whatever.
It's like right on the volcano.
225.
22 acres of like
Really?
jungle.
On the
yeah.
Big Island?
On the Big Island, yeah.
Cool.
South side, yeah. 10 minutes from the
The
Black Sand
first
Beach.
time I think
If you're going,
Kevin's
like,
led on
60.
this one. Gotta
Which
see
no
it.
one does.
When the last time you were there?
9-8 or Jack
It's
8.
September.
Oh,
I mean, I think they make a
I
lot of
went last
sense.
summer.
Wow.
I like.
2 pair versus 2
I
pair.
wasn't really worried about a flush. And I had the queen of diamonds, so
They said one of the
I think queen 10, no diamond. I may check
best
it.
breakfasts I've ever tasted in my life. Egg
I just love.
Eggs Benedict with salmon on the bottom.
Yeah, I just love. I love
I just,
everything
I
about
like
Hawaii.
a really got a
I
feeling.
eat
These
like
guys
a
are making me
king.
hungry.
I'm going to
Knew I
Maui in
was gonna
September.
I really do think I'm gonna get some bad beat
I went-
bacon
I went a week
toast
before the
in the
fire.
next hour.
I went there a week before the fire.
I think it's calling me.
Yeah.
So I got to
Yeah,
see
it's
Front
pretty
Street.
good.
In Lahaina, I know.
Yeah, I got to see it all.
Yeah, definitely lots of great
But-
food
but
here
the
at
last
TCH
couple
Social
times I've been
Austin.
so crowded, like,
More people.
Similar menu up at Las Colinas if you're ever up there as well.
Kinda weird.
That's why it's cheap.
Yeah.
Property's cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
Shit,
just
a
like
lot
it,
cheaper
like,
than
yeah.
here.
A lot of volcano activity over there.
Well, I'm in Volcano Zone 4,
Yeah, he's 2K
not
behind
6.
guys.
Yeah, you were check rate.
So what does that mean?
Well,
2K
6 means
for
they get all the lava when it
Yeah,
so there's no houses.
This is
So
an
I
action card.
have a little bit of a
It's
risk.
only like a $250 pot.
I wanted to check raise the flop.
Hope he got his volcano insurance.
25.
650.
Raise to 25. 7 folds.
Dante's definitely been under the radar lately.
75, 75. And then
Not a lot going on there.
Yeah, they gave him a little break as far as the cards.
Yeah,
I don't really
not obligating him into these hands.
I'm pretty scared.
1 raises to 125.
I'm
I
shaking.
feel a little better now. I got the buffer.
Having raising it up steady in there.
Yeah, it's just.
Got the buffer. Got the buffer.
Maybe Dante calls.
There we go.
He does call.
100% of the time.
It's a suited ace, even if it's not a good suited ace.
But you leading into 4.
The 8 can't make a straight with the ace.
That's why this is a bit stronger.
Yeah.
That's why I was like. a little
Steady with top pair.
My set maybe not want to lead their set may be better off just raising or betting.
1 bet's 125 even.
Yeah, but if it checks through again, you're like in like a
Yeah.
4-liner comes or a
Yeah,
diamond,
yeah.
you just want to shoot yourself. Yeah.
2 calls.
And it's 125 gets called by steady.
Are you gonna play the?
What does Dante do?
I think he's gonna bow out.
Oh, sorry, you gotta be up there.
Make a move.
And he does.
I don't know what was
There you go. Talk to him.
I think it just wants cash.
Innocuous offsuit deuce.
I was just gonna say brick turn. Innocuous sounds way more syllabic for sure.
I gotta change it up every now and then.
The innocuous deuce.
Some terrible basketball.
It's like a pretty shitty board pair card.
Yeah.
I feel like. Jack. Jack 9.
And steady takes it.
Like the 4 pair would be a bit different.
I don't even.
I
I
say
can't
HD
even
Poker.
basketball players.
Who's crushing it tonight? Hopefully we get win-loss up here in a moment. Dante's having a great night
Shouldn't have eights there. I just
Steph Curry.
with a good bluff catch. Being the big highlight. There's our big winners. Dante have 2K. And Zato
Anthony Davis.
with a well-timed bluff that made him a good chunk. Steady's been running pretty good.
I don't know. It's just
Somehow Doug's only up $160 despite having quads 3
most
times.
people don't know Anthony
That's-
Davis.
wild.
I know
That's
he graduated,
sad.
Like when he came out of college, whatever,
Dang.
10, 12,
That's-
he was like the best player
I
ever.
don't. It just feels like the graphics wrong.
No kidding.
I mean, he's got 4.5K in front of him. Why is
Yeah.
he not up?
It is match stack.
You know what it is.
Like the checker is in there.
Yeah.
Like you can get, I mean, just unfolding queen 10, you know what I mean? Like,
Top two
You can get a
defensive
lot of
big
folds.
for his entire career.
The initial max, I forget whether it was 1,500 or 2,000. I think 2,000 maybe.
I think it's 2,000.
2,000, and then after the first hand, you can match up to the biggest stack,
Just like Shaq.
which definitely some players will stay on top of matching up to the big stack.
I remember when the Magic and the Shaq came out in the finals against Hakeem Olajuwon in Houston in the 90s. And we were going to win the first game, and Nick Anderson just had to make one field goal, one three-pointer, and he had 4 in a row. and he
6
missed
ways
all
we
4.
go.
That's Texas
That
poker
was
for
it.
you.
Okay.
And Doug's top pair is better than Dante's. Open ender for Manny.
I have fours.
I check to you.
Yeah, chicken tender. Okay.
5 bet 30. 6 calls. 8 calls.
30 for Manny with his straight draw. Even Kevin gets in there with middle pair.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Steady.
I didn't have anything, and I
Calling because why not? And he's got back doors.
I
Anything
don't
can
even-
happen.
I'll take one.
Ace of spades. So steady
Not for you,
improves
right?
to the nut spade draw.
See, anything can happen.
Okay, yeah, I'll take one.
Now he has a chance to have a chance.
Arnav, do you need cash?
He's got scoop outs.
He
What do you
does. He's going to lead.
Why not?
Right, he blocks the nuts. You know what? He blocks the nuts. I'll
That's
give him
the
credit.
come.
He knows nobody has the nut flush.
What do
He
you
has
need?
the queen. Away goes
Yeah,
Manny's
let me have a
inferior
lemonade
draw.
glass.
And
exactly
neither
what
of these
it
top pairs are any good, so they might. And they're not even
need?
top pair anymore.
No
They
free
weren't that
cards,
good to
Natty.
begin with. Maybe
Yeah, and
this
just
just works.
The cages are
and
there as well if you didn't
so
know.
often he can have an ace as well because he bet it.
Can I take it myself?
gets it through. Good job.
that was nice.
That's why Steady's up a bunch tonight.
Two of spades.
Love to see just grabbing those small pots here and there.
I didn't want to run it.
You don't want to get in trouble, man.
I wanted someone to get in trouble.
5-6. That was open-ended.
Henry, people are free to wear a mask if they want.
We got a draw?
Whatever they want to do, they can do. And
No, I had a
that's
minute.
what I'll say.
Definitely not drawing.
I know Kevin prefers it.
Eddie's never betting there.
Oh, I think I came in late for that game. Not for like 24 straight hours.
Dante, you're too
Yeah,
smart.
I came in late for that.
Do I know about more Trailblazer stops?
500?
Beyond the Houston one, the website teased that the trail ends in Austin sometime in the spring. I don't think that they've announced the rest of the schedule yet, but I'm sure that's coming pretty soon.
No raise?
It might just be one more stop in Austin. Just going off of the way the free roll works, the way that they give the seats out, there's like 6 main seats,
That's excellent. I wish I
and there have now been 4 of those.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool series. Somebody wins a Trailblazer at the end, an actual car.
Yeah, an actual Chevy Trailblazer if you get the most
Good luck.
points.
That's pretty sick.
Anything. Anything.
I know,
Every vote
anything.
you fire
I
is
got
a
it.
point.
Man, I have some points
Pretty
then.
strong.
Yeah,
My
I put like 7 or 8 points on the board in Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've been playing a lot tighter this game.
And I
No
guess
one's even
I'm
noticed
assuming
that
then
I'm
like
doing
as the
I'm playing
deeper you
tight
go, the more
this game.
points you
Yeah.
get.
For the
If you
comments,
cash, there's more points. The deeper you get beyond that, there's more points.
What a
Mains
moron.
pay extra
He
points.
needs to be more
So
aggressive.
if you win
Let's play more
a
pots.
tournament, you are
Let's get a V pick.
you should keep winning them so you can get a car.
That's a good thing, yeah. Most of the tournaments are 20 points.
We're
all in.
halfway.
8 o'clock.
Halfway for it.
Oh,
That is halfway.
neat.
7:46.
I love knowing that breakdown.
Yeah, the whole breakdown is available at TexasCardHouse.com.
4
If
hours.
people are interested in learning more about how that works, we do have a bomb pot.
9:45.
I wonder if they'll make it
And
5:45.
yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this Trailblazer tour playing out. Maybe I actually get paid out again at some point because last couple stops haven't been so great for me. I see a set Rosado,
Check.
and I see a misread bottom board. There's only 1 10 of hearts in the deck. There we go. We're not playing without deck.
One check, check around.
That's the best button online.
They're just testing you, Lottie. It's all going so
The
fast.
7 pairs, Doug and Dono, both have they both have trips, but the 10's full for Zato, the better hands. And let's look for the other big equity number. That's the trick when you're doing this. Look for the big equity number.
There are no flush draws.
King, Queen, 9, 6.
There's a king, queen.
135.
9,
And
9.
nines. He has everything except a straight, is what Dante has, so he's going to call.
Bones has baby
I was
hearts.
hoping for a third.
Dante doesn't have much going up top.
He's got a inside gut shot. I mean, yeah. He's
Yeah.
got a gutter Broadway draw
On a paired board.
on a
so
paired board.
Less excitement.
But at least it's rainbow.
No, I called.
Better call.
At least it's rainbow.
Got to work.
Getting caught up.
Even though
My
And,
nines didn't even mean anything.
we like check
There's
somehow
there's
at the
reason to
graphic.
bet all
Okay.
of my-
The queen
Mm.
paired,
Kings.
so queen's
That
full of
was-
kings,
So I'm just,
and Zato with the 10's full up top.
I mean, you have nothing on the board.
How's that table? How's that
I know,
table?
that's why I said play it.
So chop between the nutted
Pocket
hand.
nines and
Yep.
runner and then you need the nines.
Maybe I'll
Yeah,
play
Dante with 2 boats on that board.
I was like, keep the
Got
third.
You have the 9s.
Boats.
9, you have the 9's full, you have the queen's full.
I got 3 boats, queens full,
It's Fleet
nines
Week.
fulls, king, queen. Ooh.
Black, please.
Trying to get Donovan in there so we can take his money. Oh,
I would have quartered you. I had queen.
All right, so win loss about
No, I
halfway
had
through the
king
show. 50
Oh,
hand.
shit.
yeah, I
I
had
didn't see
pocket
that.
nines.
Moving at a
and
nice
king-
pace.
I didn't see that shit.
And king, queen.
Even with all the multi-way pots, we're moving at a good pace.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're. I'm trying to comment and they're going so fast. I'm like, where we at? Where we at?
Yeah. Usually, if you get over 100 hands, it's a whole bunch of raise and take it pre-flop,
Manny is, you're not a.
which is
I didn't
less
like it.
exciting.
These guys are acting fast, but things are going down for sure.
Oh, look at my hand.
Sorry.
Alright. You saved me $50. If you didn't do that, I was gonna be in there. I would have gotten in trouble.
I'm glad.
Really? Did they make it 5
Jared, after this hand, do you mind asking what the V hits are?
Sure. 5 checks.
Huh?
Oh, check.
Oh, check it.
6 checks.
All right, so Dante has a king high flush draw, and nobody else really hit this board.
5 checks.
125.
6 bets.
I don't foresee any callers here.
2 folds. 9 folds.
Trying to buy this all?
I'm
Unless
trying
Ace
to
Jack
buy it,
wants
yeah.
to float.
I'm hoping you fold.
No, it's Dono, so no.
You want me to show you one?
Yeah, I'll do one.
I'm not going to, but I just wanted to know if you wanted me to. Oh, you didn't let me do the tip. You were ahead too, man.
He was, in theory,
I know, but I had all those problems.
have a better high card than Dante
You were
at
never
the
calling
moment.
that with that hand.
No, I didn't.
Just getting a whole bunch of the deck as well.
And a flush draw.
I had a flush draw and a straight draw.
I have no flush draw.
Oh, you had the straight draw.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the V pips. Manny Fresh, who I expected to have the highest
68.
V pip, does indeed.
Manny and Dante both playing about 2/3 of the hand.
Down. Like,
Even our
like,
quietest players are playing 1/4 of the hand. So
Yeah.
everybody
These are-
above that
You're
15% Lottie
39?
line.
Yeah, these are on the high side.
Yeah, you have played more hands.
Oh my gosh, that is the Lottie line, isn't it?
Chat decided this like 5 years ago. So yeah, that's what we're going with.
That's funny. I mean, it
25%.
sounds like a fact. That makes sense why it was coined
2
that.
people are under 25%. That's crazy.
What are you at, Kevin? Me and him. Me and Bubs.
Crazy,
What are you at,
crazy
Kevin?
shit.
Yeah, this is an active table. It's fun to watch.
Does that scare you, Dante?
Yep.
1 raises
But
30.
Texas
Especially
poker,
at your
unlike
position.
any poker in the world.
Dante raises
Absolutely.
I'm
We're
really scared
seeing the
now.
I
flops.
gotta keep bumping up.
Yeah, they came to play. They didn't come to fold.
Mm-mm.
6.
Yeah, what is it? What were y'all to?
I have 63,
Does Manny
67.
3-bet? No, he just flat. Nice.
67 above 2/3.
68.
68.
Oh,
Play next
Get
hand.
that-
Is
get that one.
69.
Kevin.
1 call.
See a
Suit
flop.
ace. Let's go. Yeah, let's
Now
see.
I'm
I mean, you're playing this hand. It's 69 now.
Yeah, you're beating him by a fucking mile.
I was trying to be at 40%.
Well, Kevin was out flopped on this one.
You're gonna lose.
Manny and Zato likely to chop each other up.
That's your game.
That's my game.
You get running
It's
diamonds.
been the last
Not
couple
anymore.
Five, that's 250.
Look, it's just more fun playing more hands. That's all. Not for you, maybe, but that's the way I look at it. I enjoy sucking out, cooler. Yeah, because I'm going to play all that shit.
Manny's probably going to lead one more
All the
time.
two-pair combos.
I'm wondering if Zato's going to try to raise him. I'm just waiting for like sparks to fire. I'm just going to flat, chop it up.
He's got enough to call.
Yeah.
No need to get that insane.
I know. I'm just here for the drama.
Disappointment.
Once I saw the bone Zato hand, I'm just like ready for it. What's he gonna do next?
Because he might not be calling Queen Jack. King Queen's
Thursday or Saturdays rather here in Austin, 12 to 8 every 20 minutes. $200 high hands. All the rules and the fiber in here are at TexasCardHouse.com. Definitely check that out.
I didn't know about that. That's neat.
No, that's
Not in your case.
Get yourself a hoodie.
I get action all the
TexasCardHouse.store. TCH and Hijack merchandise. Lots of colors, any size, get shipped straight to you. TexasCardHouse.store.
I really feel like I need that pink hoodie. Like for real, for real. I think I need to work that in my contract. I think I need to get a contract, put it in there, and I get free swag and free cheesecake.
I've been here 4 years. I don't have any of that.
You're just not asking the right
I got to
things.
puch harder. I've been here 4 years. I'm lucky to get anything.
Stream raise.
Doing this for the love of the game. Well, I'm doing this for cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm not quitting my day job.
5 checks, 6 checks, 7 checks, 8 checks, 4 checks, checkers.
There's the 4 flush. Barbara's going to win. 7 of clubs. If we get the showdown, Manny's going to put some money in there.
6 folds.
Goes half pot. Dante folds his deuce.
Barber's like, I have a flush. And this is Manny.
Oh man.
And now Manny has a flush too.
Yes, but
Give me with your royal flush.
7 plays.
the 7 does play. So this could get spicy. It did not get spicy. Those cards turned over way too fast.
4 to a royal.
Get some up.
I had the 2.
He reached into the muck. Get him out of here.
I mean, floor.
What the fuck?
Suspended for the year.
Aren't you allowed to reach into the muck?
Fuck no.
Right.
No, you're not allowed to reach into the
Really? Even if you, is that like a rule on stream? Or
If it's in the mug,
It's like a rule in poker.
Yeah, like don't reach into the mug. That is,
I
in
must
fact,
have
a
missed it.
rule.
What happened? What happened?
It's 7 high flush.
I know how to close it.
No, the whole muck thing.
Oh, he just showed 1 card. I
Oh.
was fucking with
And you mucked the other card?
when you're under the gun.
Toss the other
I
card
got
down.
you.
I was like, you got 24%.
How would you ever fucking play that?
10 to call.
Yeah, generally the only cards you should be touching are your own cards, not other people's cards.
Dono with the open with queens.
Makes it 30.
5 races 65.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Okay.
Who made it 65?
6
Manny.
Fresh old Manny. Manny fresh. Dante flat in his 9s.
For the love of God, don't fold.
He wants to
He's gonna
isolate,
4-bet.
maybe.
He's going to 4-bet. Good job, Dono. Good job.
We're
4-betting.
believing in you.
This is good.
Manny, cool and casual.
We're set mining.
Dante's like, well, might as well.
5's full for Manny.
Wow. Well, I mean, honestly, you should get rewarded for that if you put the money in.
9 bets 200.
This is a beautiful flop for Dono, so he is going to continue for 200.
Good
Lot-
bet, too. I like
Lots
that.
of inferior overpairs, like 9s are going to feel perfectly comfortable here. Like, you're going to have ace king, you're going to have ace queen. I call you.
I'm already nervous about this turn
They both
because
call.
if it's a low card, okay, that protects Dante a little, I guess.
I think a second bet and call would get Dante out of there regardless.
I think so too.
If Dono goes for another one, which Dono should totally go for another one because he does have to protect against flush draws.
What do you like? Like on his stacks, maybe like 450?
Something like that, yeah, 450, which would
He did
set up
550.
the shove.
9 bets, 550.
550.
Now, if Manny shoves it
Yeah,
here,
he's going to be pretty committed, and he beats flush draws, and it's Manny.
and it's Manny,
Like, we're going to be roped into calling. We're just going to be on the hook for our whole stack here.
does Manny ever try to flat to keep Dante in?
5 calls.
Well, he does
I'm
flat.
always flatting. I'm in position. If I'm in
Mhm.
position, I can guarantee it. I can get the rest of the stack in on the river.
Yep.
Like, it's not going to go check.
Dante's like, what is happening?
How much is it?
I guess I gotta go.
Yeah, your nines are toast at this point.
5 calls,
It's like a little, like 600 or something.
And also, Dono's like, what's happening?
Almost 2,500 in the middle. We get an 8 on the end.
All right, so he shoves.
All in.
And he
And
calls.
snap a Rooski.
And
That's an all
it
day.
is awful for Dono.
Nice
You know what I had, buddy?
That is our Yeti cooler of the night, I believe.
That's pretty rough. You don't ever see fives there. Like, you just don't put that in the range of hands that's calling that amount pre-flop.
Yeah.
Unless
and,
you factor in that it's Manny.
And the fact that we play so deep here, he actually had legitimate odds to set mine. He actually had the 10-1 implied odds to set mine.
You're right. He is heaped up. So that's not even a big.
Yeah, you like
chunk.
fives are a little bit vulnerable to getting set over set, but like you could play the fives as a set mine for the price pre-flop. Like he actually had a reasonable price and it paid off this time.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
But he didn't know that Dante was going to be in there behind him
You need a
calling.
30
So
under the
heads
gun,
up,
right?
less of a.
That's the straddle.
Yeah, slightly less extra money in there, but it's still defensible.
Yeah.
And then of course Dante can set mine as well.
You made it 30. You raised?
I think the moment I see the bet and the call, I might even be out of there on the flop in Dante's seat. Less likely that nines are good against.
Not me,
against
because
action.
I would put Dono on like ace king suited. I'm gonna let Manny have whatever he has.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And I'm calling that 200 with Dante.
It's like you know there's going to be a turn bet.
And I'm
This is
just
the biggest
hoping I hit
problem.
my 9.
Exactly. Like, you're just hoping they get there. Like imagine a third 7 comes and now you have a full house. Like,
When the flop was there, I had
Wait a
pocket
minute.
9.
All right, now we got another premium hand for Bones. Let's see if this one goes better than the last one.
What did that flop? action go?
775, pocket 9.
Well, it
Where did the
doesn't
betting go?
look unless
Did you
Dado
lead it?
calls him. Doesn't look like it's gonna get much action here with his kings.
There's a flush draw out there. 200.
Yeah.
These
2 clubs.
Shadow's in there. So's Dante.
Alrighty.
Dante defending that
I want to
button.
do 3-handed.
Yeah, so
Kinda weird.
I was in the middle between them.
I think Bones is going to win this hand.
Yeah, there's a really good chance.
Top set for Bones.
I think the only way he could lose his hand is running 9.
Smooth call.
Or backdoor straight. Like you could get like a jack 10 and.
Oh yeah,
and then you
that's dirty. Yeah,
then
you
you
sure
have the
can.
straight.
Yeah.
125 from Bones. Dante does call and the back door closes. And so Bones will win.
Flat call.
The back door closes. That sounds so deep.
Dante does have second bet and a second pair. Second bet.
One chip.
A second bet for
Also
Bones.
second bet too.
A second bet gets second pair to fold.
Everyone knew you had it at that point. When you one chip called, it was a hand.
Yeah.
That was it.
Motherfucker. I can't have 3 high all the
That's what
time.
happens when you hold
I know, that's what I
I didn't know
thought.
I almost gave you more credit for
I
Jack.
think
four.
that's a pretty significant spot. Bones
I know, I'm just
down
saying.
all day.
7-5
Yeah,
there. You could
that's
have
a rough night for him.
With that free,
Pocket
with that
fives
free flop action, though, I mean,
And
a
it
great
looks like we've
speech.
got your change happening.
you'd think it would get out of there.
Pocket
A little bit
7.
past halfway.
$150.
Let's plug
Hey.
some things.
There you go. Good. Hey.
Trailblazers were in Houston, February 26th to March 10th, highlighted by a 100K guarantee multi-day, no
Manny,
tournament,
dude, awesome.
and a $500,000 guarantee main
Yeah,
event.
people like.
10 events in total there.
So much, man. Here comes that flop.
Perhaps you would enjoy some of our.
Like,
lower
there's no way I would have
Yeah.
done that.
But they do that more. They do that
Very high hands.
We didn't have to worry about that.
As we talked about before, Big O tournament on Tuesdays.
Because he was
3,000
deep. Well, they're both
guaranteed,
deep.
$20
Why
buy-in,
not?
$50 rebuys, and add-on here in Austin. And then Big Game Bash this Sunday, $599 high
I
hand
tried to explain like you want those
every
spots.
quarter.
Wow.
And winning team bonus available. If you pick the winning team, you can get a discount to pre-buy time. $100 hot seats at halftime. Some discounts on appetizers and beers and jellyfish.
Play that for, I think Lottie likes that hand or something.
Ooh, I heard them talking about you. They must have been talking about 7-5 because I said I think Lottie likes that hand.
Huh?
They know
That's your
you.
preference?
Yeah, I would rather have him. Yeah.
Yeah, 7-5. That is a favorite.
Is it just of clubs or all?
Specifically clubs. I strongly prefer that it be clubs.
You're right.
I feel that. My favorite hand is 4 deuce of hearts.
All right.
Story checks, huh?
Yeah. 4 deuce. You know, 2 to a steel wheel.
And I love my low cards.
Heads up, huh?
I call it for
Really just
I think Steeler V is a big fan of 7-5
When
here.
we started.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that.
It's either 7-5 or 7-9, but I believe if she's with you.
Can you hit the massage button again for me?
It's still on.
Oh, it's still on.
V's a pretty capable player
Well, she-
herself.
no, but she's-
That in a way is a compliment to yourself. I was like, well, she's a capable player, so if she likes 7-5, obviously that makes sense. Because I like 7-5. I used to want to like make 8-5 my hand. Then I realized that is disastrous.
Any reason why 8-5?
It's just too many gaps in between. You're never gonna have the nut straight.
Yeah, I mean like 8-5 is the hands of choice. Like I just arbitrarily picked 7-5.
Oh, yeah.
The numbers have no meaning for me.
Come on.
Here's the Jack 7. I love
Another
that.
deep statement.
I
My
love
body
it.
numbers
I'd
have
point
no
nine.
meaning.
Yeah. Like some people will use like their birthday as a hand. Like we have to be playing Raz to use my birthday as a hand.
Oh yeah.
Like or like stud 8. Like my birthdays are really good starting hands in either of those games. Like my birthday is 3 to a wheel.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
No,
I don't think Monsieur John's
no, he's
scared.
not scared at all. He's going to go play. Yeah, that's the wrong. Yeah,
That's not the right conclusion there.
I don't know.
Yeah, even after that
played
last
1-3 a
hot
lot.
win for Bones, he is still the bottom of the pack here, where Steady Eddie is keeping it steady. I don't think that made much sense.
It works.
It works. Fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah. Still faking all these years later.
That's why he hasn't got any like
probation.
cheesecake
That's why
clause.
they don't need cheesecake.
Well, they just discriminate against, former
Letting you play right now. They're
rule
testing me out on this stream. See if you can behave.
They get deported, maybe ICE comes in.
Dono, another ace king,
I'm worried about
off
that.
some fresh chips.
Raises it up.
I was born in the Khmer. I was born in the
You
communist
can just
country.
leave the country and go to Hawaii,
Huh?
Dante. You'll be fine.
They'll never find me there.
You don't need to be.
Takes it
Or to be
down.
They
deported
probably
now.
won't.
In
There's
your
like
hula-
no,
hula
there's like no rules in the
Recidivist.
Big Island. Like the South Side, there's like, there's no. Yeah, I was born in Germany, East Germany.
When you say it's a shack, though, what kind of setup is it?
Well,
It's just a small
it
place.
has a 1-bedroom with one side not done.
It's on
With a
22
wall.
acres?
Yeah, it's on 22 acres.
I mean,
With
that's,
jungle and lava, but it does have a road.
You know what? One of my
Yeah.
favorite things about TCH is the lighting.
All right, here we
It's
go.
just really,
Here we
it's
go.
not harsh where in a lot of places I go to, it's just makes my eyes hurt. But here I just feel like my eyes are being treated nicely.
Yes, they got it right here. Like with the way they built this room out.
Yeah.
Like it's not like horrible fluorescent lighting.
I'm sure he's never heard of that before.
It's not like some big conference room or something.
This is definitely my favorite room,
Yeah.
like aesthetically, definitely. And then they have amazing dealers, really good food, and they let me talk on this channel.
Yeah, they let us both on the air. It's a miracle.
Like I don't know what I don't know who they're who's letting them do
Don't let me
this,
bluff
but
you.
appreciate it.
You let me bluff you.
Holding 3? Got a lot of colorful they come on the turn.
It makes you wait.
Shout out to our production
good.
team.
Well, I certainly
They
can
work so
continue.
hard.
It was either
Person
raise
knows
the
who
blind.
actually pressed the buttons. Cooper pressing some buttons for us tonight as well remotely.
and fold. You did the right thing. I don't.
Dante's got my number.
You did the right thing.
David, who's the boss for the whole thing.
No.
I
just
push
enjoy the
buttons
banter.
too, just not to.
Not the physical kind.
Yeah.
I certainly have the ability to fold.
I hear the same thing.
Well, you'll probably get the whole 4K.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm going for it.
Yeah. Punting it away. Doug did that 3-4 a long time ago. Remember that? He punted off like.
I don't see Doug punting
2 or 3
anything.
grand. 3-4 is close. That's how he had queen. Far right queen. Yeah, you jammed with 3-4. Maybe we could offer him like.
No, he didn't fold. He's 3-bet. Misclick.
Remember that?
Nice. Chunky 3-bet with the ace
I
queen.
do
That
off.
is
remember
a
that.
chunky 3-bet.
That was a memorable hand.
The
Getting
right
out
thing
the
to do here.
riffraff.
That's the right thing to do
Part
here.
of it was I couldn't see him because we were in 1 and 9.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You're in
Yeah,
9, he's in 1.
but he like goes for hours.
Kevin can defend in position and reasonably set
Like
line.
you said before, you found the
Is against
very
the tighter
bottom
player.
of my
Oh, it's
card
only 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
in that spot.
Yeah, I
never did a
mean,
birdie.
you don't got, if you have like 10s there,
He
you're
does
lost.
defend to the flop we go.
But you just have to
Yeah,
have
that's it.
queens.
Thank you.
Well, Kevin's seen all these flop
Jackson,
sets
I just
flopping,
saw it. That's
so
why I
he's
hit
just
them
trying to be
beside
Yeah,
about
Jack's
it.
probably.
No
probably
set
not
for
fun.
him.
It's like
Sevens are good for the moment.
Just couldn't
But I
do that.
expect a bet from Zato right here.
Yeah.
I remember the end of the hand too because I
And
remember
probably all from
the flop
Kevin.
was something that was like 2 jacks, a 10, a king,
Yeah, it's like all high cards.
and it was like any single card was gonna.
Goes for the small C bet.
And then he mucked it. He didn't show the 3-4.
He didn't show. We had to watch it on
150
TV.
into 580 or 530.
Oh, Doug?
Yeah, 3-4 clubs, I think.
I've seen Doug bluff actually quite a few times in my my
I
short
rewatched
career.
it too. Doug, your eyebrows went up like a cartoon villain. You were like, ooh.
Kevin calls. We don't have the turn
I
yet.
used to play when I first started playing this.
No,
game,
when you
like
put in the 5-bet or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
at the end of 20.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's not an ace or queen.
And that's a
since
check.
Zato check.
I didn't know
That is an ace.
Oh, look at me.
Tricky, tricky. Check, check.
It's like the ABC.
4 on the
Because I
ends.
knew it was like a bad
Waiting
player.
and waiting?
Like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I could maybe squeeze.
So if Zato makes one more check, does Kevin call? I mean, does Kevin bet?
I don't think so.
Probably not. Just too many
He's
scare
got
cards.
enough showdown.
5 chunky bet. Looks bluffy too.
And what bluffs does he have though? Like if it was a suited ace, he turned top pair.
Yeah,
How
I
many-
guess king queen.
Like how many spades are 3-betting that don't have an ace? From Zato, probably not a lot.
Yeah. It feels like Kevin's gonna let this one go.
He does.
No, I've never seen him before. He did fold to my 4-bet once, so he is splashing around.
But he's definitely has some experience.
Zato takes the big winner spot. Don't know Kevin and Bones not having a great night, but still plenty of poker left to play. Lots of poker going to be played next week as well. The Big 5-10 game here at TCH
$10.
Social
I'm like,
Austin
okay,
on stream
man.
6 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday.
I gotta like do math.
Definitely be there for that.
Now the min raises.
I think we're gonna try to get that going on a monthly, right?
Yeah, that's what they're going to try and do, and hopefully the players want to do that. If you're interested in appearing on a future TCH Live, there is a link in the description to the YouTube video with a form to get a hold of us and make that happen. We are happy to have you.
I'll wake up with you.
Even if you're from out of town, we get players from out of town on here sometimes.
He woke me up when he called.
I'll wake up with you. All right.
Man, who's got clip?
I check.
Quick check.
Manny doesn't hate that one.
Jacks are hot, baby.
Shows Jack.
Jacks are hot.
Hot damn.
Nice one.
Could have had.
Still
Good
could have
shot.
had a club.
I was gonna jam on you.
I would have folded.
You wouldn't have folded.
With trips? Yes. On a fucking he all clubbed on the top, yeah.
I hope you're all enjoying the show.
For a minute there, I thought I had
TCH
to
Live. Waddy and Sam with you this evening from Austin, 5-5 no limit hold'em with the bomb pots every half hour or so. Be sure to hit like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe and get notifications on. Find out every time we're on the air. TCH Live on at least 5 nights a week across our Texas Card House locations, Austin, Dallas, Houston, and RGV, all streaming. Watch Cleanest in Spring, we love you. Just no stream setups there, but definitely worth going to those venues.
You said better. Pocket twos are better than ace queen.
That's not as good as.
Yeah, tournament content, cash game content, small stakes, big stakes.
So funny. If you had ace queen there, I fold twos.
And on Wednesdays, we are usually in Austin. Hold'em, PLO, Big O.
Live 10, live 20.
Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll have to hear how far we reach.
So Doug has the straddle on. He had ace king last time and nobody was interested.
Where we at?
We're gonna right here.
Sometimes that's a blessing.
Yeah. I always am grateful for taking down any money in a pot, especially in tournament poker, because
Oh, wow, a fold from Doug. Get ace jack on the second straddle.
was
Folds
not
to a raise
interested.
3-bet. Does not go for the cold 4 against Bones. In position against Bones and Manny, I could consider a cold 4 there.
I'm not opposed.
If you're not feeling it, that's okay as well.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to isolate against Manny to get some of the less premium hands out.
Now get the wide range to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I want the maniacs myself.
What are you doing?
I'm talking out loud.
Inside voice, man. Inside voice.
I don't commentate your hands.
Pretty much.
No, that's our job.
Weren't you the one back there that told me you had a set before?
I did.
Ben, as who are the commentators? I'm William
Well, that was
Waddy.
more friendly.
And I'm Sam
That
Perryman.
was really friendly. We were playing all
This is
those
my,
stupid
I think my
games.
third time commentating.
Glad to have you here, our first show together. And watching from Austin, right nearby.
I've
Cool.
never played that.
We played
Oh, and I get a deuce right off in the first
We
day.
played 7.
You guys want to talk hand histories? We can do that too.
The deuce came on this.
Yeah, sometimes we got to fill the time. Like we had a really interesting one last night. I did one of these shows
We had black deuces live.
where super deep game and it involved like king 10 offsuit, like early position, and they didn't fold pre and hilarity ensued.
Did it win?
I don't think so.
Oh.
For one orbit. We played black deuces.
Yeah, I really am.
We'll see if I can do some.
King 10 is probably one of my least favorite hands ever.
Yeah, but the Cliff's notes is that if you're 600 bigs deep and you're under the gun with king 10 off, just fold pre.
$30.
Yeah.
That hand is not very good. That deep, out of position.
Well, I mean, when you're that deep, any hand's good, right?
Betting like fucking.
Well, I mean, in terms of like if the pot escalates.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Abort,
that's the thing with
abort.
the reverse implied odds. That's the thing, especially out of position. Like that's a hand that usually does not want to see a lot of resistance.
No, there's not a lot of flops you want.
It's even fewer where you can play a big pot and actually have the best hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very flop specific.
Yeah, you can have a flop with a king and a 10 on it, and you don't have the best hands.
Man,
I had a big pocket
it's true.
I showed them.
You can have a flop with a king and a king on it, and you don't have the best hands.
That feels even worse, definitely.
Yeah. And
Feeling that game is brutal, bro.
All right. See, the straddle's there, so that's who I would be raising.
Just us playing over here.
Or you just have a table full of insane opponents and it doesn't matter. I want to be in that game.
Well, if you'd have called, I would have.
Forever. For now. Yeah.
Win a big pot.
Ace king again. I feel like we've seen an ace king jack 9 battle before.
We have. I think the Jack 9 prevailed the last time.
A black flop, but not a flush for Doug. Gutty for Zato, but monotone boards.
Better flop for Zato's range than Doug's, I think.
Eli has two.
Eli, yeah,
Like Doug can have some hands that have an ace of spades
he's the one that fucked up Brady on.
and have a few over pairs, but
Yep.
Zato's got a bunch of
Maybe-
middle
maybe
stuff.
the
He's
page
got
you
some
should have risked all
stats.
those players. They didn't
Do you
have
still
Randy
lead
Moss.
on this flop?
Yeah.
If you're
remember
Doug?
it
Played all
I
their
can see that
starters in the
small,
last
which is
game
what he
of the
just
season.
did.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be doing the same.
Now he's going to actually make a pair.
Hit 20
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Because if Zato has nothing, then you just get rid of him.
Doug
Oh,
is
you
hiding
said
in that sweater.
Like
yeah.
two random red cards or like
Well,
a
the Eagles had
second
one of
pair
those
type of
pretty
a thing.
missing.
And Zato's out of there.
I'm
I'm surprised Zato stuck around with the Jack 9.
I mean, Zato often plays to play the game, not the
No,
card.
That holds up.
It looks like he uses the ground.
He can always find a
I bet you like, yeah. With cameras,
a raise
obviously
here,
now,
or if
you
another
do it
spade
better.
comes, a raise on the river.
Yes, we saw him do that to Bones with great effect. Not this time, though. He's going to believe Doug.
Respect.
Shows a
You
king.
know, it doesn't look right every time a Chiefs opponent gets a flag against him.
Yeah. The zebras come out on him.
It's like, it's just
That
a-
was the bad one, I guess.
I never believed in that conspiracy
Yeah.
until this year. It just
King of
looks
spades would not have
that
been a good
Bucks
one,
game.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
No spades.
It was like
They only lost like 2 games this season, I think.
I know they should have. There was 3 games they should have lost.
Yeah.
my range.
Kansas City.
Huh?
Yeah.
Kansas, yeah.
City.
Yeah, they are just.
I mean, I don't think there is.
They kept winning games by like
It
3
just
points.
looks like
Yeah.
just
3, 4.
the eye test
they're
looks like
sneaking
it's
them out at
fixed.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
With like
I went
2
ahead and
minutes left in
ordered the
game.
French toast and bad beat bacon.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
You know, those
I
refs
guess the
only get, they only
Eagles
get like
have the-
Look at that.
$40,000 a year.
Eagles have the tallest, heaviest.
Yeah. Now they're one of the youngest defenses too.
Wonder what the over-under is on how many times the Eagles run the tush push on Sunday,
They're gonna want like 2 number 1s.
or the brotherly shove, as some
He's
call
too
it.
rich. He's already 29 years old.
The tush push?
3 more years
Yes, the
being
tush
off-
push.
it's just
That sounds like a
big-
Tony Romo thing.
Yeah,
That'll make
I'm
it
sure he
fall.
said those words a number of times on air.
I've never seen a defense.
Yeah, the Eagles are really strong in the trenches, and their quarterback's got some legs on him. So if they need that 1 yard, like at the goal line or something, they'll often just have him try and plow through, and the entire offensive line pushes him.
Pushes his tushes.
Exactly.
What I need with that game is for the quarters to end 6.
Mason Rudolph 3 years ago.
That's my
Well,
square,
Mason did it first.
and
Okay.
it feels like it's tangible.
No.
All right.
So I just need, I think,
He swung
field
back.
goal.
Dude. He swung back. Right?
Is this a field?
Yeah.
Are they field
I
goals?
was like,
The
what
Can I
the
get
offensive line came in and stopped.
I was like,
I
in
don't-
the first quarter? Not the
I,
fourth.
I don't think you're going to get 2 field goals on each side. Like 2 field goals, like, it's a lot. But you know what you could get, though? You could get a touchdown and a missed extra point.
Or
Totally.
2 touchdowns and a safety.
Well, that's my.
Yeah, like
And then the extra point miss. I'm going to be
Yeah.
rooting for a lot
Yeah,
of
if it's like
points
6,
missed.
yeah, if it's like 6-6, then you know that you're looking for.
Yeah, he should
I think
get
in
that.
missed extra points, you're
That's
past
the way
bet.
to live
Harvard
life.
does river the straight.
That's got
Man.
What is the?
Where the
worst
queen,
most
Manny's
useful-
hand looks
Cleveland.
so good and fading so
There's
much.
literally no other answer.
All you
Yeah,
have to do
everything
is
that-
fade an ace
There's no other answer.
Check
or a
as
king.
a lot of things get there. The over got there. The
I
back
thought it
of the
was-
front door hearts
I
got
would have
there.
said the Raiders. If they
So at least you didn't get in
were
trouble.
still in Oakland.
You know,
If
load,
you've ever
man.
been to Oakland to a Raiders
Hey
game,
guys, it's gonna be a bomb pop.
Load.
I have been to a
Bomb
couple.
pot.
It's
Like
literally-
representative
And
of
6-6.
Bluffing big
That's
side.
the
Oh, yeah,
I
I've
need
been
for my
there.
quarter.
There we go.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah, well, you have to
It was
did you
front
take the
door.
part where you
Oh,
had
you
to
had
walk
the
the bridge?
nuts.
But
Oh,
still, I
that's
should have.
scary
Kevin,
as
you're
hell.
right. You're right.
drug dealers.
You're absolutely
prostitutes,
right.
I'm not one to bet sports myself.
No, but still, I gotta.
Yeah, I'm a former sports bettor, but then I have corrected my ways. But an occasional $100 football square, I think that's just part of the entertainment value. I'm not going deep diving into that.
It is tough to win it that consistently.
So you got a queen. That's
The last time I was in Vegas anywhere near the Super Bowl, this was years ago, I did win a nice chunk of money on a prop bet.
I haven't heard really
It was
about it.
yeah, I think it might have been the first Kansas City Super Bowl. I had Mahomes as the first player to score a touchdown. I think it was the one where they played San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they played San Francisco, and I hit on that. And then the plague happened, so I had to mail the ticket in and get a check instead of being back at the casino for poker or something. And a lot of checking.
I see a set of 4s.
Yeah, set of 4s for bones. Nothing
And a flop
that
straight for Doug.
That's
He's gonna lose
yeah.
those
He's
chips
on
in
the
the
top.
half
He's got
second
the
already.
straight versus
Seen a
set.
dolphin bet one of these.
Doug making it 105.
Yeah.
He's also got some scoop ability there on the bottom. He's got a 6 and he's got an open ender.
Yeah, Doug's hand doesn't suck.
Kevin King 965, so 6-5 for him too.
Kevin's wrapped all the way.
It's looking like that.
He's King 6 deuce for Barber, gives him 2 pair on bottom.
Call.
Kevin's hand looks awesome for 2 rainbow boards.
It
I wonder
does.
what he's gonna do.
I don't know.
Manny was over pair.
I would
But all the
I would
heart.
put my paycheck that you would do it.
I
Job.
wonder what
What
Manny's
is
hoping
4
for.
hearts?
For a heart.
Oh, needed that 4.
I guess a second pair on the top and maybe a jack on the bottom.
Dante comes along as well with a bunch of backdoors.
Oh no.
8 of hearts, 10 of spades.
That
So
was one of Manny's things he was hoping for.
Dante picks up a spade draw on the bottom. Doug picks up another pair. He's got 10s and 6s. The 8 pairing on top is good for Manny, as he just said.
Bone has the boat, but it is the smallest boat you can have on that top board.
Yeah. Manny has the second nut spades on bottom as well. And he's going to lead. He's going to make it 200. It's going to clear some people out. Not Kevin.
Though, if I'm Kevin, I do not like my hand anymore. It's just,
Call.
I don't have spades for the bottom. I'm still drawing on the bottom for a hand that could be beat.
Barber's still there. Double paired board now. Ace on the ends on the bottom. So Barber with aces up has the bottom. Kevin's 6-5 straight is somehow good on a double paired board. And
No, it's not.
Manny going.
Oh, the
huge.
4s are out.
Yeah, the 4's folded. It cleared out.
Oh, yeah.
And Manny just blasted it. Full pot, 1165.
Manny putting on the pressure.
I think Kevin's already folded. Barber has.
Barber
He's got aces and
Then count it out.
aces and
You don't have
sixes,
to pay.
which is good on the bottom.
That's the worst.
But
feeling when you
nothing
lose, you
at
gotta
the
take
top,
out
so
your-
there's
get 'em
just
down
really
to
not
lock.
a.
No, you can just leave. There's an option.
You
And
don't-
that's the problem.
There's not a lot of
Most
ways
don't
you
come
can
back.
find the
Somebody
call
did
here.
that once.
Yeah,
You have to be a total non-believer.
you're never scooping.
Because you can't hold it to it.
Yeah, he's got ace king
That's why if I
high on
was
the
Barber,
top.
I'd make Manny put it out.
He's got 3 pair on the bottom, which makes
Yeah,
him
what
feel
is
more
this thing
confident,
that's
and the
down?
8s on the top are blocking.
It blocks the 9-8 straight.
You don't wanna
The only straight that's there.
track star.
Everything else missed.
So really, you're only worried about sets on the bottom. It's just without having anything on one of the boards.
Yeah, and you wrote another interesting. What you said, it sets on the bottom. A set on the bottom scoops you because a set on the bottom has a pair on the top.
Yeah,
You don't have a pair on the top.
it's a hard call, but there's so much money in that pot, and it's
mean, it's
Manny.
I want the first.
Yeah.
I want the
If he makes the 50-50 right and he finds the call, then he
If
makes
you
a
say no to this
good
bet, then
chunk.
that bet's off too.
I couldn't do it. I mean,
Neither could
You
I.
have to give me
I don't even know if I get to the river if I'm Barber.
bet. We're doing 2 bets. Or nothing.
Like, I might have been gone on the turn.
yeah, I am also gone on the turn.
Thank you.
He has 2 pair on the flop
we can
and a
do
heart
our-
draw.
Heart draw on a paired board
Yeah.
and a multi-way pot.
But here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah.
So if we made it this far, and we're only going against one opponent, which was Manny,
Game winner.
You're good?
it's a gamble. It's like red
It
or
is.
black.
Yeah.
Does
red or
he have
black.
top or bottom?
This hand, you just come in. You good with that? Yeah. Okay.
I think he's
Yeah.
folding, but what a sick call.
There's the fold. Yep, there's the fold.
Bad fold. Bad fold.
It's a good fold, Barber. It's just
A little bit too low.
You really had quads?
He did not have quads.
Let's see how many.
Raise the 10.
I mean,
no. Doug's the only one who gets quad eights.
Yep.
Twice.
Twice in one night.
Kings and magic.
Kings and magic.
that's kind of. I mean, nice hand.
I'm curious. I mean,
I'll take whoever's the favorite team. How about that?
On the Kings 90, Kings are in favor.
I don't
yeah,
know.
both.
Oh,
They lost their best player.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
both.
No, they still have long. I mean, you want to make that bet, then it'd be 2.
69.
So we got the
Go back to Hold'em.
Sun Thunder, and then you got the favorite. You got Kings. I take
Yeah, we're on until 10.
Magic.
Assuming the Kings are favored. I'll double check.
They're definitely favorite. We can look it up.
Give away their best player.
No, they still got Monk over there. And they
You
got
can feel
DeRozan.
Barber's annoyed energy from that last hand.
Dallas is good. They
Yeah.
still got
Really
They're
hard
good,
spot
but
to be
they're
in.
not as good. They're not as
Yeah.
They got Anthony Davis now.
They're not as good as they would be with Luka on.
Oh no, he wanted the Longhorn team, right?
A lot of trashy hands are going around. I like Barber's hand.
I forgot what
I mean,
At first I did.
Really?
the math
My memory,
math
I
was
gotta-
like.
I don't know
At
what
first I did think I had
vitamins I need to take.
Kings minus 4.
At first I did think I had
I literally
Alright,
forget
I'll
what I
take
have.
it.
every time.
Thunder minus 13.
1-8, and I got when the other 8 came.
I'm the only one that has 4 5.
quads.
Well, that's a
Alright, 2
brick
units on
flop
the
for
Kings.
everyone.
It sure is.
They
First
just
player to
put
bet
the money in
wins.
there. I mean, out of one-way hand,
Nobody bets flop.
Yeah, I really thought.
but math-wise,
All right,
Doug has a 6.
Doug scoops.
I pocket jacks, and then 8, and then I had a flush draw.
So Barber, since Barber opened this, Barber should have bet the flop. You think?
Yeah, ace high flop. He can have the good aces. When you raise pre-flop, you have all the good aces.
Well, it's good. You repped it.
It's also hard for them to have anything on ace 3 deuce. Like they have an ace or they
You'd
have,
think,
or they have like second pair that doesn't believe you.
or they just flop the wheel.
Yeah.
for bomb pot, it was just a little light, but it was.
Oh.
I did everything.
I saw it.
Cards are flying.
Cards were flying.
Careful with these cards. They're not cheap. These cards have RFID chips in them. That's how we get you the information on the graphics. There's a little
You would have done
chip
that
in the
even with-
card, and you see those circles on the
King
table.
eight's
That's
a
what the
good hand,
scanners are.
You weren't getting the flush because I had 3 spades in my hand.
When it's double paired like that,
Yeah,
I mean,
I had a jack and spade.
You had the king.
Oh yeah, the
King and 8
The
spades.
king, jack, and 8 of spades.
Oh, so I had 3 spades as well.
Yeah, you have 2 out there. So that's fucking
And these images are 15 minutes in the past.
and
That's
it
our
felt like,
delay.
to me, it felt like this.
Even us in the
To me, it
booth,
just felt
we
like-
see the delayed
Yeah, I
images.
thought-
Gotta put the money in because
I thought I
it's
had
not.
Yeah, we are the
It's
future.
not what
See,
it
always
looks
that
like.
jam.
They are the
What do you
past.
have? You just added 1-8?
Yeah, we're looking into the past.
The bluff.
We're basically historical
Yeah,
documentarians.
this ring
Basically, yeah.
I mean, I'm never folding at Barber's.
I'm not sure if that's a word.
Watching the historical documents.
Wow.
I doubt anybody knows what movie I just quoted, but that's fine too.
No, no, I didn't know. I thought you were just making a Lottie statement.
No,
150.
no. There's a movie called Galaxy Quest a number of years ago. It's a
Oh,
Star
Tim.
Trek spoof.
Tim the Tollman Taylor.
Yeah, Tim Allen was in that, and yeah, some aliens see some reruns of some sci-fi show, and they think that those are historical documents.
I actually love that movie. I watched it in the last year.
I have not watched that one in a bit.
You saw my
Kevin
hand?
takes it with the 7s.
You saw my hand?
It's on one of the
No,
things
why?
right now.
I'm sure it is. Yes. Yeah.
I haven't
yeah,
had
Ben.
one.
I know all of you guys
Yep,
are saying
that's right.
Yeah, I literally, my best hand, I had
No
ace
aces
queen
poker
block.
was what's about that ace 3 deuce board favors the blind's calling range more than the openers because They do have the sets, and they do have some wheels, and they do have those. They absolutely do. So like they have more
I
nuts.
know, Manny. I'm not
Like that
scared
board,
going on
the blinds have more nuts. I think the razor has more made
Because
hands.
if you call Dante's in there,
For
you
sure.
100%.
But they don't have as many nuts.
Nice
Like the razor just has like a set of aces as far as nut
Yeah,
hands.
ace.
They don't have the other nuts. So some people open threes and deuces. They probably shouldn't, but they do. But yeah, they just don't have the nuts. I agree with you there.
He was
But
there last time out. Challenging.
I must have a better hand. I must have a
yeah,
better
range
hand.
advantage versus nut advantage.
I mean, some people 3-bet threes and deuces.
They do. We've seen that tonight. Steady going to double down with his ace,
I don't
his
even wanna
8-3,
look.
not his ace 3.
I should not.
All
I should have
right.
called the number.
All right. Good luck, guys. Put some headgear on, Eddie. I don't like it.
Barber's still beating him up over the Manny bomb pot.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, wow. Holy comboli for Dante. Open ender on a club draw.
I mean, Dante has a 6 high.
He does have 6 high, but he also has the equity advantage with 6
He
high.
sure does.
And
6 high is
Wow, that's so
and he
juicy.
does and on hand 69. And he does get everyone to fold before he loses half his equity on the turn.
right? It's crazy how it just drops.
And his pair outs were live. Nobody had a pair. So the pair outs were live too with the combo draw.
You just had me twice.
Well,
You had me
that
and then you had
8-3
that
would have had a better kicker.
turn
Right,
set.
yeah. 3 would have been the better. Some of his pair outs were live.
Alright, here we go. I'll give you 2 to 1 on the Hawks.
They have less than a second to
Oh,
But you
that.
got Trey shooting it.
Whoa!
Come on, you got
They've got basketball on.
That's the look you wanted right there.
Who else do you
I've heard of him, Trey Young.
Are the Mavericks playing now? I have no idea. Or the Rockets? I don't know.
Have your player card.
I
don't
didn't
follow-
even know it was basketball season.
I don't follow the NBA
Trey
that
Young been in
closely.
the-
Yeah, basketball season starts like end of October, early November. Nobody actually cares until Christmas.
That's when I used to watch basketball.
And we still got another couple months until the playoffs.
I like watching college basketball and making a bracket and all that. That's fun.
Yeah.
was the Rain Man.
One more month, March Madness. I wonder if they come up with some promos around that.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, usually we do some things around
Xavier
there.
McDaniel.
Yeah, that's the X-Men.
Now Gary Payton's son is in the league.
Oh, he's good.
Figured out. Gary Payton. I remember.
Wonder who the Cinderella's going to be this year.
I don't know. You guys know who Chris Jackson is?
Like last year it was NC State.
With Shaq?
I actually lived in Raleigh for like a couple years, so like I'm kind of familiar with them.
I always
There
put
was a
NC
pay-per-view
State
with him
going deep in
one-on-one
mine.
against
Yeah.
Gary Payton.
So like last year, pre-postseason, the regular season, they were talking about firing the
Gary
coach.
Payton beat Chris Jackson.
Then they win the conference tournament to get the automatic bid, which is the only way they were getting in the tournament. They ends up in the final 4.
about 2 hours.
See, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Well, you just had to put a little fire in the
Yeah.
coach, I guess.
Yeah, and the coach didn't get fired.
Little fire to not get fired.
I don't know how they're doing this year. They might just still be in the dumpster for all I
I don't know
know.
any of those guys.
And then their women also made the final 4, but that's more expected because they're actually good.
Really?
Yeah,
It was bad.
I'm a Baylor alum, so we've always had really, really good women's basketball and really good men's basketball.
I can
So
name the whole.
I always pick them to win my bracket.
The women's game's been fairly top-heavy historically. Maybe that's changing a little bit. Like it's not just UConn every time, UConn and Notre Dame every year.
And they didn't win. They lost to Eric Montross
We're
in
neck
North
and neck.
Carolina.
Yeah, maybe
Tar
before.
Heels.
Yeah, women's, it's been like UConn, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, like particularly like back in the day during the Summit era.
Oh yeah, I can't believe they
Pat
won.
Summit, yeah.
Technically an elder millennial.
What an icon.
I think I'm right on
That she was.
You're on,
Early
you're
Bob
on
in
the
the
card.
NBA. Huh?
You got
Got a car, really bad car
Yeah,
accident over the
That's
year.
getting a little
I
too
can be a
much.
millennial or
Christian didn't really do.
You want me to put it back there?
Grant
No,
Hill.
Gen X.
Hey, meanwhile, like I went to a school that plays in the Coastal Athletic Association, so
See,
like we're a one bid league, and
Just started with,
yeah.
I think betas are
You gotta
the
win
Did
my
y'all
conference
play
tournament.
against like high
I
school teams?
think.
Feels like it.
Remember that?
Gen Z are like the
Yeah, so like Tony Brook, they got in the tournament one time, and then the coach got a better job,
Son Heroes is
which is how that's usually how it goes when you're at a
Gotta
school
go.
like that.
5 to 18-year-old or something.
You get the teams of the tournament, and you do a better job.
Guessing is a straight up.
All right, Doug with the double straddle.
Peyton. Peyton was on the 04,
What about
05
Isaiah?
Heat team.
I was going to think
So we're
Isaiah,
playing
Isaiah
both
Thomas.
Peytons. He
Well,
would
his
have,
son played in the NBA.
Isaiah Thomas?
His son was a point guard. Isaiah Thomas, he's a point
There was an
guard.
Isaiah Thomas, but I don't think it was the
Didn't
same
play with Isaiah
Thomas.
Thomas.
I think he's
I
saying
thought it
they're
was.
related when they're not
No,
related.
they're not related. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas is good. He plays for the Celtics.
All in.
He
That's
wasn't.
who
He
he's
wasn't
talking about.
good. He had like a season where he was
I
good.
could tell you the number.
And then he got traded around. He was like,
I'm
he
just
was
sure.
good.
I don't
He
think he
was
played
good.
against
Yeah,
Dell. I think that was
He had that
his
one.
He was an NBA
season.
player.
He was a starting NBA
He was a
player.
start,
He's
which is
pretty
great,
good.
which is
Pretty
great.
good. He's pretty good.
I mean, that's.
Wow.
But I mean, once you get on that
Wow.
level, it's relative.
I saw
Both
in
of our
Venice, I saw
players
Ralph-
flop a
Ralph
flush
Austin
draw.
skip to my
Bones with
loop.
the straight flush draw.
Oh, that's Houston
Famous,
guy.
yeah, Houston. I saw him in Venice play basketball.
Yeah, he's really good.
Did you
If
live
you're
that
in
long?
He
Venice, you're
departs
probably
one
not
time.
really good.
He's
I-
like,
I'm
No,
rooting
he,
for
he
you,
started by
Bones.
playing
I'm rooting for the eight of hearts.
New York.
Right.
he's one of the
I'm
only
just.
ones
I
that,
remember Bones
yeah, he's the
started
only
this
guy
Have you ever been at Rucker Park?
this table
I don't know what that is.
opening
I've been to
like
Venice.
5,
I go to
6
Venice
clubs,
every
and it
2
didn't
months.
work out. And I'm just.
Like, I love it.
I'm a believer in
I
making
love
the
it.
non-traditional
I love New
hands
York.
work,
Yeah.
and it's just not happening for
really
Bones
wanna go
tonight. And
there.
I'm
Eclectic.
wanting this one.
The food's
There.
always-
Oh, not that one.
I love the beach. I'm
It was
just gonna
4
be
across,
staying in
which
Texas.
not what Bones was hoping for.
Huh?
Need 3
You want a
across.
shot?
I mean,
Let's start there.
I just don't think we want a heart on this river.
He's got.
There we go.
How about everybody's drink?
Non-heart.
Everybody's got a drink.
Settle with queen high.
He's in because you're a
But if it
child.
gets the showdown, not a guarantee.
I think Bones is going to make the bet here.
A 6 high should be bluffing.
Actually, no, he's not.
No, like in Limping is.
Like in the middle of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Some cruise
Like
ship.
that old.
On some cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic.
Three
Island
big
Napoleon
size
got
make it
banished.
less desirable
Island
to
that
call.
Napoleon got banished to.
He's trying to say that he spiked
I actually know what you're
trips.
talking about.
You know where that is, right?
I don't-
10-8's
I-
also a
I know what he's
possibility.
talking about.
Man knows history.
If Bones hypothetically had
can't
like
believe he
ace
got
high
banished.
here,
It's
As
kinda
it
like
works.
Africa or something.
do you think
Yeah.
he
I
would
can't believe he
check?
can get-
He has ace high.
Mm-hmm.
If he has ace high with a
That's-
hearts
that's
draw,
not-
Did he
I
get poison
busted.
through his hair or something?
That's a good question.
I don't know a story about
I think that's how they.
Okay, let me.
I think if he has the ace high flush,
Um,
the ace high flush draw that missed,
Mm-hmm.
then Zato's range ends up probably tilted more towards worse heart draws that we're beating anyway, and better made hands that are probably not folding.
So Bones would probably check call,
One wrong one is probably
possibly.
Yeah, check definitely,
Morris Grant,
maybe
I love.
call
He was,
against
All
Zato.
four scrambles.
Well, we've seen Zato get away with
He's
the
a
flush,
Laker.
maybe we're more likely to call if we know that.
But I don't think they know it
Yeah,
yet.
we don't know. We don't know what they know. You're certainly free to run away from the table and watch back on the delay. Zato also hasn't been opening a lot of hands, so he's going to have more
you were trying to
credibility.
fake me out.
Mhm.
I would have folded if you folded. So, Donovan, you should thank him after I bust you on this, because I was just going to
How you
fold.
claiming the name already?
I'm claiming it.
How you claiming that?
Well, no, never mind. Check. 2 pair.
Yeah, check and probably call like
Ace,
half
please,
the time.
ace. Check. That 5 helps.
When you have like a 50-50 decision, do you randomize it?
Really?
7.
Well,
I don't really have a good randomization.
check. I'll take a 7.
Dante's deuce is good.
No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Free pair.
Well,
the,
his ace deuce hand
The
is
scanner's is that the scanner's
his
right.
ace deuce is just as good
It's
as
value
Dono's
bet. King
ace
jack.
Yeah.
jack.
King jack, I would value that all the way.
That is a chop, yeah.
Yeah, counterfeited.
Three pairs too many.
Damn right, extra chip here.
Dante does get the extra chip.
I
Yeah,
was
you had to work
suited.
hard to
Yeah,
lose that.
Dono's sucked
Chop
out.
that one.
Yeah. Nice river, sir. Revel was going to play the Trailblazer man in Dallas, but didn't want to give Mallory written for her money. Yeah, she's a formidable opponent.
Formidable indeed.
I'll tell you what, whenever they announce the next Austin stop, come down here and give me a run for my money. It won't be that hard. I can't run very fast. And
I didn't even know how to respond to that.
I try to confuse the masses. And also, we got the Houston stop coming up, February 26th and March 10th, I believe, were the dates. see how much of that I can make it out to.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to stop and do something. I'm from,
Quiet.
well, I round up, but I'm from Houston adjacent, and so can hit two birds, one stone, see the fam,
Yeah,
play some cards, trying to get me a car.
It's like a chopped salad.
sounds good.
Dono has gotten ace king probably more than anybody else
I'm leaving right
tonight.
after stream.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Until 4 a.m.
We're keeping them busy.
I'm hungry, man.
Huh?
I need to.
Regrettably, ace king one time.
Yeah, there was the one that that got
Oh.
away.
Oh, and then the queen.
Yeah, that was that one too.
That was a backfired premium.
Yeah,
Bone
yeah,
says
run into
4
a flopped boat.
4.
Oof.
And you got 13 points on the other.
Ace 5 of clubs for Zato. Oh no, they both have trips. This could be a problem for Zato.
KD is out.
Trade him.
420 in the middle,
He
and
bets quarter pot.
yep, a quarter of that.
Isn't Sacramento good better this year?
I honestly would.
But I have a better team.
I don't know. I guess I didn't see.
Are they going to show the
Remember
Magic
who
game?
opened, but I think I would check.
Zato was the opener, I think, and
Then definitely I would have checked.
there was a raise, and oh, this sucks for Dono. The 10 pairs on the turn. They now both play this game. They both play aces, 12 tens. Dono can re-roll it. He can spike a king to scoop. Zato can only chop. 225 to bet.
Have you seen Shea Gilgis Alexander play?
I don't know why, but I'm secretly rooting for a
I've only seen him
king.
play, like, once. It's really good.
Another 10 on the end.
Spicy. I think Zato's might be just eye rolling in his brain right now, being like, if this guy has a 10,
Yeah, if he's got quads, he's got quads. Nightmare run out for Dono.
Yeah,
Moves all in.
it's good.
Fades the snap, so you know it's not quads.
Yeah.
Even if he gets snapped, it's like 50-50.
yeah, Zato's still calling, but Dono is definitely got a sense of relief right now.
I like him a lot. But I mean,
SGA is the favorite for MVP this year.
He's the favorite.
For MVP, yeah.
Maybe he'll get hurt this. Maybe he'll get hurt this game.
hurt this game?
Yeah, that's my only chance, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if KD's playing, I always have a chance. No, is that how it works?
Oh, he folds!
And they just lost.
But you know what? He doesn't want to call the chop. That's the lesson here. He doesn't want to call the chop.
All right.
He knows that chop is the ceiling. I think Dono knew that chop is the ceiling. And
I mean,
I thought I had KD on my side.
wow. Zato did open pre-flop, and so that gives him the ace more, and
Kevin,
he could have a.
he may have hit
Dono
running
could have
quads
a
on
10.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
you got a trade deadline fuck.
I can't believe
But
Yeah, you either chop or you
also,
lose.
Dono led flop. That doesn't
Yeah.
give me 10 buys.
Can't risk him getting injured.
Yeah.
They signed a 2-year,
Fuck,
Good call.
$17 million.
Running quads.
that was the thing everyone was worried about.
I don't have quads.
Ooh, he's just
You'll
told
see on the
him.
stream.
Alright, Devin Booker's gonna go.
You'll
for
see on the
7.
stream.
He said, I didn't have quads. You'll see on the stream. Well, if you didn't have
I'm
quads,
interested to
then.
know what you have.
Against OKC's defense?
Got over on you then.
Yep.
39 and 9.
I mean, I had it. I'm calling
Yeah,
it.
the thing to understand though, like he's facing that shove was like almost pot, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to be right about 30% of the time normally. But that's if you're scooping. If you're calling to get your money back, you've
Does
got to
that
be
mean-
right a lot. You have to be right like 60% of the time. So that's where maybe he starts to think, well, do I want to call the shop? And like we both play a fair amount of split pot games, and like that is a dance that we have to do.
I mean, we see the dooming card possibilities,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm never tank folding. I'm probably close to snap calling and just
I hold my nose and call.
yeah.
That's it, because
I'd just be like, oh, don't have it. Okay.
the thing is, like, we may not have heard from a 10 until then, just because, like, on ace 10, well, a 10 is probably not going to jam into an ace.
Because that's the whole thing. I can't.
I like my hand.
And,
He's not calling.
But I think Dono's bet felt like he was extracting value as opposed to repping the 10. I just think there was a lot of things leading towards this being a chop. But I understand
You're
what
always going to be in the middle.
not
I'm
not
always
wanting to
calling you.
commit that
You're in the
amount of
middle
chips
somewhere.
just to get your money back.
He's also in position. He's in the hand too.
Yeah, calling to chop is never a good feeling.
I had
We were talking.
He made it 25.
Hello, Florida Bill.
I won't make you.
Florida Bill's on the right stream. What are you talking about?
Dang, shots fired.
TCH Live is the right stream.
You've made it,
I
Florida
didn't know if
Bill.
there were other streams.
No.
At least not in poker.
I was like, there's no way that's quality.
Maybe you like go over to Twitch and watch somebody speedrun Mario or something, but I mean, we're the only one doing poker, right?
Yeah. So on.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I have.
You sucked out.
Steady's still ahead with his tens.
Not have the thing.
And
What a big bet.
yeah, Kevin going for it.
550.
And Steady holds strong with the overpair.
Kevin is definitely not the person I want to be battling in this situation. It makes me feel like my tens are inferior.
Yeah, he's a good aggressive player though, and we could find some bluff catches. Also, the graphics have Kevin with 720 behinds. I do believe there's more than one purple chip in front of him. I think there was an
Yeah,
add-on
he
that got
added
missed.
on. I just don't think that it was. It was.
Yeah, that's like 3 or 4 purples in front of him, which each of those are $500.
Yeah, he's probably got 1,500 behind.
Yeah. Okay.
Steady, let's it go.
Woo! There has been being some poker played tonight.
Kevin applying the pressure and getting it done.
Dude, D-Way,
Nice spot, Kevin.
And
2006 D-Way
Kevin
was
and
like
Steady
one
have
of the
played a lot of hands together, so there's definitely some tango we don't know about.
Yeah, these guys play together a lot.
Good pull.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if he,
You got
like,
MVP,
I would've
right?
called
Rebels
him,
says they need to work on their tournament games, starting aggressive, building a stack, but then busting out. Well, here's the thing about tournaments: you usually bust out.
Because that
And
doesn't-
even
All
as
but
you
one
get-
person busts out.
As you get into the tournament, you still want to be aggressive. You may want to be a bit choosier as you
It's
start
his
to
fault,
get
but I
money.
can't. I just
If
can't
there's
wait
Payout
around.
implications matter. Like you may be a bit more choosy, but you still need to be aggressive to be a consistent winner. And Florida Bill looking at maybe heading out to
25 offsuit's a
Austin
different
next
story. I've
month.
never played.
Come
Maybe getting on the
Austin.
stream. Go right ahead, do that. Click that link with the form
I
to
had 3-5.
down the show if you want to appear on an upcoming TCH Live.
Oh no,
Sure, we'd love to have you.
I'd play it suited.
You see me around here, say hi. Love to meet viewers. Occasionally I'll meet some viewers at the series, like when I go out during the summer.
If he has quads, then maybe I'll make the tournament.
Or we'll even go to another TCH location, I'll get recognized. Like they play these old streams there at the other room sometimes.
He did like this kind of juggle between the two hands.
and the string bet.
It's really weird.
I'll be honest, I did not see
Oh, we saw it.
It's specifically one hand.
And it's actually
King,
on.
queen,
Give him a
that's
warning.
305. Loved it.
Significantly better.
305. I mean, it is the best hand I see.
I wasn't anything to like, I just knew you 3-bet and then only bet on the river.
Manny wants to play, but Manny also has King 10.
Encyclopedic knowledge of how to
Yeah, not great.
based
Trying to
on
take notes.
It's King 10.
You had ace 5?
dozens of hours of reading.
Ooh.
4-bet.
They're going back to the aces full hand.
It was only a 3-bet. It was only a 3-bet pot. Yeah, because he limps, you open, I 3-bet.
I don't even call. It's like play 3 bomb pots.
Pot. Chat's talking about the tournament. I'll put that up again. Trailblazer Tour in Houston, 26th to the 10th. $500,000 guarantee main event.
I don't know. I think you
That is an $800 buy-in, I believe. $100K guarantee multi-day tournament. 10 events in total. Yeah, like we all wish that the guarantees would be bigger, but you know what? Let's just all show up and make a bigger prize pool. How about
That's
that?
got a read.
I mean,
Like, if we
yeah.
try hard enough, the prize pool can get to $1 million. We just have to.
We just gotta try harder.
You just have to re-enter it out. There's going to be a bunch of flights on that. I don't know the precise schedule. There's going to be lots of chances to enter that tournament.
I'll be playing the turbos. That's my highest success rate. In and out.
I probably was.
They had a Big O tournaments here in Dallas, so I'm assuming they'll probably have one in Houston. Might want to show up for that.
Yeah, Houston loves their PLO. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they
there's some
sure
PLO
do.
on there.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on my French toast.
All right.
Now I gotta look.
Zato with an ace and a wheel draw and heart draw. A lot of stuff going on the bottom. Not a good wheel draw with 2 of the 3s dead.
Gotta say about 1 millisecond.
Manny making it 50. Jack's full for him.
Coffee.
Set of 7s for Dante. He calls. Doug with the trips. Queens on both turns. Aces and queens for Zato on the bottom to go with all the other things he has. Steady picks up a queen as well. Manny, Jack's full still good. Picks up a gutter on the bottom to go with the inferior hearts, makes it 265. Doug with just some weak trips and
Till 2 a.m. Last call is at 1:30. They won't take
not a lot going on for him.
3 players. Check. Check around. Check around.
And a cup drop. Wow. Monster over there. Guy had a monster.
Steady really thinking about this.
$15 straddle.
Zato calls.
Alright. If everyone
Deuce of diamonds, 8 of hearts. Zato's hearts get there on the bottom. He's got the nuts. Manny, Jack high hearts on the bottom. Probably thinks he's good, but it's actually just the Jacks full on top that are going to give him half the pot.
Not right. Straddle the bottom.
Definitely got the
Queen of hearts to the flush on the bottom.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Chop that up.
I had pocket 7s.
Rebel, your win-loss is 1 in 100. Winning the tournament or cashing the tournament. If you're cashing the tournament 1% of the time, that's kind of unfortunate. If you're winning 1% of the time, that could actually be pretty good, depending on your field size. Just looking at this Houston schedule to follow up on the Omaha discussion, it looks like on the 3rd, there's an Omaha 8 or better. I assume that's limit 08. On the 3rd, and then on Wednesday the 5th of March, there's a PLO, $500 buy-in on that. It looks like that's all the Omaha on the schedule for Houston. It's just 10 events on that schedule. Also a triple draw in there. Always a fun thing.
Emptied it out with 2 cards and gave me a few hints. Thank you.
That first weekend, that 100K guarantee, that's a $200 buy-in. That is a cheap 100K guarantee. Definitely check that out. Also a seniors event on the schedule. Also a ladies event on the schedule.
Ooh, I'm a lady.
You are a lady. So Thursday the 6th. 2 p.m. There is a ladies event, $130 buy-in, 5K guarantee,
and a trophy, right?
I believe there are trophies on all those Trailblazer events.
Honestly, it was an accident.
Actually, last year I had the privilege of calling the ladies final table out in Houston. Yeah, it was supposed to be Ebony Kenny, and instead she made the final table. So they pulled me in to fill in at the last minute, and she had herself a good run. That was a really fun final table to call. There was some great poker getting played there.
weird.
And what's great about
irrelevance.
ladies events is
Even more
people are
irrelevant.
so freaking nice to each other. Like the camaraderie on ladies events. Like I've been in so many ladies events where people are like sad for you to go. It's like, I mean, it's your time to go, but we feel bad for you. It's very friendly people.
I'm jealous of friendly poker table.
It really is. It's like a highlight of my tournament career is playing ladies events.
You want to call the 230?
Kevin four-flushed it, and
That was
he didn't get any takers.
If I'm pretty sure I'm losing, why would I call?
You're just saying I'm never bluffing there?
No, I didn't say that. I felt like I was. Hey, if you bluffed me, that was good. I'll find out in 50
There are a lot of good tournament tables.
I could find
Don't
out.
get me wrong.
Oh yeah, any table I go deep in, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, usually the deeper you get, the friendlier it gets, at least with the lower stakes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, hey, look, we all made it.
The deeper and the higher stakes is more quiet.
Like they
More
just
of a
want to take
quiet
each other's
table,
heads
yeah.
off.
There are decorum in poker.
I don't ever want to play stream or not good enough.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say maybe more of a roll issue.
I don't know what that was. I was nervous.
They played the 1-3 stream in the past. Here, like the old location. Okay.
Just you and me.
Probably like
It's all fun.
40 or 50K.
I will bet the flop.
I can't understand you with all that coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's you and me. It'll be fun. I'm betting the flop.
That's what I thought you were
I'm betting the flop.
But I mean, they're just starting to mature to 2-5.
I had a king.
King 10. Nice hand.
Like that kid in the red.
Is it? That's all right.
Dante takes that one. Hey, you know what? A win to win. $40 tournament. Hey, a win to win.
Pretty good against all these nits over
And,
here. Jeez.
We've all got to start somewhere. Like from the time I started playing poker, it was like I started playing seriously about 8 years ago. From then until my first 10 mob cash was embarrassingly long. Like I didn't play a lot of reported tournaments the first couple of years, just like local things. But it was like a couple of years before I actually existed in the eyes of the poker world.
Yeah, yeah. DeAndre Aiden
Guys, I'm so sorry. The 8 of spades flipped over.
Is that your idea of putting your big chips in front? It is. They think you only have
Graphics don't have the button
$2,200.
right. Barber's got a good hand though. Little sneak preview. 8 of spades not coming clear from the dealer. Tragedy. The 8 of spades. Shout out to
I know. He's like, okay.
Magic card.
Thanks, guys, for telling me.
I'm sure they want to, maybe. A couple of them.
I should give you some information then.
Champions?
Yeah. They're from all over East.
Queens.
Bigger games.
Raising it
Speaking
up.
of ladies.
It's not
And
good.
that's just going to do it. Sato not going to look for the 7-2 special.
30 minutes?
It wasn't far behind, but it was
Yeah, this time. I mean, it was not being far behind. It didn't work. Thank you. I want to be the other side of your hand.
I've got my French toast over here.
Yeah, well, let Sam enjoy some dinner. Feel free, if you want to enjoy your dinner before it gets cold, you can take the headset off. And
I was
I'm full.
almost about to take a bite full with
Here?
the headset on, and then I was like, you know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
better ways
the
to do
internet's
this.
gonna hear you eat.
You can't play the small streams.
There's probably a few viewers that wouldn't
He
mind
probably
that,
killed the
but
game.
you know,
I mean, he
it's
probably
the internet. It's a weird
He killed
place.
the game with his aggression.
It's like a whole new kind of ASMR. And if that's even the acronym, I might have those letters, right? I don't know. I don't know that world at all.
okay.
Manny has ace king. Yeah. 85 to 3 bet. And
Will you be here next
Something to keep
Wednesday?
in mind as you're driving
You think?
around.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll be in the room,
Yeah, but like
most likely.
do you not have the description anymore?
You guys
Okay,
can put me on the bottom of
I
the
had
list.
one of these.
Well,
You can put me on the bottom of the list.
well, Josh
Jack.
can't bailed.
That was my highest card.
No, I'm not going to replace Josh. Big shoes to fill.
Huh?
Big shoes to fill. I don't think I could replace him.
It's just bankroll. He didn't. He's got a big bankroll. He's good. He's a good player.
I'll
bigger
get you
bankroll
that link to get on stream just as soon as I can find it. They moved the link on me.
Huh?
I deal Jack 9 and I'm
Let me in
like,
what?
That game.
can this take him
I'm not
down?
in charge.
I mean, you was just
You want to be? Yeah. You want to be on the list? Let me figure
I
out
would
who's
say
on.
your best bet is probably to just call the club up.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they moved the link on me. I'm sorry to say. The bot's probably posted it somewhere in chat.
Let me get back to you.
They will let me play before they let him play.
25.
Probably.
Something.
You have something. Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
So we're in the blind.
160.
If you guys need anyone, let me know.
C2 calls, C3.
Yeah, you'd be good for the game.
Yeah, I've got a
You know all
legion
the
of fans.
you know all
You have
those
a
guys.
perfect replacement right here.
I know he knows all those guys too.
Always good to get the suck out there, Rebel.
C5 raise.
You know, King 9 is like my second least favorite hand. King 10 and King 9, they are not my friends.
I just feel like you're gonna have to buy
Yeah.
him for like 10K.
Ace, King, and Jack, so
Good.
Here's King and Jacks.
I love a 3-bet by
I
Jack.
think just because he's a Burner supporter, he's got 10K.
And Kevin is so deep.
I know
it
he has
puts him in
10K.
an
Lots
interesting
of wealth has
spot.
been redistributed to
I
him.
know he has
I think he
that,
just
but
got here to
it's never in play. So it's in play when he has the nuts.
and Manny is also in this.
And he'll work up a good hatred
Manny's
towards
starting.
the other rich poker players.
What do you consider rich poker players? What is anybody? I hear that a lot. What does
Jack
somebody make?
does not hate that flop.
A dollar amount, like
Like a bankroll?
not like rich, but like what's a good bankroll to play 5-10? Like what do you think you have to have?
Do you go for a
25?
bigger
Yeah.
size here to discourage the
Like, what, do
float?
you have, what is your bankroll behind?
If I
you
have
for
the
a
ace
thousand?
king,
Think about-
I don't know that a bigger size is. When am I trying to get to fold?
20
Like,
No, I meant with Jacks.
oh, with Jacks. Well, Manny was the one who did the betting here.
So
Yeah.
I know I'm thinking.
So
Your
we
goal
didn't
is
really
to
get the chance
play
to
well
see
and
it.
not go broke.
Yeah.
I probably
100K.
still go smaller. Like if I do get the chance to bet.
And you're never going to
That's
raise
minimum.
him here. It doesn't pay
You'll snap go broke.
just to keep him along.
Yeah,
I'm just
I-
saying, like you need at least.
Like the moment
20x
you
to buy it.
raise,
that's my.
he doesn't get
I
to
would
bluff
say-
anymore.
Exactly.
That's the problem. We want him to
Doesn't run
bluff.
every day,
That's
so
how we win.
Whatever. But if
And
it ran every
three clubs
day,
on the turn. Front door
would
clubs
say-
get there.
Oh, if you're playing it every day, that's a different.
Yeah,
lot
I mean
of-
that's
there's a
Ooh,
lot
what
of
I would
areas.
Jack's fold.
Wow.
Hello. 4 flush though is going to kill the action unless Manny
Yeah,
wants
it
to
doesn't
bluff.
change the result of this hand,
If
but
comfortable losing.
it sure does
Because you're gonna go on a
visually
Yeah,
do
I've
something.
I've had
Yeah.
bigger than 100K
All it does is
downstairs in a
give
game
Kevin
without
license to
playing.
raise if he got bet, which he won't get bet.
I could
Bones,
also
Bones, you
draw
almost
besides
always
license
are
to
the
bet.
best player. So
I could have been very
that doesn't mean
lucky.
you're gonna
Losing
win.
to hands that would have bet
That's the whole
clear. He
thing
has
is
the
like,
third nuts.
you know,
That's why I pay all the bad cards against.
Even if you
Quad fives is a
have
thing,
big
steel
hand,
wheels
like,
a
you're
thing.
still going down.
You've lost like.
But in Hold'em, I just forget about the first two nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. How often do we see
How
a straight
often?
quad?
Yeah.
How often do we see quads? Oh, right.
Well, 3 times per duck.
Yeah. And one of those was in the
I didn't
2-card
play a lot. I
game.
played a lot in the last 6 months. I played
Oh yeah.
40 hours a week, and
It also depends on like your standard deviation and
yeah, it's also the games. I choose games.
yeah, if you game select and it's
Yeah, it's
He's
like
going for
Say tiers rich
a
as
value
fuck, he has
size,
$5 million for
hoping
bank,
that he
like,
has someone who can call him.
He has infinite
Yeah.
poker money, but he doesn't need a poker bankroll. Like,
well, that's
yeah,
different. You're in a
even if you're
stratosphere.
playing like for profit.
Let's
otherwise,
not
yeah,
count.
that's
I love
assume that's what he
the,
was saying, like,
the
you cannot lose
commitment
this amount of
Club
money.
or something?
to the
If you
Hollywood
lose this
that
amount of
Manny
money
gives, though.
without
We
losing
all
that
know
much,
he's folding,
yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
So I was
that's
thinking
bad.
like
When he
20
image
X
of-
and like 3 months of experience.
Oh, really?
Right.
And Florida Bill, the number for the Austin
I'm
TCH
just
Club
saying that's the
is
minimum.
512-428-6393.
I'm just saying, yeah, in
If you want
general.
to
I think in general.
Give him a
what
call.
do you think?
It's also on
I
the
don't think I
website. That's on the website,
You're playing 5-5, you need
TexasCardhouse.com.
100K.
Go to the Austin location.
You're buying here,
Uh,
you're buying here is 2K.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to the link to get on the show.
But I guarantee
Sometimes
you
the bot
most players
posts it.
don't have
Like sometimes the bot will spit it out in chat. I saw the one for
What we're talking about, like what you should have.
Dallas
What you
a
should
little
have,
bit
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. So also people move down, they play other games, whatever. I'm just saying like if you were only
I
playing
am with
this
you, Steve.
and you're
King Jack
playing a bunch of volume,
Oh is not my friend. Although I'm not folding it, I'm gonna still open it in lace position,
Red ace king, no good.
probably.
Yeah, I know. And
But I'm not a
you gotta
fan.
get ace king.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not as cute as King
Ace
Queen.
diamond, king of hearts. Both times.
And it's like tremendously way less cute than ace queen or king queen.
So I'm in at
It's
195.
just so cunty to just like put all your small chips in at once, and then ask someone else for change.
What is it?
I like squeezed every time. It worked. I guess it's
Yeah, this is gonna get through.
I wanted to.
I had 360.
Buffer.
I wanted it,
You
right?
need a buffer.
No
Most
one's
people
taking-
don't want that. I do.
How could you fold that, Dante? That's like nuts.
I wouldn't be talking about folding, Doug.
Oh!
Wow, I can't believe I got roasted on folding.
Unbelievable.
I played
The
my-
nerve of this guy.
Manny's the new VPIP king if you're folding.
Fine. If he calls, I call.
Usually every hand I'm in, he's in.
I want to play against Manny. No offense. I want to. Well, Kevin wants to play against
What
me.
would happen if we didn't have position on him? That would change everything, right?
Don't you wonder why I? Don't you wonder why I
You
always?
always sit to the left.
Don't you
of
wonder
him.
how that happens? I wonder.
I wonder.
I'm good with it. I
I'm
like
wondering.
it. I like it.
Manny's my friend.
How much do you think I had to pay to get this seat?
It's the best seat in the
It's
house.
worked out great.
40.
I would have folded.
But because I raised you call?
Yeah, I would have folded if you called, but I call you a raise. 210, huh?
That's a beefy raise for the big blind there.
C5 call. C6.
He's king again.
Enough with the squeezing. You guys punish him.
Felt like a squeeze,
And
didn't it?
Enough is
Doug gonna take it 3 ways out of position.
shit.
7-3 deuce. Backdoors for everyone. Ace king is the best hands.
So I keep leaving because I have the thrill to gamble, and I max late reg this tournament and play.
All right.
I haven't played any hands. I was just seeing where the button went.
Okay, so you know when it's gonna be your blinds.
Yeah.
Go back there and try and shove.
Yeah. Just max flick.
Yeah. Which tournament is going on tonight?
There is a, let's see, it was a $120 buy-in, and I think it was a 5K guarantee.
Oh, most likely to have.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Monday around here.
Yeah,
Definitely
but
worth
it's,
checking.
I would have called you with the pair.
I was excited. It's a single, one single re-entry,
Get in there.
and it has quite a bit of tables going.
How'd they say though?
I walked out there, and there was a big all-in pot, so I was like,
He
oh,
knows
this
how to
is
play ace king.
hey
Yeah.
girl's time.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know how to optimize
More
ace
chops are
king.
better.
Mid is right at 300
Yeah,
page
it's
book,
2K for
right?
first
If you have
place
any
off a
ace king questions,
$120 buy-in.
he's the guy to talk to.
Nobody's mad at it. 42 people entered.
Yeah, every Wednesday here at
Queen
TCH
10
Austin.
Big fan.
Should have been a bunch of Broadway cards.
These are definitely some bankroll builder tournaments, especially in the daytime. You have some $60 2K guarantees. And
Yes, that's the funny point.
Yep, all schedule available on the Poker at WhatsApp or at TexasCardHouse.com.
He's clean, obviously.
I feel you
Parents
should
play
be
the
on
fiddle.
the TCH phone line, like the message. Like you should be like the guy giving the message, answer machine message.
I should have raised this one.
You got that voice.
I've got the voice to be an answer
I
machine.
forgot.
That is high
Yeah.
praise. Hey, as a commentator, yeah, that's a good
You guys
thing.
have like friendship bracelets?
I can't even win
Not
this.
anymore, it broke.
Oh.
I think if we're considering who's the voice of the room, I don't think I'm at the top of the pecking order.
In this room, right now.
Across the company.
Oh, I was about to say no.
I got
you-
outs.
you
I got
win
pair
in this
outs.
room right now.
On the chair.
In this room, maybe.
You've got 4 years to my 3 appearances.
Oh, it's
So
not,
we're almost even.
It's not just time and seed. Like, you got to actually be good at
Alright, I'm
this.
done with you.
And
Not now. Not now.
like, honestly, our friend AA Ron might have me beat on both counts. So
Oh
Karen
my god,
McAvoy.
he's so freaking good.
You usually hear him on the
Hey,
Dallas
there.
shows these days. Part of this program since the beginning.
Turn diamond draw for Kevin. Fun, keeping it spicy.
All right.
Probably gonna call this Manny bet.
All C1. Heads up.
Ace.
River card suspense.
This is a game. I mean, if you said it just
Jack on the end, so
like people buying smaller.
Kevin doesn't love that one.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Manny
player.
bats. Pair sounds good.
The club's bricked, but that's about it.
40 seems silly because like I'm in for 75 right now. Haven't played any crazy pots. Haven't.
He would really have to not believe Mandy to make this call.
But that was, you know, in theory, if I had 60K, 12 to 15% of my bankroll. That seems like a pretty big hit just for breaking a few bluffs. Like if whatever I lose, like get stacked.
Let's it go.
Cooler aces versus kings, whatever. Then I'm
I had a
like
I
15%.
had a 6 also.
Now I have to go play tomorrow or whatever.
I had a king kicker.
Fours.
You can obviously take shots.
Rebel talking about something that LA did a while ago. Interesting idea. Multiple
called the flop.
a tournament across multiple
I almost
casinos.
did too.
Is that
Yeah, I can see how that would be tricky. Like that's something like in the past, like TCH has done a couple of tournaments over the years between all the locations, and it's kind of hard to pull that off because like people who aren't where the day two is, like they don't want to go to where the day two is, so they don't play the day one so much.
I about it, like from my
Anne thinks it's time to take a hand. She steps out for a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, like bigger prize pools are great. I wonder if maybe logistics were not to their liking either in LA. And I don't know what the regulatory situation is in California. I have to imagine it's more regulations than there are in Texas. we got a lot of freedom to do what we want out here.
I feel like comfortable buffing it off then.
These private clubs. No rake here.
Making me smile, man.
Playing like one
You have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
every decision is.
That's like the golden rule.
It's clearly distorted with the bluffings in Texas too.
Why are you looking at it?
5 game, but like this one here is 7.5. Like stacks are like what you would see at like a 10-25 normal game when they're half buy-ins, but like with shit being
So Poker just the other day when they played took the all-time franchise scoring
Points?
for Phoenix.
Yeah.
Showdown. I
Good
see
for him.
ace nine. I see ace.
Nice time.
Dono's ace is going to take a small one.
Get all the
They
info you
just have
need
been
now.
trying to
Another
line
half
it,
hour to go to
you
90.
know, rotate like looks
Top when I have top pair.
in Phoenix with
Oh, I knew you had an ace.
KD and Booker.
So when
Bradley Beal.
I'm not gonna lie.
Get spike the
Bradley
gutter
Beal,
or
man,
get
yeah,
a bitch
right.
or set.
He's like,
That was supposed to be like a big three.
yeah. And they just can't get it together.
That'd be pretty gross if you bet like 600 or something.
30K.
I think next time I will.
So
Good to know.
there was Butler
Hopefully I have
wanted
a
to play
set
for
or
Phoenix.
something.
Actually, that's what's crazy. So they're gonna make a big push, and they're trying to get rid of KD. I think,
Quads.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Good
they
idea.
traded everything to get him like 2 years ago.
How many years does he have left?
Probably has like I don't know if he's on a 4 or 5 year contract.
Bones?
Huh?
You play full time?
You play full time, Bones?
I was just curious.
I do. Well, I wouldn't say that I play full time. I just don't have any other jobs.
It must be nice, man. Not working.
You're just flexing yourself.
4 players.
It's like a backhanded
We
flex.
get it, buddy. You're retired. We get it.
Yeah, let's talk about me now.
I still have to show up. I still have to show up and sit at the table. I get it.
Good news, man.
Congrats, bud.
Sexy 2.
I haven't even started that like yet. Just like a little. Okay.
Slide in the humble brag there. No problem.
Doug's way ahead.
Bet 80. 6 fold. Eight fold.
Had a pair.
So good.
Felt good.
I'm coloring up another one of your chips.
Oh, shit.
Eventually it'll be a green.
Bradley Beal. He's still in the league? Wasn't he like a Washington?
Yeah.
$5 more.
Zato and Steady.
Like,
So
I
the
think
big
I was gonna
winners,
watch
Dante
that, yeah.
doing good.
Gilbert Arenas when he shot himself in the
With
foot.
a gun? No, he didn't shoot himself.
Did he shoot himself in the foot? Oh, is that a rumor?
That's Plaxico Burris.
No, I'm saying no. He brought guns to an airport. Gilbert
Arenas brought a gun.
Gilbert Arenas was
He
he was doing
Brought
that
him
in
to
the
the
locker
locker
room.
room, laid them out in his locker, told the guy he was arguing with to pick one.
Oh, well, he was in
And
Orlando Magic.
TCH Austin does have 1-1.
The guy that he told to pick one later went to prison for murder.
He was good.
Really?
Javaris Brandon, yeah.
Draining.
Yeah.
1-1 no limit holds him our smallest game.
NBA scandals.
And then when he got back from suspension and the warm up, he did the.
Great way to get started in poker.
No.
And I don't think I've won a straddle.
About that melee at the Palace.
I did straddle.
That was fucking awesome.
How goes the tournament?
I may have already doubled and knocked someone out on my. I doubled on my big blind and then I knocked someone out on my small blind, and here I am.
Well done. You didn't stick around for your button?
I did because those
Good
hands went
call.
so fast.
Yeah, you got to play that button.
And the heater.
Yeah.
Then I got on the button Jack 7 suited. It was open, but you
You
know
know,
I
but-
needed to get back here. I was like, I think I might have just tested the heat test if I didn't feel obligated to chat back. I am loving this stream.
Yeah, we got a great show tonight.
For the last 2 weeks.
And now, since I've got some chips, I'm here. I'm here for you guys.
They need some.
How quick are those blinds? Is it 15 or 20 minutes on this?
20 minutes.
20-minute blinds, okay.
Yeah, and I started with I think 17, so now I got like 36.
Yeah. And we've got about 1.5 levels left tonight on the
On the stream,
Yeah.
1.5 levels. Love it.
Rebel. Is that Gilbert Arenas you're talking about? just somebody who was discussed on the stream, a basketball player. Yeah, small world.
I was legit just worried about him. I was like, once he played.
Dante feels like, even before the massage, he's been playing very relaxed today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So he feels like a zen kind of day.
You got a better start again, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not smiling.
Yeah, that's
For sure.
nice when you get to do that. You're running good enough, and you're just
Ace king what?
not tense
The
at all.
7 is in my range.
So a good turn for a
7 is in his range.
Eh.
Diamonds are in his range as well.
He's not saying non-factual things.
He didn't say that he has a 7. He said he can have a 7. He doesn't say he does have a 7.
Yeah, correct.
His bet gets it done.
Wow, right? He looked in the muck. What's wrong?
You said go ahead.
I did. You saw my 7.
He flipped it over.
You seen the muck?
Oh, well, now.
Nice one. Quads are good.
Different rules for different
Quads, yeah.
Quad 7?
Yeah.
It's like Manny.
I think
like
I showed
a month
you.
ago,
That's
he
all,
did the
yeah.
same thing. Like he was asking the river.
He didn't seem interested.
Asking you to do the
Right? And I could have been good. Could have.
And number 90.
Yeah, we're just going through them today.
I was trying, yeah.
around that.
This is a very engaged group.
All bomb pods on your small blinds and fuck me over.
They're going to be a tough act to follow next week with that big game.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Ken Packs.
I mean, it's 5'10", but I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
5'10",
5'10",
at least 5'10".
straddling for 25 a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, probably 5'10".
All I am
25.
now. The only reason I got in.
Just
I've
hearing
never
half
not
of the
gone in.
lineup, I'm just like, ooh, this is going to be good.
Well, I got a pair.
Well said.
Someone announced they had a pair, and
I think that was Dante. And he's full of it.
Dante has a pair and a flush draw.
I'm gonna go with a little tickler just to see where I'm at.
Dante is tickling the pot.
He knows his
Playing
odds.
face up here.
He, like, feeds him all the shit that is gonna, like, nod his head to.
Don't know who has a bigger pair than Dante does at the moment. Is
I
going
think
to raise.
Manny, if Manny calls, he has the
Yeah.
biggest pair.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Dono, I'm sure, trying to say he has a 10. Dante calling, looking for a spade, does not get a spade. The jack pairs.
Pages, but it's just like
See if Dono goes for another barrel.
a century that, like,
No, check, check. Queen will be the winner at Showdown. Does not want to rep the 10.
Money's falling
Yeah,
out of
he-
your pockets.
Dono didn't want to face any adversity and just checked back there.
I wonder if the turn raise was to try and buy himself a showdown. Just like sidestep a
Like
river bet
a-
from Dante.
Like an interesting kind of block bet.
I've tipped
Yeah.
almost. I've tipped
I
almost
feel like that's a
$100.
thing that happens more in limit than it does in big bet games.
Huh? That's what the average person. I mean,
I like it though.
It's a good
It's
game.
a
to
nice
see what you
combination to do.
Huh?
It means you've been winning
Every now and then.
I've been winning a lot, losing a lot.
Double strap. 5-5
I've lost a lot.
I haven't seen you lose a lot.
Well, I mean, I haven't won. I've only won like $400 or $500 in the whole grand scheme of things.
It's warm in the booth, right?
Yeah, the booth does get toasty.
Okay. I was like, is it the bright lights?
It's not just me.
Why am I?
I don't know how much ventilation there is in here, how much air there is getting pumped in here
Really like
compared to other
We
places.
can't let our secrets out of this room. That's what it is. Keep us
Yeah.
locked in.
Some would say that the booth is just full of hot air, and that's why. Mostly coming
They
from
would probably
my
be a
side.
little more accurate.
Kings versus whoever game. Kings are down.
Kings Warriors.
Kings
I
are
think
down
the
like
production
20
area gets
half
kind of
time.
toasty too. It's not just us.
Went home and then
The main four, though, nice and cool.
Yeah, always.
Kings Warriors game.
yeah, they outscored them like 38-17 in the third quarter or something, and then
35 to like 22.
yeah, 35 something.
So Barber made it 50, and then Manny out of position, 3 bets.
400.
Oh,
Oh, Barber going for
Barber's
it.
sticking his ground.
How much?
Oh, you know Manny has kids in the street.
17.
It's almost like a min click.
And he
But
fiddles.
yeah,
He
does he
fiddles
want to
with the
play it
chips.
out of position?
He fiddled with the chips. He hasn't actually acted. You do usually want to be careful manipulating the chips in front of you because some places will say that's action of some kind. Just as an FYI.
Play.
Manny lets it go.
See that?
Dante tells him to play, and he played.
How are the Niners doing?
Good job, Barber. That was fun to watch.
And it's unfair that you guys get to pick number 10,
It's-
whatever it is.
No matter what,
unfair,
it's hard to
man.
play out of position.
I
It
am.
really is.
Yeah.
I don't like the.
I wouldn't love my hand. I mean, I'm in there probably with ace
I lived in
queen,
San Francisco.
but I'm not
20 years.
loving my hand calling a 4-bet in the blinds.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you out.
I don't
was
hate
trying
the
to be
3-bet
like
though.
queen
Small
jack.
blind versus button should be
Definitely
3-betting a lot.
queen jack.
At least that's what
Yeah.
the
But I
charts
was,
say.
it was some-
No, I like it. It's definitely.
Yeah,
I
against
got
the-
the popcorn out for all of that.
Against the 4-bet, the king jack kind of goes down in value
Openly fold that.
because it is going to be dominated a lot by the 4-betting range. He had 2 life cards that time.
It's good, but it's like a huge.
A lot of the time
drop
he'll be
off.
dominated.
King jack off. I feel like that. Suited those like very nice.
Play your king jack.
away from you.
I wish I had King Jack now.
King Jack.
I had king jack.
Ease
That's
up
the only
on
reason
that.
why I raised.
Yeah, yeah.
The velocity ain't that much.
But yeah, I mean, I couldn't.
That's your workout of the day?
You know, you raised, I re-raised you, and then you had 3
no,
bets.
This was my first one
I
of
don't
the
know how
night.
those help the opposite one.
So I was like, man, you got a strong fucking hand here.
When you get to be
You
Dante,
officially raised.
you're gonna need this.
Do you believe in backpack equity?
I didn't
Backpack, like you stand up and
Yeah. When you were
stand up equity,
assuming
you-
you're going to lose, and then you stand up,
Yeah.
put your backpack over your shoulder.
like that's a standard tournament move. I
Uh-huh.
feel like it should be in all the books.
It bring it.
You get at least one more out if you just.
It definitely
Yeah.
increases your chances.
like you said, like,
When you're behind anyway.
But you have to fully commit to it. It can't be a fake. Oh, I know my out is coming. No, you got to commit to it for it to be
so probably just
more effective.
Yeah.
I've only seen them. I've lived in a couple houses.
I did that earlier.
I love that style.
Yeah, that's the trick.
So you want the open thing instead of the stood,
Fully
right?
stood up
Okay, yeah.
as they're peeling the river.
You raise.
Oh, my out.
I have no idea how much it costs.
I think I quoted me 10K to install it. I'm like,
Carlos did
so it was like 1,000. I get
Yeah.
it. So
I think
9K.
Dante's had pocket sixes quite a bit tonight.
No chimney.
Yeah.
Need to do.
Funny how it's usually like one pair that keeps showing up.
Mhm.
Tonight it's the sixes.
Yeah, I played basketball in high school.
I don't think you.
and, like,
I don't know, understand
Club
why you
draw
need
for
to cut
steady.
the foundation.
I know.
You'd have to cut through a wall, I guess.
I never got jacked or anything.
And there's the bet from the club draw.
Helps you look a little bit
I gotta
physically when you're younger.
put in a fence too.
Manny came along and steady gets there. Manny does have the ace of clubs, so he now picks up the better draw.
Yeah, it feels like everybody's seeing this river.
Yeah. Steady's betting. I think Manny's going to see the river. Dante got out on the flop.
Yeah. My mom recently got back into the gym, which was really cool.
There's the call.
Woo!
Oh, four flush. Nuts versus second nuts. See
That's dirty.
how much this costs Steady.
Big influencer gym.
It's going to cost him at least $400.
That is a fact. I mean, the paired board might slow him down. With
King 10 of clubs.
And Manny just called.
yeah, the
Wowie
board
zowie.
pair
That is.
What the?
slowed him down, I guess.
Pretty sweet.
Good head.
That's it.
It's
Man.
kinda
Good
like
call too.
The campus gym is.
You ever raise for value there? Like even an unpaired board?
In my apartment now, just
Good head, Dave.
Yeah, and hold on. Yeah, I think I'd probably,
I mint like that one. I make it mine 8 or 900 there.
yeah, like 900. Like maybe I go for 1,000.
If he goes over the top of my bet, then I think about
Is he
my
check steal? What is
Yeah, it's going to be a bet fold against a player like him, I think.
I think
Or raise fold, I should say.
because 8-4 is still a possibility. I mean, not based on the actual actions, but
Like
based on
sets.
the rate.
Well, sets are a thing as well.
Oh yeah, that's
He knows if I have it, I'm. Oh, sorry.
stacks.
I was like, I don't know what that was. Thank you.
I don't really gain anything from that.
Huh?
Yeah, there is probably some thin value to be had there.
I think I'm going for the thin value because when I'm as a player watching Eddie, I felt like he was ahead on the turn and I became
It's sensible
ahead.
to call out the 8.
Yeah.
Like it just that's how it felt to me and like the way the action.
But he would have also
I'm raising.
not had clubs.
doesn't really end well,
Right.
super well for their knees.
I could have had.
It's still ski really well though. which
Because
is
what
great.
better time to extract value? Like that,
Definitely.
you can make so
Because it
much
could have
money
been an 8-9 off.
in
Could have been
situations.
10-4-7 all diamonds. Manny has the ace. Bones and Dante have lesser diamonds.
This feels very
The only reason you would say it
similar.
because you had the ace of clubs.
I went with last time I went.
I knew you would stay for the
50
ace
for
of
Manny
clubs.
might just work.
He plays that.
Yeah.
It does.
And it was a smallish bet.
Nobody else has runouts that they could really get excited about.
You are cooking.
Manny ahead.
Manny's cooking.
Going on to a bomb pot.
Wasn't I just small?
We're gonna move the back. This is just where the bomb pot's gonna be, but next GM will move it.
I want to see just the raw win percentage.
You're being punished.
You're maybe double digits above the
He
next
hasn't
time.
had the button yet.
This will be the last bomb pot of the night, or do we end with
We
the
usually end with a bomb pot.
You're number
So,
one, but I bet you're 2x.
So we'll have this bomb pot and we'll have a bit more hold'em, and then we'll have another bomb pot. Send
You
us
might be
home.
winning 20.
Yeah, so all the 1-2 hold they have bomb pot
Maybe 20.
here.
That's right. We do have bomb pots on the 1-2 hold'em game.
It's
And
just a dealer change or
just not,
every.
just not dealer changes now.
Okay.
You're rock and rolling.
At the old location, there were a lot of bomb pots. The dealer changes orbits. Like you'd end up with a lot of twofers. Like they would happen like at the same time, and you play 2 bomb pots, and then like you're spending a lot of time on bomb pots.
I actually see what you're
Because of the
saying.
piracy nature and the
I
cards,
see what you're saying.
and like 4-way all wins and multiplied pots.
Everybody gets
You had a
Yeah,
boom.
they are pretty time consuming, but man, are they fun.
I think 2 an hour is probably the right amount.
I approve.
If you do want to play more bomb pots,
Literally.
we do spread
Literally
all
just
bomb
rolling
pot
on
games if
I
enough
figured
people
you
want to
had to
Not
play.
even for the button, just for the
They'll
heel.
spread
Right.
basically anything if enough people want to play.
Ooh,
Right now.
We spread all bomb pot often too.
Check.
Check.
Graphics a little messed up. Oh, it's back.
Tuck has a straight. Trips for Dono.
Barber also has a straight with the nut flush draw.
Sometimes, you know.
In fact, Barber has the
some
better
shine-
straight.
Shine down upon you.
Ooh, Manny flopping top boat on the top.
Conspiracies.
So what I'm hearing is that Dono is pretty screwed here.
Like, I feel like I could just like write a list.
He's got trips and
Dono could get
there's a
out
bit
though.
on the bottom. Yeah, I could see him folding.
I think this seems
Yeah,
like
he does fold.
a
He's-
Manny versus Barber kind of situation.
That's the authority
He's good
now.
enough to not get attached to that one-way hand. So we have the eights full up against the
It's a
7-5, which
Crush live play.
the heart shows up on the bottom. So now Manny
Has
does
scoop
pick up the
out.
heart draw. And in fact, I think Manny is free rolling Barber here.
Yeah.
Barber can't win on the top board. Manny has that on lock, and Manny can still win on the bottom with a heart.
Barber has blockers to the hearts, but that could get him trouble later.
Bet at 405 gets called by Manny. To the river we go. 10 of diamonds, 7 of clubs.
Okay, so this
Barber,
will be a straight chop.
It'd be different.
yeah. Barber with the club flush on bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
This will chop, as Sam said.
Pot.
There's no world where this just gets in and then they chop.
All right, we're chopping.
Not, yeah.
Nice.
Rebel, we probably got about another 15 minutes or so.
Can I get my $15
Man,
back?
with a heart? You have the heart too, right? No, I already got you.
You know what?
On the
Yeah, you
heart.
have the free
that
roll.
Hearts would have gone.
Yeah, I would have scooped you.
Maybe it's a really bad
I
one.
don't know if I would
But-
have.
but
I don't know if I
Roll
would
does
have
not
done
come in
that.
for
jam
Manny.
when you
The final thing
Like
there.
if I had a straight or a flush draw, it'd be
Thanks. See, Manny?
Yeah.
Woo.
a pair of
Extra
flush.
check.
For the flush.
Super attractive.
I guess it's player
Thank you.
Alright, button is right for the next
Thank
game.
you.
Yeah.
Manny's on fire tonight.
Manny's like on white hot fire,
I
man.
shouldn't be playing pots with him. I'm not going to. Unless I have top 10% of my range, I'm not going to play any pots.
Then you're gonna lose the VPIP
What's
shit.
your
Ace, king, ace, queen, big pocket pairs.
I'm gonna look back and
Take
That's
me
it.
all the way to the club.
Maybe queen jack suited if I'm feeling frisky.
If that heart would have come, by the way, I wouldn't have even noticed.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have bet.
I would have bet, but I don't know if I even saw it. Because I flopped the nuts anyway.
Yeah.
With the redraw, with the nut
you
redraw.
said something about I can't like read
I was
lips.
just hoping you weren't as strong as you were on the top.
Oh, yeah, I thought the boat.
You weren't going anywhere.
Can you see that Indian kid on seat 8? Is there still an Indian kid there? With like curly hair and glasses?
Yeah, that kid that came up there.
I
I feel comfortable playing a hand now.
I did. You're so hot that I checked to make sure I was blocked a straight flush. That's how hot you are.
I was like, man, what the
This
fuck?
is like a
are these-
1-2.
And you're playing good, and you're doing well in poker.
Doug with the massive squeeze over these limps. Steady
Oh, man,
cold
you're losing
calling
that.
with the king 9.
This one? we'll get on this one.
Yeah,
They want to get their money's worth towards
Oh,
the end.
yeah.
Not even halftime yet.
We're running out of stream. We got to get these hands in.
I thought it was past half.
No, no.
Oh, yeah. You're
Okay,
down.
she's like, well, I was like 3 games at home.
Yeah, you flat 4 bet. Or, sorry.
Like a crazy
wasn't a
stat.
4-bet.
They played 48 games.
Under the
That
gun.
means there's
Steady with top pair.
and 3 at home.
Yeah, and then you flat 4.
I'm not double
Yep.
flatting.
They don't lose at home.
I think it's
As soon as this guy scores right here, I'll feel a lot better.
he's saying
So does he
saying back.
flat
Yeah.
or does he
I
break?
I noticed I think people
He
that
flats, and I agree with the flat.
really good at that.
And now he has another king.
Less believable now.
I didn't know he was leading the NBA in points.
I think a raise only would get action from a better hand.
Mm-hmm.
Was he on the Olympics?
Doug wanted to raise. That's solid.
Me too.
He's like, I'm gonna
You know about
Oh, no, he's from
check this one
Canada. He's
instead.
from Canada.
You Canadian?
He's from Canada.
So I don't know if he played for.
I'm sure he did.
I don't know
Well,
where
you
he
know,
played in
Should we
the
get any more money?
For Team Canada?
Unlikely.
Yeah, so you're having a good game.
Take advantage of the
20 points.
Ooh, we might make 100 hands.
We just might. I think we get there.
Crypto trader or real estate. Something where
Oh, I had a feeling my big blind was coming up in the tournament, so I ran over there. I was correct.
Okay, good
It
timing.
was,
Yeah, but it's like
and as soon as it was my big blind, time to put my chips out,
computer science.
they broke my table, and I got button again.
Wow. That's running good. I can't run that good with table breaks. I'm that guy getting double blinded.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Even triple blinded sometimes.
Yeah,
Tournament tier is a bit too small to get triple blinded, but
but
I've had it happen at the series.
You're a mush, right?
Huh?
You're a mush.
You get broken into the top of the breaking order and also on the blinds.
I'll bet you
oh
can
my
just
god, that is really bad.
And it's like there's like a jillion tables, so they're breaking them like quick.
Do you consider yourself naturally lucky?
No,
Do you consider yourself naturally unlucky?
unlucky.
Are you clumsy?
He looks.
Pretty clumsy.
Yeah.
Fairly clumsy.
And Nolan Smith looks
I don't know
awesome.
why those are related. I just wanted to know more about you.
This is a great flop. So we have top pair for both players. Steady's aces dominated, but he does have the nut diamond draw.
Like something like 31-17.
Imagine we get another four flush and we get ace versus king again.
Like move the button over there, even though you're the button.
25 gets a call.
I'm 100. I've never been. I was less
four flush
confident
this
against
time.
Commanders.
It's way more intriguing that Jalen's already been
I
in
mean,
a
I would
Super
be
Bowl.
cool with that if it was like
the second one.
once he
Yeah.
gets it in.
Steady
If he wins,
firing
he
out
goes in
here.
the Hall of Fame.
30, 2
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah,
It's too
100%.
Yeah,
Quicker,
way
no longer
too
playing.
early.
Eli won what,
Is Nick
3?
Foles
And
still
He
in the
won
Hall of Fame?
2,
and he's still not in.
Is Nick
he's
Foles
terrible.
a Hall of Fame guy?
but he didn't have great seasons.
King to
But
boot.
he won one.
That
does
normally
have a
looks like a
statue.
save card on
I
that
saw
board.
a
That might
statue
actually
in front
cost
of
Steady some money.
Nick Foles?
Yeah,
As a
now
statue.
nobody's kicker's playing. Not that it was playing on the turn either. Like a jack wasn't
How are you
playing on the
gonna have a
turn either.
statue and not
Well,
be in the Hall
no,
of Fame?
aces and fives with
That's-
the
They
king
both have-
kicker
and they
Yeah.
fired
seems
Doug Peterson
really
there.
safe for ace 7.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Queen or
you are
king.
on
Yeah.
fire.
That's it, man.
Manny, you're insane.
You beat every.
Everything except ace king, and there's
Ace king,
fewer of
ace
those
king,
on the
I
river.
actually don't believe in luck, so. But I think you do,
That's not
and
nice.
you're going to
Dumb.
be playing
yeah,
more loose now.
I can
so
be clumsy.
trying
Like
to get exploited
a
here.
few years ago, I managed to break my foot
credit, you
hitting
are-
my
you are
windshield.
playing it.
So yeah,
You're playing insane.
That sounds like an East Coast problem.
That's what's
You still
scary.
have
this
one
was like a
hit.
middle of
We
nowhere
don't
Texas
understand.
problem.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, like bugs and
He puts
stuff?
on the side.
Yeah,
Not
it's
ice.
like I stop at the gas station. Like I'm on my way out to the series for the summer, and I make a
Can you
stop
see
at the
my
gas
orange chip
station.
or not?
And
Be real.
I fill my car up, I clean my windshield. Like I'm on like the last. I'm at the last pump on the island, and like the concrete, like it had a sort of a sharp drop off, and I put my foot there, like on the sharp drop, and
my
it twisted it
God.
as I was cleaning my windshield.
What are you gonna do? Play?
Did you
play without your
grab
buddy?
yourself somewhere?
This is the left foot, and I didn't get it looked at until I got to Vegas.
Oh my
And
god.
yes, it hurt like you know what. So well,
Eddie's giving me the buffer.
Man,
stubborn.
Vegas.
I'm
The
stubborn.
wrong
Hey,
spot for
I
that.
decided
all
to
I
continue
need.
on to Vegas. I mean, yeah.
Well,
Like, yeah. Like, as opposed to, stopping somewhere. Like, as
How
opposed
could
to,
I
like,
not
turning
play,
back
right?
and driving 4 hours back home,
I
or
actually, I'm not kidding. I forgot what I had.
stopping
Anywhere along
somewhere
the way?
civilized like Albuquerque or
It's
something.
good enough to raise.
mystery hand that has the 8 of clubs. Fun.
Dante's got a couple of clubs.
Not the flop.
You did raise.
I did, but
100. I like the bet. 20% pot.
Steady's there. He's got another club or a 7. Probably not a 6. The 6 of clubs is there. I don't think he's playing
I'm going to
8-6
say
offsuit.
probably not a 6 of clubs.
Even 8-7's kind of hard to come by because it's not clubs. Dante has it. This might just be 8-8. That's my guess. If we're gonna guess the mystery hands.
8-8 or a club.
Yeah. Okay, 9-8 of clubs maybe. Dante raising it up with that club draw.
Oh, yeah.
Dono's in
I
a
felt
bind.
what Dono was feeling right there. It was kind of like an interior eye roll.
Like, not again.
Yeah.
Overpair on a board like this. We've
Yeah.
seen this before. And he calls.
Man, this mystery hand is exciting. I kind of like not being able to see what other cards Steady has. I think it's King 8.
I check.
Now Dante checking. He's not going to barrel again.
If that's the case, I feel like Dono might want to just check because he feels like he'll get check raised.
Yeah. It's got to be the over that
It
hits.
feels trappy. Yeah, I feel you, Dono. Let's go. Just jack one time. Oh.
Ace on the end. Dante gets there.
Yeah, there's no card unless it's a 6 that has Steady winning this hand.
You got an ace?
Eights. Eights.
I see eights. I see.
8,
It was
8.
eights.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Dante
You're judging me?
on Steady, and Dono was able to get out for cheap.
I'm the only one that has a 6, though. That's
Well,
what I'm thinking.
At least Dono saved money on the turn.
Unconventionally.
He did.
No, I
Well
give,
done.
I give Eddie no credit on
Dante
that
was
board.
going
Like 0.
nowhere.
Like zip.
Yeah, nobody.
Rebel, I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to do some WSLP this summer. I don't know if I'll be out there for the whole summer yet. We'll see first when the
I
schedule
was
comes
right
out.
that time.
And then we'll see how life is looking as we get closer to the summer. Like,
Amen to
can I
that.
just park myself in Vegas for a month and a half and actually make the most out of that much time out there? And you know, the aggravation and the travel. I drive to, and I do like I drive and I'm there for the month and a half, and I've got my car and all that. I've been doing the whole thing.
50.
I'm getting an Airbnb and you know, paying normal people prices for food,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
It really, the money on expenses just to
I
to
did for 800.
eat.
I mean,
Yeah.
2,800.
Like I have status
Not
with
that you're
Caesars
asking
enough
for
that I
it.
can get
No,
free
okay.
garage
I
parking
had
at
to
least.
participate.
Swag.
I've got the platinum.
2800. Nice.
Yeah, I decided this past year that I am no longer going to be a pit degenerate, and so I have lost all of my free rooms starting this past month.
Welcome to the club.
It's the responsible thing to do if you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
take
not
it
a
seriously as a poker player.
Nothing's free in life. Yeah,
Whoa.
those free rooms. Well,
You
actually,
guy.
it's because you're going to dump the money in the pits,
Don't
Those
raise
free
money,
rooms
you
were
don't
so
fire.
expensive.
as opposed to dumping it at the front desk. I am annoyed that I don't have the diamonds anymore, so I have to pay resort fees if
I
I stay in
know.
a room.
I lost it this year,
And you
I'm
lose the
so
diamonds
bummed.
line. That's the worst part. You lose the diamonds
Not
line.
if you don't lose your diamond card. no,
Ah,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
check the
No,
expiration dates,
no, they
sadly.
check the expiration dates at the
Unfortunately.
poker rooms, but
Yeah.
they don't so much at the restaurants. Poker hack.
Yeah. Look at that for Zato. He's got everything.
It's hard to have 2 pair on this board.
There's a line on
Hard to have 2 pair on
What
the turn.
a card!
2 pair.
My daddy would come out of my grave.
Did somebody say it's hard to have 2 pair on this board and then 2 pair comes? Wow, that's manifesting.
That's the commentator magic. You know, he spent enough time in this booth that he has that superpower now.
Oh, Dante said it?
Maybe that's
I
why.
think
Yeah.
it was Dante. I don't know for sure.
There's an underlying meaning.
Why do you say pair?
I feel like there's an
Have you
underlying
commentated with Dante before?
I've done a number of shows with him.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's good working with
Time
him.
to time, I think the same.
And Dante's raise gets the call, and 6-5 is going to hold. Zato going to break everything.
so frustrating right now.
The fast bet by Dante looks kind of bluffy and kind of strong. I can't even decide what I think about
You have an
that.
ace?
400 the bet. You have an ace, the speech play.
Yeah, I mean the verbiage makes me want to fold if I'm Zato.
Call, C3.
He calls.
5, 6, plug for 2 pairs.
Nice hand,
Wow.
Dante.
I literally said,
You ever bluff?
it's hard to have 2
Always
pairs.
have.
Nice turn. And so I had a credit card that it was a Wyndham credit card that had a status match. Like it would give you Wyndham diamonds and they would match, Caesars would match it. And now you can't do that anymore.
6-7 suit is my favorite.
So needless to say, I canceled that credit card. I'm
Yeah,
not
well, yeah.
paying,
What's the
I'm paying
point?
99 bucks a year for Wyndham diamonds.
It's like automatic 2 pair.
We go stay at the nicest room at the La Quinta. No
That's
thanks.
too funny.
Yeah, so that's $99. I
I
won't
felt
be paying
bullied.
them.
Bones, I felt bullied.
$99
I
for
felt
John.
bullied.
Yeah, totally worth it if you don't have to pay resort fees. Like that was the whole value proposition for me. That's like 3 nights of resort fees and paid for itself.
He's upset.
Now
at
I'm
the
about to
stream
start
and
being
the
people's
producer
roommates over the
for
summer.
discriminating against him.
No, I think this next summer I'm going to tone down my. It's not been great for me spending a month there. It's
Yeah.
my least favorite place to be. I love Texas poker. There's nothing
great.
like Texas poker. Every time I go to Vegas, I'm just like, ooh.
If I didn't love tournaments, I wouldn't be out
You're
there. If
doing
I
whatever
was just
Manny
playing
says.
cash, I'd be in Texas. I
Oh
would
yeah,
not be
no,
in
no
Texas.
cash in
Last
Vegas.
hand he was
Ugh.
in, even
Yeah.
though Manny was.
Especially if I like to dabble in the mixed tournaments, which there's only so many of those a year. We get some of them with our Trailblazer stuff. Like
Yeah,
I,
I seek out the ones in Texas, and TCH has been putting in enough mixed games out that I can find my spots here and there, and then I occasionally go to Florida.
I've gotten to play no limit deuce tournaments twice at a TCH location this year.
What a life!
I bought the set.
All right, so no sets flop.
Yeah, I
yet.
know, man. Manny, you're so clever. Check it top set against an aggro player next to you. Good job.
I checked dark.
way to drill that down. And
I checked that dark.
Steady calls Zato. Steady has another ace.
That ace out there makes
I just
an
can't believe you
ace
hit that turn on the river.
less believable in someone's hand, but there are so many other cards that are
Oh yeah.
beating fives.
Yeah. Under pair, not great, and
Instead, he looks like he's got the face of seriousness too. So
we're talking about a pot that started out multi-way on the flop. So the ranges that get past there tend to be stronger.
yeah, I'm more focused on what actually happened.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Less
The perfect card
speculative.
for me was that 10, because it completed a flush. I was hoping you might be.
All right, we have 2 more hands.
That's right, the penultimate hand of the evening.
So would this hand be the regular hold'em hand, and then we end with the bomb pot?
I assume the last one's a bomb
We'll
pot.
find out.
We're just told 102's the last hand. I assume it's a bomb pot.
You always play good.
If I get it twice,
All right,
I played well.
and Dante leading the night, followed by Manny. Dante has showed a lot of restraint tonight and played a lot of premium hands and played them well.
This will complete the VTIP.
No, I mean, but
Manny has been
No,
applying
you
the
get it
pressure.
before this hand,
He
you're not-
has.
It's not the complete picture, you know.
one hand missing.
Doug at least leads in having quads.
I'm gonna play this hand to
Maybe he gets quads on the last hand. Quads.
Last minute pump.
Can I speak that into existence? Quads?
I don't know what's happening, but everybody's putting in. Oh, I guess everybody called $10. I was wondering if we were having a post-flop bomb pot. I'm understanding
Oh my
now.
God,
It's
Eddie, you
10,
think
10,
we've been?
10, 10, 10.
No! Steady's ruining
you're
it.
Literally wearing a fish on your
No,
head.
Dante put in 105. That's what happens. Dante put in 105.
It's
He
still a
ruins
fish.
it.
Eddie made it better with 10-6 suited. Now Barber's in it as well with 3 deuce. What a not
75.
hand you don't want to play. What a flop you don't want to see with 3 deuce. That is the word I was looking for.
The old
Percent
down
chance
bet.
to win this one. Running hearts, running wheel,
Oh,
Nice ball, nice ball.
running cards out the
I'll
pot.
let you sweat.
Down to Dante and Steady. The
150.
5 that would have put up the back door.
Can't do it.
We didn't get that far though.
Nice hand.
Dante wins it.
Alrighty, and we are coming into the last hand of the night, which is a bomb pot.
Yeah, we're seeing the 15s get put out.
I would love to thank you guys for listening to us and being a part of this experience. I always have a blast.
It's been great.
Me and Will are the unknown power duo. The
Yeah.
duo you didn't even know about.
Be sure hit like if you haven't done so already if you enjoyed the show. Trailblazer Tour, February 26th to March 10th. $500,000 guarantee there. If you like some TCH merch, TexasCardHouse.store. Be sure and join us for the big game bash this Sunday as that big football game's going on.
50% off appetizers.
High
Big deal.
hands, hot seats, all the things.
I know who has the lowest.
Me. Second lowest.
And you'll have Lottie there,
Oh, it's a
just
bump.
in disbelief that these teams are even playing each other.
I don't think I'll be in
I
the
was like,
building that
wait,
day.
No.
I may just be mourning this Super Bowl
Yeah.
matchup at home.
Licking the wounds.
Yeah, wishing it were anybody but them. Dante, anybody but the two teams that are in there. Apologies to all the Eagle fans who are a part of this show.
He hates everybody equally, so he's not attacking you, he's attacking everyone.
You see, Dante's an Eagle fan.
You can look at all 4 cards. at the same
Our executive producer David is also an Eagles fan. We do have some set over set brewing with. Actually, Dante's gone. And everybody just folded to Kevin, who
Finally got
didn't
a
have a
win.
lot, but his bet did the job. Custom merch, I don't know what's at TexasCardHouse.store. They do have a lot of colors. They do have a lot of sizes.
You can pick your colors and sizes for
Hopefully you
sure.
find something you like there. On that note, thank you so much for watching. On behalf of our dealers, our players, our producer Kristen, also our producer Cooper tonight, Stan Perryman alongside me. I'm William Lottie, the New York Knitt. Have a great night. Be sure and join us again tomorrow from Houston. Be sure and join us again next Wednesday for the big game here in Austin. Have a great night.
Night.